But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. I'm very excited, Anthony.
Why?
We are 24 hours away from the great Ron Bennington.
Oh, right.
Walking in this studio and doing a little radio with you and I. Or is it me and you? Are you a you and I guy or a me and you guy?
People on the Twitter get very upset when I say, like, me and Opie, and then I write whatever, which I think is probably pertinent to something or people, interesting, whatever. And then they just blow off every bit of the content of what I wrote and say, it's Opie and I. It's Opie and I. Was that the point I was trying to get across?
I'm a me and Anthony guy.
That's what I am.
And I don't care what the old dudes, came up with.
Yeah, fuck that.
Nowadays, it's completely acceptable to say me and whoever.
Oh, I'm being corrected. No, Ant, it's Opie's eye.
Opie's eye. Thank you.
See that?
Thanks for the plug. Thank you.
See what happened there?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I don't care about that old English shit. The rules they put in place in the ye old days.
Oh.
No,
yeah,
some of this shit is what it is. It's now me and Anthony. It's me and whatever.
Yeah, why is it take this archaic English? We're not talking like Shakespeare these days, so why can't we just change a few things and say it just sounds better and it's easier to say me and Opie do a show here?
Yeah, if the blacks could add...
Oh, Jesus.
If they could add the word though at the end of every tweet,
right,
I certainly could say me and Anthony.
And they're talking in some kind of code on Twitter.
Well,
I don't know what that's all about.
Well, it's a phenomenon, though. They really like though at the end of every tweet.
They could literally fit in.
Put though in your Twitter, and you'll enjoy a lot of tweets.
They could fit in War and Peace in 140 characters.
Ooh, book radio.
They are, again.
Book radio.
I want to start with a little book radio. No.
I got a tweet yesterday. A guy goes, now that you're heavily involved in book radio, could you tell them to go back a few pages? I fell asleep during the reading yesterday.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to recap.
Yeah.
You got to maybe backsell a chapter.
Yeah.
Book radio, my egg.
Speaking of the Twitter, you brought it up because they're correcting you. I just want to make an announcement.
Yeah.
I appreciate all the guys that are very concerned that I'm growing a beard and I might not be fuckable anymore to you.
Isn't that just another amazing phenomenon?
Right. They're all bummed out. Hey, man. That beard's got to go, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, you look older with the beard.
Dude.
Hey, man.
If you think that beard is doing you any favors.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, holy fuck, I think there's a lot of guys out there that want to fuck me.
Yeah.
Guess what? I don't want to fuck guys.
Hey, queers.
Right.
Why don't you fucking not worry so much about what we look like? I get that all the time.
I get creeped out by that. If you're trying to slam us, whatever, but I don't see it. I see a bunch of guys that really are attracted to us for some reason.
Yeah.
And if you change your appearance with growing a little facial hair, or maybe you got a new shirt, or maybe you add a couple holiday pounds on, these guys get really bummed out.
Very rarely do you hear from girls that say anything about that. They're just cool. They tweet whatever.
Yeah. And if a girl says it, I'm like,
yeah,
fuck,
that's like,
really?
oh, well, whatever.
I want to look presentable to the female race, certainly.
Block.
I don't even block them. I feel bad for them. And then one guy goes, hey, I don't care what the haters say. Your beard is epic. And I wrote that guy back, haters? Isn't that like so 2010?
Oh.
Who the fuck deals with haters now?
You spell it with an 8.
Oh, you do? And then it's okay?
Of course. That's like what the new things the kids are doing. If anybody ever writes that, I'm just like, what?
Really?
What? Really?
I don't think anyone's dealing with haters anymore. You used to, because it was such a thing to really put yourself out there in this social networking. So you try to explain and you try to maybe discuss and fight with these idiots.
Yep.
And then you realize, nah. You just block them and move on because there's plenty of people that enjoy what you do.
I'm not a hater.
That's what it comes down to.
I'm a participator.
Nice, I like that.
That's what I say. Just wrote that.
So I want to thank all the guys that are very concerned about my appearance.
Wow.
But you might want to tone it down a little bit. Your flames are starting to show.
Your flames.
And
Your
look,
fucking flames.
And we don't mind the gays, okay?
I love the gay.
We don't mind the gays.
Who doesn't love the gay?
I should have had some of these tweets prepared because they're creepy, man.
Yeah.
Just creepy. Are there comments on the picture maybe that you can read, Sam?
Yes.
Because I should have
Sam
collected
Roberts.
these tweets because they were coming in all day. People were like, fuck, man. The beard. Why? Why would you do that to your face?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Dude.
The brawny fucking Photoshop, by the way, made me laugh really hard.
Oh, they photoshopped
Fuck you,
Opie
asshole.
in a brawny.
Fuck
It
you,
looks
asshole.
like a paper towel. It's great.
That was fucking funny.
I like the fact that you can look at that Photoshop and go, what did they Photoshop? They just took a picture of the brawny fucking paper
And then
towel.
someone's calling me out because I'm not holding Gina Carano lovingly. I don't know her, so we have our arms around each other. So I'm like, I do this sort of arm around her, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to be respectful.
It's an awkward thing when you take pictures sometimes to put your arm around people. Most of the time, I've said it before, I don't even touch the person. I put my arm behind them and just kind of suspend it in midair.
Right.
And when the picture's taken, because it's two-dimensional, you don't notice that I'm not even I don't have my arm even touching the person.
Right. Whatever.
Little inside tidbit for you there.
Yeah, of course.
By the way, speaking of Twitter, I want to thank everybody.
Tweety,
Wow.
tweet.
They
tweet.
are just amazing.
Are
Let
they?
me
Why?
tell you. Because, Opie, as
Don't
you
it-
know, I was nominated for a Shorty Award.
You're obsessing about the Shorty Award. Why?
Because I never do these things, and I want to be number one.
You do.
Just think of what the acceptance speech could be.
Wait, you might win, you think?
I don't know. I think I'm nominated, and then they got to take the top 6 people in the category, and then they judge it.
Oh, really?
Their little thing. But you got to keep your nominations up. But I don't even care about winning.
So you gotta be
I
up-
want to be number one in the category, and right now, number 4. And I'm almost ready to take over the third spot. And then I take on Red Band.
That's going to be a tough one.
That's a tough one. It
That's
steps
Joe
up.
Rogan's guy.
Yeah, it steps up really quick, like big after that. And then the top one, Zack Ryder.
You can't beat him.
2 Long Island guys duking it out for the web show Shorty category lead.
Wow.
How huge is that?
You're in 4th?
4th place right now for the Shorty Award.
In what? Web show?
In web show, yes.
Let's see how well I'm doing.
Ah.
Because I'm in the YouTube star category.
YouTube star.
I'm not
that
doing
one
as
seems
well.
like a tough one because
I'm
everyone.
not doing as well as Anthony.
Everyone's a YouTube star. It's
Come on.
crazy.
Come on. Am I on the front page?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, that's not
20th.
Okay, we don't have to look any further.
Oh,
All
Zach.
right,
Zach's 19th. Holy shit.
Let's not embarrass me in front of everybody. 21. All right.
Ah, there you go. You're 21st.
Well, all right. Well,
You got a few leaps and bounds. Once you hit that top 5, it starts getting a little difficult. But
you got to keep your votes up.
I hope by today, I hope the people, the listeners, help out. And by today, I can take over the top spot from Mr. fucking Long Island WWE.
But you got a huge, successful radio show that's way bigger than a dumb Shorty Award. What are you doing?
Don't give a shit.
I know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? We're so into our side project.
Just want to get to number 1 on this and feel like,
we like our side projects because we feel like individuals.
right. And it feels like you have total freedom.
I like feeling like an individual, as well as part of this massively successful radio show.
Exactly.
Hey, can I get in another
God.
category? I might have picked the wrong category, Sam.
What category?
Huh? I'm in the shorties.
This motherfucker, that's his show?
It's the best.
Do you know I have hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in my program?
It is his best.
In my program?
My program.
You could be a billionaire.
I'm not a billionaire, though.
Oh.
By the way, I will be making a video.
Yeah.
You can make videos and post them and have them classified as an editorial video. You're
Right.
making a video to try to promote the fact that you want to be number 1.
Why are we in the radio category, you idiot?
Fuck the radio category.
Who's in the radio category?
Because we're huge here in radio.
we've
See,
al-
I don't care about being number 1 in radio on the Shorty
We've
Award.
already been successful in radio, so we don't need to
Yeah,
go in
so
this
who
category.
needs that?
Wow, who are these dopes?
Exactly.
Who are these dopes? I don't know one of them.
Cavino and Rich.
Like I said, who are these dopes?
Jesus.
No, I like the Cavino and Rich.
Cavino and Rich are 5th.
Yeah, I like those guys. I can't. I got to start openly admitting the shows I like.
No, I just
I
want
like
web
Ron.
show.
I like Cavino and Rich.
Oh, God.
What is
That's
this
his
now?
show. Fucking Zack Ryder stands in front of a wall with his wrestling belt and just pontificates.
He's not even
With
Happy New Year, broskies, and welcome to episode 47 of Z True Long Island story. I am.
You're promoting him now. Don't do
no,
this.
I know.
Don't do
I
this.
understand.
Don't play
You're
his
right.
shit.
You're right.
Don't
No,
play
no.
his shit.
Sam Roberts
Don't
was
play
because
his shit.
he's a wrestling geek. But no, there's no quality in here.
Yeah.
There's no quality programming.
All right. Well,
I'm not going to deal with that. Just me, web show,
Shorty Award.
Anthony Cumia, Twitter, Shorty Awards. Yes.
Very good. I guess Khloe Kardashian is OJ's daughter.
Now that's, I understand she might not be Robert Kardashian's daughter, but to go that extra leap and say OJ's daughter, I'm not feeling it.
Did you see the side-by-side comparison with Sydney Simpson? OJ's daughter?
No. Mm-hmm. No. You mean that little kid?
Yeah, look how the National Enquirer.
Boy.
Obviously, this story's ridiculous, but who knows? Who knows in those
OJ
circles?
fucked Robert Kardashian's wife. That's epic.
But they got a side-by-side with Khloe
Hilarious.
and Sydney, and there's absolutely a similarity there.
Yeah?
Yes.
There is, yeah.
Wouldn't Khloe be darker, though?
I would think so.
Because,
I'm not.
Because Sydney, whose mom was most likely killed by OJ,
Right.
she was very white. And she's darker than Khloe, so that's
Yeah.
why that whole thing is kind of silly.
I'm not seeing any OJ in her face, though. I see OJ in OJ's daughter's face.
Yeah.
I don't see the OJ face, though, really in Khloe.
Oh, by the way, I've had real discussions with our agent.
What?
About this bet that I threw out there that everyone picked up on.
Oh, boy.
I've had some real discussions.
What did Bob say?
Paperwork is being written up,
Oh, God.
just in case Kris Jenner goes for it.
Yeah?
So far, what? Nothing from her camp?
There's no way.
What?
No way. There's no way she's going to fucking
Well, she has
bite on this one.
Well, she has the advantage.
Yeah.
If she doesn't
knows.
bite, let me tell you this right now. The bet was for $250,000
Yeah.
To Kris Jenner specifically to prove that Khloe Kardashian, her father is Rob Kardashian, right?
Right.
She could like do the test secretly,
Okay.
know how it's going to come out, and then take the bet.
Right.
So if she doesn't take the bet, that means we all know what we're thinking.
See, I think
true.
she's pretty wealthy, right?
It was for charity, though. Who doesn't like charity?
But I don't think she wants to promote a shock jockish radio show.
It's not shock jockish if it's for charity.
Well, I understand, but our reputation precedes us. If I don't think she'd want to promote shock jockery for $250,000, even for charity.
We're not shock jocks anymore. We have proven to the people we're more than that.
Yes.
Shock jocks have gone away.
Yeah, the shock jock.
They've gone away.
Is,
Name one.
Crazy.
Name one.
It's like saying a band is grunge.
Right.
It's stupid. It doesn't fit
Right.
anymore.
Name one. There's no shock jock.
Who's shock jocking out there? Who's shock jocking? Sam Roberts, you're big in the radio biz. You know the comings and goings of radio people. Who's the shock jock?
I think you could make an argument that Bubba the Love Sponge is still doing a little
Shock
shock
jockery,
jockey
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Shock jockish?
Is he internet?
Book radio?
Is he internet radio
He's in Florida on real radio stations.
and internet radio?
Internet radio, too.
Iyada?
Yeah, I think there is a shock jock show on Book Radio.
I haven't got
so.
an email from Bubba lately. He reached out, brother,
What? Did he?
brother.
Did he really?
We gotta get together,
Unite?
brother. We gotta unite.
What did that? What is that?
I wrote him back. I go, hey, I thought you were supposed to punch me in the face. and then I never heard from him again.
Oh, what happened?
People can't read me. I love it. I love they can't read me. Brother,
Brother?
I know what's going on with you guys over there at Sirius XM.
Yeah, we still have a
gotta
contract
unite.
and we still get paid.
We must unite, brother.
Not like you. Remember when you were saying how we were getting fired that every month?
Right. I go, hey, that's good and all, but I thought you were supposed to punch me in the face.
Yeah, what happened?
And I didn't get the follow-up email. Oh, brother. I would assume he would have said something like, that's just radio stuff. We all do it.
It's Bubba Farina Center, brother. Isn't he pals with him?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you jealous? E-Rock must really be jealous.
Of the
E-Rock's
what?
a little jealous.
Yeah.
But let him be known. I don't have a problem with Bubba.
E-Rock's also
I
jealous.
never even met the fucking guy.
Well, once people get beaten down by a fucking radio company, you got to have a little fucking sympathy and camaraderie.
Yeah.
I could give a shit. I'm not gonna say hi and be nice, but I'm sure not gonna be mean either. I don't give a shit.
Bubba's Army, though, man, they were tough to take on. Holy fuck, man.
Yeah,
I couldn't sleep at night. Fucking deflecting Bubba Army tweets left and right. Pachoo, 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 pachoo.
We had more shit come our way from like some of these no market assholes that used to try to bash us, and that was nothing.
I'm trying to think who came close to even taking us down, and I can't even think of
Book radio.
One fucking show.
No?
Yeah.
Although Book Radio is gonna be a tough one.
Book radio.
Anyway, so Ant got he wants to be I don't know.
Yeah, just go there.
A Shorty Award winner.
Shorty Award. It's a Shorty Award. ShortyAwards.com
right.
/Anthony Cumia.
Right.
And that'll hook you up with the little vote thing. And then when you vote, you got to put in a reason at the end, or else they don't count the vote.
Yeah, I know.
So you got to do that. So, and I don't care what you put in.
Oh, that means that's probably what happened with me.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And we got that bet floating around out there.
Bet.
The fucking LA Times and Cleveland picked it up, so that's good.
Oh, nice.
And Perth.
So
Perth picked it up. You know where Perth is?
Perth.
Australia.
Oh, there you go.
They're all about it. And then some fucking foreign language paper where you can only recognize our names.
Your names, yeah. Did you? Were you this guy?
Bob. Yeah. You've really got to write something up, Bob.
No, I was talking about tax write-offs and all sorts of shit.
Oh, there you go.
Fuck, I'm brave. I'm brave to fucking put this out there.
Yeah.
This fucking Khloe Kardashian is a monster compared to all the other daughters that Kris Jenner has had.
Yeah. Come on, how about some DNA?
And they're correcting our audio. I do know that the two younger daughters are with Bruce Jenner. I do know that.
Yeah.
I am talking about the older three daughters, which would be Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe.
Right.
And Khloe is a monster compared to the other two.
Yeah,
and you know what?
Huge.
In her favor, too, I'll tell you this much. Fucking Khloe has a great personality, too, compared to the other two sisters.
Yeah,
the other two sisters, Kim and Kourtney, are fucking duds. They're boring as hell. They have no personalities whatsoever. And Khloe definitely has a huge personality, which makes it suspicious, too.
Here's the... Actually, yeah, it's Kim and who's the other one? Khloe?
Kourtney.
Kourtney.
Kourtney's never happy. She just sits there.
Here's Kourtney talking. I don't know what everybody is doing here. It's like she's a ventriloquist. Her mouth barely moves, and there's no emotion.
Yeah.
In her eyes, nothing. She's straight like Bell's palsy. She sits there.
She sucks.
I think, who's her boyfriend, Rick, is it? Or what's his name?
Kourtney.
I don't even fucking know. That drunk guy.
I don't
the
know.
drunk guy that she had a kid with.
I love that you're finally watching
Scott.
Yeah,
the
Scott.
Kardashians. Because
Scott went up to Toronto with Hump, and I don't know what to do. He didn't even tell me he was going. I don't think that's very safe. Oh, this monotone just shit.
Right. And Kim Kardashian's not much better. All she does is just blink, blink, blink. You think I'm hot? Blink, blink, blink.
Yeah.
You think I'm hot? You blink, blink, blink. You think I'm hot?
I like the fact that they get up, though, and there's no makeup on their faces, and you look like, wow. That they should fucking give their makeup artists a lot of cake, a lot of cash.
And then Khloe's over the top with her personality.
Yeah.
That's suspicious, too, right?
Yeah, different personality.
So
She's a monster. She's got big feet.
I think officially Kris Jenner owes me $250,000 that I get to give to my favorite charity, which is me.
You.
Yes, me. I'm a charity case.
What?
I'm a charity case.
Why?
Get the word out. I think she owes me the $250,000 at this point.
Yeah, she got to pay up.
I can't wait forever. There's got to be a time limit on this shit.
I don't think she's got to pay if she, has it wrong.
My charity is the Hugheses.
The Human Fund. What the Hugheses?
The Hugheses.
Oh.
So
I've heard of that charity.
So Mr. Greg Hughes doesn't have to write any more checks anymore. I could use my charity, the Hughes charity, to take care of them.
That comes in handy that the charity is the same name as you.
The Hugheses.
Yeah.
The Hughes Fund.
Yeah.
Hughes Fund Inc. I think you have to have Inc.
Yeah, you might as well. .org.
Mm-hmm.
Making an org.
I just love they have to deal with this bet because it really is being picked up by a lot of places.
Yeah, people are.
They have to deal with.
They're running with it.
Our shenanigans.
They are running with it.
Anyway, Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
I was outraged like everyone else when I heard about Mark Wahlberg, and then I read into this damn thing, and I don't have a problem with what he said.
We look like assholes right now, man.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah. What does the covers of the paper say?
The cover of the paper,
because they made it
says 9/11 jerk, who I think would more aptly be Mohammed Atta.
Right.
Outrage over star's sick plane boast.
Right.
And let's roll.
Right.
Actors insult boasts about 9/11 hijack.
Did you know he was supposed to be on one of those planes? I guess the one leaving Boston?
Fucking A. Opie, did you listen to 1010 Wins this morning?
I sure did. But I didn't know he was supposed to be on the plane until today.
I knew about
I thought that would have came
Seth
out already.
MacFarlane.
Right.
But I did not know about Mark E. Mark.
Right. And he's basically saying, look, I'm a family man. If I'm on this plane with kids, that plane's not going down. And I think every guy would say that.
Hello, exactly.
Yes.
There's some insensitivity there, obviously. I'm not stupid. I know that.
Fucking idiot.
Yes.
It's very insensitive to say something like that, but he was just speaking his mind. Like, holy shit, I was almost on that plane, and he's putting himself in that position. Like, there's no fucking way I'm going to allow that plane to go down with me and my kids on the plane.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were people on the plane that were thinking that exact thing, and they probably couldn't get the job done for whatever reason, because I don't know what the reasons are, because I wasn't on the plane.
Look,
it seemed like it was a tough situation.
The hindsightedness of this whole thing is ridiculous, because
that's what gets people, you think?
No one knew the plane was going to crash until it crashed. Up till then, hijackings had happened, and they usually land somewhere, and the rule of thumb was you sit there with your mouth shut and hope for the best when they get on the ground.
Right.
The plane that crashed into Pennsylvania was directly because of the passengers' intervention, because they knew that the other planes were being flown into things.
Yeah.
So they got the word, like, we're not going to land, so let's get up and do something, and they did. For Mark Wahlberg to say that he would have done something, not knowing that this was a death ride, is just silly. It's hindsight. It's dumb. Everybody who knows what happened on the plane, is not going to sit there and not do anything, knowing that it's going to fly into the Trade Center. You're going to all get up and fucking try to do something.
So, do you think it was dumb what he said?
Yeah, it's a dumb thing to say, because...
Do you understand why he said it, though?
It's impossible to have any kind of insight into what you would do, knowing what the end result is now.
I don't think he was trying to hurt anyone.
No,
by
I don't think
saying
so
this.
either. He's
the problem is
he's been in here. He seems cool.
Most of the media outlets will just spin this like, oh, what a jerk. And I just see it as a guy just saying what a guy would say. Like, fuck, if I'm on that plane, no way is that going down. I can't imagine.
Hello, exactly.
Exactly, Mark.
But
Mr. Wahlberg.
But obviously very insensitive for the people that lost loved ones on the plane. Obviously.
Is it, though? Is he demeaning them, saying that,
it's insensitive.
I would have done something even if these people decided to just sit around and do nothing? I don't think he was saying that.
It's insensitive for the people that lost loved ones.
Yeah.
I don't think Mark Wahlberg was trying to be insensitive.
I don't neither.
Okay.
I don't neither. But it's a silly remark, because you can't judge what you do based on what you know now.
Yeah, why was it
silly?
Why did he say this?
He's an idiot.
He needs publicity for Contraband.
Fucking idiot.
How's Contraband doing? Is it doing all right?
Yeah.
It looks pretty action-packed, I gotta say. Doesn't it? Yeah.
Here's how it went down.
Tonight, Boston native and Hollywood star Mark Wahlberg is apologizing for comments some people are calling distasteful and disrespectful. The actor claimed in a recent interview that he could have stopped 9/11. And as Jim Smith explains, those comments stunned people whose loved ones were killed in the attacks.
I'm coming for you.
By professional standards, Mark Wahlberg is on a roll, starring in the smash hit new film Contraband. But he's hit a major PR pothole. Wahlberg was supposed to be on one of the planes that hit the Twin Towers, but changed his travel plans days earlier. And now, in an interview with Men's Journal magazine, he says, "If I was on the plane with my kids, it wouldn't have went down like it did. There would have been a lot of blood in that first-class cabin, and then me saying, okay, we're going to land somewhere safely. Don't worry."
That's like a script to a horrible movie.
All he wants to be an action hero.
Did he say that? All right, I'm covered in blood. We're gonna land, motherfuckers.
Man, you can't say anything without everyone picking it apart, though.
Well, yeah.
You know, he was just saying what every guy would say.
Oh, that's very good. What? Sounds like a Jimmy Norton script.
Yeah.
One of Jimmy's action movie scripts.
Turk February.
Turk February gets on the plane, and he cuts all the terrorists up. He's drenched in blood.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Don't worry, people. We're going to land this plane safely." And he's a rogue. He was a rogue cop.
You're gonna get
retarded.
You're gonna get all these celebrities basically saying absolutely nothing eventually.
Yeah,
you know, because they're making a huge deal about this. It's on the front page of our papers. I'm sure it's on the front page of the Boston papers today. I'm sure it's front page of the LA papers today.
Is this really something though that's going to make it like Twitter and the fact that YouTube picks up on things and the press puts so much shit out there and people pick it up and trade it? Is that making things worse for celebrities or better, because it's almost desensitizing people to what celebrities say these days? It used to be a celebrity every once in a while would trip over their fucking tongue, say something dumb, and get in trouble for it. Now it happens so often you can't even keep track of all these people. So I think some are slipping through the cracks.
Yeah, I agree. I think as we go forward with social networking, because I don't know if it's going to be Twitter. I can just say Twitter, whatever it becomes. I think this type of thing won't matter as much.
Yeah, it won't even
But right
matter.
now it really does, because we're in the early stages of celebrities talking and tweeting like they are.
This is like someone on television in the early, like the 50s saying pregnant or bathroom.
Right.
Remember, that would freak people out?
Right.
Like you weren't able to say it. I think the famous story is Jack Parr on The Tonight Show, before Johnny Carson did The Tonight Show, said water closet. Actually just said water closet, which is the oldie time term for bathroom. And
why do they come up with that? I understand, you know, they were trying to class it up, the fact that people were dropping deuces. But
I guess because there wasn't a bath in there at that point. It was
why
just
water closet?
a turlet, and they couldn't say crapper. I don't know.
Yeah, but the guy who invented it, his name was Tom Crapper, right?
Could we have a word or origin for water closet, please? Word origin, water closet. Go to Wikipedia. It's up, right?
Is it up today?
Of course it is.
That was just a one-day thing?
One day, that's all they care about.
Way to commit.
Yeah, really. Really making a
I think
stand.
the SOPA thing is still kind of happening.
Yeah.
Way to commit. One day. Ooh.
So he said water closet, and they almost threw him off the fucking air.
Right.
It was crazy. You couldn't say anything. Lucy and Desi couldn't sleep in the same bed. When Lucy was literally pregnant with a child, they wrote it into the TV show, but never said the word pregnant.
Right.
Because you weren't allowed to back then.
And now we've moved forward.
Yeah, now we're
obviously.
saying all kinds of shit on television, but I think it's the same thing with
look, the Mark
social
Wahlberg,
media.
He said something that's insensitive to people. Yes, okay. But all the attention he's going to get today, and the front page of papers, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
There's some real shit going on out there.
Yeah.
Here's more of the Mark Wahlberg thing.
Don't worry. Those who lost loved ones on September 11th were shocked, one of them calling the statement silly, grandstanding, disrespectful. Outside a Cambridge theater where Wahlberg's movie is playing, his fans quick to react.
I think it's really insensitive for him to say something like that.
After watching several of his films, namely Fighter, I feel like he probably would have done something.
If he had said that about, and my family was affected, I'm sure I would have been a lot more offended.
Mark Wahlberg's comments touched off a firestorm of criticism, and it didn't take him long to issue an apology. Wahlberg said, "To suggest I would have done anything different on that plane was irresponsible. I deeply apologize to the families of victims that my answer came off as insensitive. It was certainly not my intention.
If you say something dumb, then the best you can do is just apologize. And so he did that.
Mark Wahlberg is certainly hoping that saying he's sorry will heal any unintended wounds.
Now, we should point out, it's not the first time that Mark Wahlberg has talked publicly about the attacks of 9/11. Back in 2006, he said he would have tried to do something if he'd been on board, and he said that he's had dozens of dreams about it.
Yeah, I mean, he's really close to the situation.
Yeah, you got it.
Because he was almost on that plane, so that's got to keep him up at night. Like, holy fuck, if I didn't decide to go to that film festival, because I listened to 1010 Wins, I would have been on that plane. So then you're thinking,
that, right?
well, fuck, I'm on that plane. That thing ain't going down, because you don't want to think that your life's going to end.
Dude, that would haunt you a little bit. I think people got to put that into some fucking consideration, because that guy can picture himself being on that plane a lot more than we can.
Right.
Because it was just a change of fucking plans that kept him from really being there.
Right.
You can imagine what it would be like, but him, it's like, wow, I would have been on there.
Right.
And maybe you get carried away thinking about it and think, I might have done something. I might have saved all those people. Maybe there's a guilt thing too,
Right.
You think like I lived, maybe if I was on there, I could have done something.
Maybe he feels like, I would have done something that might have made the outcome different.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. How do you bash him like that? That's silly.
I think he'll be all right. He apologized quickly, and
and
he probably meant the apology.
Yeah,
he probably realized, oh fuck, all right, maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to say. Because most of these apologies, like we say, you can't believe. But I think this one might be a real apology.
I cut him some slack.
Yeah.
The whole thing got blown out of proportion. It is true. It got blown out of proportion. Right? Exactly.
Hello, exactly.
Hello, exactly.
Hello, exactly.
You got your food yet?
No.
God,
I don't know.
Something for an early break today. I got my oatmeal.
I'm starving Marvin.
I'll tell you this much. Tom Papa will be in studio today.
Oh, I think we got to cancel.
And we did him a favor yesterday. Because he would have sat there.
Oh, I know.
Because Jim Brewer tells his stories, and you got to just fucking sit back in your chair and listen. His stories yesterday were great.
Brewer was fucking great.
Tom Papa will be in studio hopefully in the next 15 minutes. We got Jerry Springer coming in today.
Right.
You got to go at it with this guy.
You know what? I don't have the fucking energy to go at it with Springer because he is so just adamant.
So are you.
Yeah, but if you
guys
remember,
are complete opposites.
No, if you
Let's
remember,
do this.
a lot of times when Patrice was in here, me and him would have these discussions, and a lot of times I'd be like, you make a point. I got you on that one. But, like, Springer's just he's so pro fucking Obama and just, ugh. And so liberal and fucking guilty white man.
Speaking of which, here comes Newt. Here comes Newt. He's not going away, and what?
No, he wants us.
He's only 10 points behind Mitt right now in South Carolina.
Yeah, the South Carolina.
And the gap is closing?
Yeah. But I guess Newt's ex-wife came out and said some nasty things about him and how he isn't, he shouldn't be president.
Oh, how much money? How much money did she get for that?
Exactly. All I could think is, what ex-wife is going to say anything nice about their ex, especially if it didn't go well?
I'm sure he has a few things to say about her as well.
Yeah. Newt's ex-wife unloads. Yeah, fucking ex-wives. Shut your yaps.
Well, Newt doesn't seem like a nice guy.
No, I don't want a nice guy president.
I don't really know much about his policies in general, but I like his attitude.
Yeah,
I really do.
He's been around long enough where he doesn't care. He doesn't have to fucking sit there and sugarcoat everything.
He seems to be lesser of a bullshitter than the rest of them. I say lesser because I'm sure there's some bullshit in there as well.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But
oh, they're looking at him like he's fucking, the Antichrist, though. The opposition.
But Mitt Romney should have this thing already.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you nervous? These guys should be dropping out and letting Mitt have this thing.
Yeah.
But they refuse to.
Now, especially Newt. I think Newt thinks this is his time. When he was up there at the top of the polls, he probably felt like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
And then he drops down and he's like, I'm not leaving.
If Newt could get South Carolina, it's still a long shot, right?
Yeah.
What happens then?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just voting for the other guy. The other guy than Obama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who it is.
Mm-hmm. And also today, Vinny from Jersey Shore.
Ooh.
I saw the latest episode of Jersey Shore. Very sad. Vinny left the house.
No.
And everyone's saying, you're going to regret it, dude.
Oh, boy.
You can't do this.
I didn't see that one.
You're
I saw the
going
other
to
ones.
regret leaving the house.
I saw that little troll and her
Snooki,
her troll friend, yelling at fucking people in the house.
Well, Snooki wants respect now, Aunt.
Good luck.
You know,
what kind of respect is
she wants.
getting?
She wants everyone to ignore the fact that she can't even stand up on half the episodes of Jersey Shore.
I know.
And she shows off her cooch,
falling down drunk.
She wants respect now from everyone. So let's give her that.
Isn't it Sammy that calls her a meatball?
Yeah, they're meatballs.
That's hilarious.
They're meatballs.
She's
though.
a meatball. She's shaped like a fucking meatball.
Her and what? Dina?
Whatever that fucking
Dina?
the one she dragged into the house.
Dina was on our show. Whatever. Whatever. Huh?
Oh, right, she was.
Didn't like her?
I forgot that she was even on our show.
I don't really have much of an opinion on her.
I don't know.
I like Paulie
It's not
D.
my taste.
I like Vinny. And I like Sammy and her legs. She was in here with those legs.
Sammy ain't bad.
JWoww's all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I just worry about all the plastic surgery she's getting.
And what's wrong with Vincenzo there?
Vincenzo.
Anxiety.
He gets anxiety, and you know, there's too much going on, Aunt.
A lot of shit going on in that hoose.
Yeah, so he had to step out. I wonder how long he's gone for. A lot of these guys go home for a day, and they make it look.
Is
like,
that it? And then through
they make
editing,
it look like they've been gone for a month.
Through editing, it's like
it's well, it's either that or like the Jersey Shore people, or like dogs. You know, when you leave your house and you go, "Oh fuck, I forgot my my wallet,"
Right,
and you go
right.
back in, and the dog's like, "Oh my god, you're back!
Hey,
You're back! You're back!"
you're gone so long.
And what, they figured out that dogs don't have fucking short-term memory or something?
Yeah, they just don't know.
So if you leave, they assume you've been gone forever?
Yeah.
And I think it
Like
might be like
Memento.
that with the Jersey Shore house.
Yeah.
Because they leave for a day, they go home, get some home cooking,
Yeah, they're not there the whole time.
and then they come back and you know, everyone's so excited to see them, even though they've been gone like one night.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we'll ask Vinny. We'll see what he says today.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could give away too much because
Well, he probably can't, but he could talk about his affliction, I guess.
Hmm.
I bet you look at those scenes, some of the scenes closely, and you see him like back in a doorway. Like, he didn't even leave the house. I'm leaving this room.
right, just stay out of sight for a
Yeah,
day or
yeah.
two.
We'll edit around you.
Because it'll make for good TV. He's got a great video online, actually. He
Yeah.
wants to be part of the NBA Celebrity All-Star Game, I think.
Oh.
And he made a video of him just fucking making shots left and right.
Really? He's good?
Now, granted, you know, you could hang out on a basketball court for hours and then edit it to make it look like
Right.
you're sinking them from everywhere. But with that said, he's making a lot of really long shots. But whoever made the video failed because they didn't go landscape.
What?
They didn't go landscape.
What the fuck is wrong with
Vinny
you?
Guadagnino, and this is why you should pick me for the NBA game.
Who fucking...
Look, 3/4 court, nothing but net. Half court, nothing but net. Half court from the other side, nothing but net.
Can we
Half
look at
court
the,
from that side, nothing but net.
Can we look at the clocks in the room?
I know, I wish you
I saw a
could.
few shots with a clock in it, right? Or at least one.
Yeah, but that was 5 monster shots he did.
Yeah.
The one from 3/4 court is very impressive.
That's pretty, yeah, you got a
But
shot
obviously-
put that...
Obviously, he probably had to take 100 shots.
Yeah, I don't know how many.
But still, he made it.
He did make it.
But the idiot who filmed it went fucking portrait.
Tip your camera over. Tip your phone over on its side and fucking...
Why can't people do that?
They're dummies. Yeah, idiots.
Food?
I got my sandwich. I'm ready to eat.
All right, we got a busy show. Tom
Yes.
Papa will be joining the show next. Also, we got any more best man speeches today?
Oh, I hope so.
I don't know if we do.
I know we
today.
got the one that Danny pulled,
Yeah, that's it.
and we got a guy that hit a 10-inch 38 caliber somewhere on his bate.
Yeah, that's all man.
I don't know if it's all man.
Well, yeah.
You think that's all man?
No.
Okay. We'll explain next.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
for the map that leads me home. I've been stumbling on good hearts turned to stone.
Getting topical.
Hold up, wait a minute.
With the Sex Man.
Ooh.
Oh boy, we told him to challenge us.
Yeah.
I think this is Bruce Springsteen, right?
Well,
I don't even know the name of the song though.
It's really obscure. So we didn't want an obscure song every time. Like yesterday, you played some obscure Michael Jackson thing, and now I don't even know what the fuck this is. But all right, we got to see what it is first.
Good morning, sexy.
Good morning.
Oh,
Bruce Springsteen's birthday?
No.
It can't be that easy.
No?
We
No.
told E-Rock to shake it up a little bit and make it very difficult.
Little Steven's birthday?
No.
Does it have anything to do with Bruce?
That it does.
I'll see that already. I don't like it already.
Now,
Is it because he's going to announce a new tour?
no. Well, I guess you could tie it into that, but this wasn't the reason.
What's the name of the song?
We
This
take
is-
care of our own.
What?
We take care of our own.
Clarence Clemens died a year ago.
No.
A year ago. It happened last month.
I have no idea.
Clemens still dead.
Right. He's still a bit warm.
All right.
The WWF restaurant opened in Times Square 12 years ago.
Yes, that's it exactly.
All right.
What the fuck? Anyone? Any guesses out there?
E-Rock is stumping us today with his choice.
Is this a brand new Bruce Springsteen song?
That it is.
Because I've never heard this before. This is his brand new single, which comes out today?
Today.
Oh. Is that what it is?
That's not outside the box at all.
Is that what it is? The
It's
thing
fucking
is?
topical.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This could
Why
be the
are
worst.
you yelling?
This is the worst one ever.
I'm tired of this shit.
Worst one ever.
Why? Because it's topical and relevant to today.
All
with
you
one
did
of the
was
major
play
rock
the-
stars out there. His brand new song's out.
But you played the song.
So I should go obscure and play Born to Run for the millionth time.
No,
his
you
new
shouldn't
single's
play
out.
any Bruce.
Yeah, you don't really have it.
You should have got like I would.
You really don't have original thoughts in your head.
Oh well.
What I would have done.
You just play the new Bruce song, and I finally figured it out because I've never heard this song before. I kind of know
It's
a
topical.
bunch of Bruce Springsteen songs, but all right.
It's not like you guys said.
By the way, this song sucks. It just sits there.
It's terrible.
Roland, you can't say this is good. It's not bad. It just sits there.
What is it? It sounds like Bruce Light. It really does, right?
It's like old man Bruce.
Oh, Tom
Old man
Papa's
Yellow.
here. Oh, boy.
Tom Papa's
This
in.
is going to be
Finally.
awkward for everyone.
Finally.
Good
Roland
morning.
let him in?
This is
I
gonna be
know,
really
Roland
awkward.
let him in.
This is
No,
supposed to be
Roland didn't let me
yesterday.
in.
What?
I was here 10 minutes ago. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And I'm sitting at security.
Oh, no.
Your name's not on the list, Tom.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, what? No, you're. Are you going 0 and 8? Yeah, I'm going out. Yeah, I'm on the air in a minute. I think. Immediately, I just started thinking, oh, that fucker did it again. And this time, he didn't even email me when I was
Right.
about to leave the house.
The goal, I think, of Roland is to have you bumped right at the door. Right at the door to the studio. It's like, Tom, I'm sorry. Not
That's my last
today.
thing. Why do you think I'm so fat? The stress you guys put me through.
Oh, what? No.
Oh, blame everyone else for your problems.
Don't
You think
take
that
a
shit's
Winnie-
going to work with us?
As Mark Wahlberg says, it's on your head.
Where is Stressburger?
Right. Don't turn into Winnie the Pooh so we don't give you the pummeling you deserve. I mean, it's the way he does it.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
this. Look, I mean, that's why I've never just walked into the studio before,
Yeah.
but I come in with my hat and coat because there's no one to walk me into the show.
You had to single-handedly bring yourself up.
Who's Travis Teft? That's the guy on my security thing.
Oh,
There's
shit.
no, you guys know.
Who is
Roland.
Travis
Travis Teft.
Oh, he's Dr. Gay.
Oh, Dr. Gay.
Dr. Gay lets me in.
Dr. Gay. Dr. Gay will get you in. That's like a
He's-
velvet rope.
He's the
program.
executive producer
Yeah.
of the show. Well, you're Hollywood, man. You should be treated better, I'm thinking.
Holy shit.
I just look. I love this show. I love being
no.
here, and you. You get excited. You want me to come in for Jimmy? That's wonderful.
Yep.
I'll cancel my spots the night before. So you're nice and fresh.
Rolling.
And you get up early. You get dressed. You shower.
You were all ready to go.
I just waiting for some coffee. I just popped the phone just to screw around, just out of nervous habit. Whoa, Roland at 6:45.
Oh my God!
Could you do the same time tomorrow? I'm like, when the fuck was this sent?
Because
2 minutes ago. You said 2 minutes. I am dressed. It's dark out.
Holy shit!
I'm completely my whole comedian schedule fucked.
Yeah.
Can you come tomorrow? And then it's this passive aggressive. It's not like, look, hey, I double booked you and Brewer. It's not going to work. Fuck, Brewer's coming from New Jersey. Come tomorrow. Cool, fine.
Right.
Would it be, you think maybe you could tomorrow? Well, I don't know. Are the guys saying they want me tomorrow? Or are they saying, well, it's just, with Martin Luther King Day, I double booked. And we weren't here on Monday, and now I'm just dead. So do you want me to come or do you not want me to come?
Yeah.
It gives you this shitty feeling like, well, if I do come, the guy said you can come if you want to. What do you mean they said I can come? If I want to.
Yeah, you don't want to hear that. That means
if you want
that means it would.
Right.
You know what the translation of that is? It would be better if you didn't.
Yeah, please don't.
Right.
Right, exactly. Please don't. But if you have to, you needy bastard, come on in.
I just. I take a shower, I get a text from our executive producer. Okay, move Tom. I don't want to move you. I just take the orders.
Well, but see what Roland didn't tell everyone that there was a double booking. We found out about the double booking really late too.
Really?
Yes,
No,
Roland.
If you check the emails.
Yes, Roland. On this one, you were wrong. Dick in the ass.
Of course. If you want to, I mean, there's going to be a microphone. There's a microphone open. If you just want to, the guys just don't. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want you on the show today. But if you want, you can come and sit there. And we have that couch in the back. We can sit.
Just sit down on the couch.
Yeah, and you never want to be sitting on the couch because no one looks at you.
Humiliating.
Yeah,
that is bad.
So now that we know that we're Roland's problems, what did you eat yesterday because of us?
A fucking burger and ice cream. What do you think?
Wow.
Burger and ice
cream. Same time?
The Paula Deen diet.
You dip it? Did you just dip the burger in ice cream?
I just had that once.
And this, by the way, is on the heels of Tom being relegated to a phoner on the shit show for his big special.
I didn't want to bring that up.
Oh, I did.
That was not me.
What was that about?
I was listening on the way home.
That was John McDermott.
You were listening on the way home?
I'm mortified.
I'm in L.A., my Comedy Central special is coming out, so I obviously can't be in here, but let me call the guys. This would be great. And I was even looking forward to
getting up real early to do it.
Getting up real early and having you go, Tom, I hear your special. Boo!
All right, yes.
That I've never been hung up on the show. I was looking forward to the big FU from the West Coast.
Wait,
and
did we know about this phoner?
That was from Matt.
You didn't
I
know.
don't think we did.
You didn't know.
You didn't.
I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't know. That was management trying to make a decision out there.
Tom, you got my phone number?
No.
Yeah, you might need my phone number.
I need your phone number.
Yeah. This is crazy because as I'm driving home, I'm listening to the Sam Roberts shit show. I call it.
Right.
And I'm driving and I hear, on the phone we got Tom Papa. I'm like, why is Tom? I can understand the likes of,
some
maybe Loverboy coming in. When Loverboy was on your show, Sam.
Or an almost star from Community, that type of thing. But a guy that's becoming a regular on our show.
And announcing a big fucking special. And it's like,
I'm like, wait,
why is he on this show?
And you're screwed up, you're flying, you're running around doing press. I'm like, I'm screwing up the math. I'm screwing up the East Coast, West Coast math. I'm like, wait a minute, they're not even.
They're not
okay.
on.
We're going to put you through. Wait, they're done. I picture you guys with your coats on, walking out the door.
I've done the show long enough to know they run for the elevator at 10.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we never knew about the phoner.
neither
We
did I.
would take a Tom Papa phoner for his Comedy Central special. We don't like phoners in general, but
Yeah, I
absolutely,
don't-
that's one we would absolutely take.
I expected it to last 30 seconds and be hung up on, which would have been hilarious, would have been great.
But we would have got the word out
Sam's
for the
like,
special.
Hey, what's going on?
And then
I'm
Sam
like,
has
are we
to,
on the air?
and then Sam has to drag out a 30-minute phone interview with you.
Right,
How long
exactly.
was it, Sam?
It was maybe 5 to 6 minutes.
It was long. It was long. It was. Yeah, started
but this was
talking
the
about
comedy
all weird
department,
shit.
What?
The comedy department, the morning of, goes, hey, Papa's calling in. I go, what? Didn't you get the email? Like, no. They go, the management knew. I was like, but you never told me.
It's not like I'm not even.
It was
I have
John
a show
McDermott
on
of the
the
Comedy
network.
Club.
Right.
That guy, has an
It was
office up there.
so awkward to listen to that call.
Why?
awkward.
I didn't hear that.
It was horribly awkward because Tom is like, "Why am I on this show?" But he wasn't saying it. But you knew, he was saying. But at first, it's just like, "Why am I on this show?"
I was figuring it out.
What happened to O&A? And then the awkwardness of Roland not fessing up with why this happened.
Right.
He's like, Mr. Fucking mystery.
Because
We don't
they told
know.
me, don't mention names, because they fucked up down there.
How about you mention a name?
John
Papa
McDermott.
to us.
Right,
And say he's calling.
You mention names on our show all the time.
Well, they told me at the last second when you guys were leaving, oh, yeah, he's calling in. I was like, when? What?
Well, that was
And
dumb
you
on
knew
their
you
part.
were calling like.
Of course.
So why wasn't
And then
he
that-
calling
of
our
course.
show?
Of course.
That was
Why?
the
I don't want to
catapult.
be on with Bing Bong and the Dog Man out of Des Moines, Iowa. So who are you?
They're good. They're good.
So what's Jerry Seinfeld like?
Oh God.
Just, you know what I mean? Hours of that.
We don't
Yeah.
even mention Jerry when you're in here.
And then I get to come
Jerry.
call you
Fuck
guys.
Jerry. That's what we say, right, Tom?
Exactly. Screw that guy. And then I see on the list, I can call you guys and just be like in a warm tub
Right.
and just talk like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Right, not do this fucking promote thing.
And
It's just
yeah.
a natural conversation.
Exactly.
And
Such
then you're
a dream.
dealing with him.
And then
Fun
hey,
time.
So you're really with Rob Zombie? Like
That's all I wanted to know.
how he really
right.
directed your special? How did you
I want to do something with Rob.
Got that too. That was awkward too. Sam trying to be like, is there any way I could meet Rob Zombie through you? And so he was trying to use you.
I didn't know what to say because I knew that there's
God.
no way that he didn't think he was doing O&A.
It was at the
All
last
right, and
second.
if we're really opening this up and we're really talking about the Roland disrespect of it
Yes,
all,
yes.
and I like Roland as a human being. You look at him; he's adorable.
Human
You want to
being?
rub his belly. Human being. He did the same thing to me, which was so much more awkward. When on the day when all the guys came in after Patrice's stroke.
Oh, right.
Were you
I
supposed
was
to be
booked
part
for
of
the
that?
show,
Oh.
and I love Patrice. I know
Right.
Patrice. We came up together, but I'm not as tight as Norton and
Kelly and
yeah, I'm not as
Quinn.
tight as those guys, but we were close. You know,
Yeah.
him and my wife, and I mean close. And it was the same way he did it. I wanted to come and pay respects. He was like, hey, it might be better if you don't come in today because
Oh, my God.
And it was like that shitty thing where like. There's a death involved. You do not want to crash the party of that. So you're totally evaluating, did I fit in? Was I not a part of the... Am I
Wow.
kind of... Well, it might be better if you don't... maybe you could sit on the couch and while the other guys talk
Maybe
about...
I didn't know him as well as I thought I did.
Exactly.
I guess I'm not in that circle.
Exactly. And I
Maybe
feel...
I'm on the outside of that circle.
Yes.
And another circle over here,
Yes.
but they're not interested in that circle.
Yes.
No, I love Tom Papa.
And I feel so shitty about even bringing it up because it was that...
Right.
A week of feeling that.
Well, let it be known you should have been here that
Oh
day.
my God! Yes.
wow.
What? The,
Well-
oh my God!
He should have been there.
I just don't...
Did we say something? We didn't say shit.
No, okay. No, it was Jimmy was leading the pack of Who Wants To.
Oh,
What?
You can't.
If this gets back to Jimmy.
No,
don't wanna
it's not
throw.
Jimmy though. It was like we had
Oh,
the full
man.
house.
If Jimmy has
boy.
to sit there now and throw Roland under the bus like I didn't fucking say anything.
No, he said
And
anything though. It was all full.
if I was not booked on the show that day, I do not expect a phone call saying, hey, come in, as Jimmy's like, hey, Robert, hey,
You're already
Colin, let's go.
booked.
But I'm booked. And then to say, no, don't come in.
Every other comedian.
It's just like, wait, what the fuck?
Were you thinking at one moment you weren't important enough to pay your respects to a dead guy?
We're a family. We're like, we're together all the time.
Yeah, Tom? Yeah, no, we're having comedians in today. Yeah, comedians.
Exactly.
We all know you're famous because of Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah. You didn't spend 19 years sitting at the table having Patrice eviscerate you for everything from your wife to your shoes. It was so uncomfortable.
No, I love Tom. I mean, if it was other, like, Colin Kane or Jackie, I would say, fuck you guys. I don't care. Die.
He's obsessed with Colin Kane.
It's almost like I would like
Jackie the Joke Man.
It's almost, and I respect that, Roland, but it's almost better if you do say fuck you, because it's the in-between of, well, I don't know. Do you think that the guys really want you?
I'm just a messenger.
I'm just a messenger. Or do you want?
Oh boy! Now that we all
I'm just
know,
a messenger. I don't make the decisions.
Oh, it feels good to actually say it because it felt so shitty.
I don't doubt it.
And now
it's been countless times.
We all know that we're the reason for your problems. What kind of eating will happen today? Because us,
probably drinking too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, lots of drinking.
Nice,
honey. Pots of honey.
Warm honey. I'm sorry, Tom Papa.
And what do you have for John McDermott? Because he gave you a dick in the ass.
He's an asshole for not coming up here. He was like hid behind the management. Like, don't tell anything. Don't tell anybody.
What about when during the shit show?
The phone. No, yeah, the phone.
We do our after show or whatever. I mean,
Because they wanted me to take the full blame, as always. I like, whatever.
Oh, that's weird. Tom Papa should have been on the regular
Well, thank you for your phone number.
But
now
I bet
I
you
have direct
people,
line.
I bet you people around here don't even realize that our show goes to 10 now. Maybe that's the case.
Probably because they come in at 10.
Yeah, no one's.
They should know when they hear the brick wall that is the shit show. Come on.
Oh, the disrespect.
I don't know why I didn't put you in the system today, though.
wow.
Thank God for Travis.
How's your raise going?
Yes.
How's your raise? There you go.
Weird.
Shit. Go fuck yourself. You fucking bag. Fucking shitty shows. Fucking 12 shows. You still get paid zero.
I literally
wants to pay you. Go fuck yourselves.
Rowan's taking.
Throwing shit.
That's guilt. He's filled with guilt.
Roland is really angry now.
Yep.
No, it's because
he will rip your
other
head off, Tom. Be
people
careful.
who have to take the blame. Fine.
But you weren't mentioning those people. You got to, sometimes say, hey, these people are the assholes.
The assholes upstairs, to the right.
Because that you really have to be honest about that stuff, because just as my thing as an example, you walk around thinking, well, did the guy say something?
Right.
Was it you? Was it? And so you have this negative feeling about, like, and then when I walk in this morning and it's dark out and I'm the only guy at security and they won't let me up.
I
you start thinking, mother, not again.
If it wasn't for the high self-esteem that comics have, I don't know how you would have made it through there.
Exactly.
She said there was a glitch this morning in the system. I'm like, great.
You're the victim of a glitch.
I said, nobody's going to believe me, so what the fuck? I get fucked in the ass because you twats and you assholes can't hire good IT people, so I get fucked.
What
Fantastic.
about Sam, though?
Sam, what happened? He wasn't in the system today?
Yeah.
I guess there was a glitch. I don't know.
Don't you think Roland should have put him in the system and checked?
Of course I did. Sam! Oh, no! Oh, no!
Yeah, don't worry. Come Sunday when you have no guests on your fucking show.
Oh,
trust me, I'll gather the talent department. Trust me, we're going to have lunch, and I'll take care of this very quickly.
Talent department is serious. Seems like such a oxymoron.
See, Roland is very political. Like, he doesn't want to throw John McDermott under the bus because he knows if he keeps him close, he can screw over Sam.
See?
But he's sort of...
knows.
He can't bring anybody, so...
Roland's the puppet master. He really is. He's working people against each other.
Innocence.
Well, Tom looks
Where's
good.
Christopher Robin?
Tom's one of these guys that prepares well for a radio show. You're showered, you got a nice press shirt on.
I love coming in here. You know I respect what happens here.
Yeah.
So I had to do it twice in a row.
Tom, as you come past the fifth floor, could you please hit bottom again, the lobby? You're not welcome here. Sorry, we have Tigger.
honey pot if I
Ron,
only
why a hamburger and ice cream when you're stressed out? When I'm stressed out, I fucking do the gym thing.
Because I'm
You do
rich.
the gym.
And I
poor.
beat the shit out of my body that way.
Because I'm poor, I just have burgers and just sit there and watch TV.
But you can walk around a block.
For what? It does me no good. So I can see people happy? No. Fuck that. I'll be depressed and watching fucking TV and my Bravo and USA Network. I go, I'm happy now.
He likes Bravo.
Because
Loves
it's
the Bravo.
Because it's watching people that are messed
Fucked
up.
Yeah, so you feel good.
Sorry, Christopher Robin, you're not in the system. I'll bring some honey and I'll let you on the show.
Maybe you could sit in the lobby. And, you could watch, talk to John McDermott on the stairs. If you want. That's how he does it. He puts it on you at the end.
Yeah.
If you want is the way he ends all of his shit. If you want. Well, of course I want to, but not.
If you want is a bad thing to hear.
Yeah, it's like a girl, like, can I, you want to make out? Well, if you want.
If you want. No, I want you to want.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
you
Roland,
to want.
take the if you want out of your brain, because that's a bad one. It really is. When you hear that means, oh boy, that means that people don't want me.
Right.
But that's not true. We wanted you, but we thought you would just sit there yesterday because Brewer fucking takes over.
It makes perfect sense. I
It
love
does,
Jim.
right?
Jim and I are friends, but even being friends, you don't want to be on the same show with Brewer,
right?
And have him going through the roof. No,
Told
but
like a
say
half-hour story of it was great.
Well, he's different. If you go, Brewer, how's your father? You know the answer is going to be 30 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
and it's awesome.
So we're not going to be punching back and forth. You just watch and listen to his story.
All you have to do is say the day before, Brewer's on, double booked, screwed up. How about Thursday? Great.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, but nobody tells me till 6:30 in the morning.
Hello, Tom Papa. Yes, a listener might come in today. Could you come in maybe next month? We're bumping you for a listener that said he loves the show and might want to come in.
Oh, it was a misunderstanding. Yeah, at 6:30, I told Roland we can't do this. This is stupid.
Right.
But for some reason, I didn't get the message before that.
Well, it was Martin Luther King Day, and we were all.
Well, how is he bringing Martin Luther King?
I don't know, because he had a dream. I had a fucking
Martin Luther
bad
King
dream.
Day.
No, then you start feeling bad. You're like, what, black people have something to do with this?
Yeah, that figures.
Oh, am I a racist if I try and come on the show?
I figured he had a bad day. Everybody had a bad day. MLK.
Yeah, MLK, right,
And
right.
Nathan Brimmer on Twitter, why aren't you guys shitting on Roland more for this? Because we know he would rip your fucking head off.
You got to tread lightly.
You got to be careful with Roland. His eyes start
He
spinning.
drilled a full bottle of water into the window about 3 minutes
And
ago.
that he wanted to throw that at somebody.
I thought it was coming at my head.
At Sam.
Yeah, when he talked about why he doesn't want to walk around the block and see people happy, I saw a look in his eye I never saw before.
Yeah.
And
the
Roland
teeth,
comes off
and the
like
teeth get going.
Roland comes off like a nice, gentle teddy bear, and no.
He will rip your fucking head off.
He's like that.
And I mean literally.
Roland's like that panda video where you see the panda reaching through the bars and biting that woman. It's like, but it's adorable. Why is it killing me? I'm dying from a panda.
He's not going to let go of your winter coat anytime soon.
No. Oh my God!
Now we got videos of. That's Roland. That's Roland.
That's Roland.
That's Roland.
Happy man. Fuck you.
That's fucking Roland, and that's Tom Papa outside the cage.
Wait, I have food for you. I want to feed you.
Look at it. It's fucking killing him.
The video is Panda rips off man's jacket on YouTube. That's Roland.
That's Roland.
I just wanted to be put in the system.
And now that's Roland distressing.
I'll do the shit show. I'll do the shit show.
That's fucking Roland. You're a panda bear.
Holy shit.
He is. He's black. He's dressed in black and white.
You are.
You're dressed like a panda today. Yes, that's Roland right there. Oh, really? You fuck.
It's adorable, yet it's killing me.
If I'm a panda, I would take a shit on John McDermott's desk.
Oh man, no.
So
His
when he-
name and
so-
names now.
So when he comes in at noon, and then go takes a lunch, then another lunch, then another lunch, and then actually does work, and then blames me.
You're trying to say that he takes 3 lunches? That's impossible.
He walks more than Jesus.
Oh man,
He what?
shit.
He walks
He
wrong.
walks
around
more than Jesus, meaning he goes on a lot of breaks. He walks to go get something to eat. He walks to,
Really?
Right.
Roland's at the clothesline, hung out to dry. Hung out to dry, bitches. What happened?
I know.
Look at those teeth.
I know. He gets very angry.
Yeah, it really is. He's dressed like a panda. He's literally dressed like a panda.
His face
is right there.
His face turns into Danny DeVito as the Penguin too.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the eyes. The eyes start darting. That gives it away.
Yeah, here's Roland.
Can't hide the
Here's
eyes.
Roland when he gets pissed.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Danny DeVito. It's the Penguin.
Oh, my God.
You start looking like that.
That is insane.
You get
That
very,
is scary.
you
I
get
take
very
back
angry.
everything I said.
But Roland gets confused. We love you. You do a great job usually.
does a fantastic
but every once in a
job
while
here.
something
It's
happens. And
a
Tom
glitch,
Pop is cool
as
about
Sam
it, right?
calls it a glitch in the system.
I know.
Of course.
And then you have those people who cover up for me. Oh, I messed up. And you're like, fine, I'll help you out. And then they run away like little pussies.
And leave you there, holding the bag, as they say.
Yeah. And they're walking around taking 50 lunches. Hey, are you going to Del Frisco's? No, you fat ass. I can't afford it.
And instead of
Take me, you
instead
fucker.
of 50 lunches, you prefer one big one.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Right
hear
off the
ya.
bat.
What are you eating today? Pizza?
I don't know. I'm just going to probably just drink my lunch.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
thinking?
liquid lunch. Liquid lunch. I love that.
Roland, know what I'm thinking? Pizza party.
Can we throw Roland a pizza party?
Pizza party.
Roland
party
needs a
for
little
one.
love.
Pizza party for what?
No, every once in a while, Roland will throw a pizza party.
Oh, really?
And then he has a guest list. And he doesn't invite certain people.
Oh, it's like a velvet. It's brutal. It's a velvet rope at the 6x6 prison cell office.
Roland,
and yeah, he won't let
he's
some people
truly
in.
an asshole.
I had
He's
a
really
DJ.
a gatekeeper. He really.
I had a
literally-
DJ, everything. Reality celebrity step by. And the people who wanted to come in, I go, get away.
Mind you, it is in a
brutal.
prison
I
cell
know how that
size room.
feels. Huh?
Yeah, you know how it is.
I know how that feels. I'm on
turned
the
away.
outside of his pizza party this whole week.
Turned away.
And it
at
made the
door.
company newsletter. Like, I was like helping morale as serious.
Look,
What?
that's the pictures from his last pizza party.
It looks like it's in the space
kidding.
shuttle.
Look at this.
There's no room.
I wonder if Tavis Teft is in there.
Yes.
There's
Dr.
probably
J?
20 people in that office that
Yeah.
could hold comfortably maybe 4 people.
Yeah, it's not an office,
Look,
really.
Ronnie was invited from Ron and Fez.
Wow. Pizza
Wow.
party.
Pizza
Nicole
party.
from the
There's
Morning Mashup.
girls. There's
Sam.
instigator Sam Roberts from the shit show.
Although I'm the
Guys from the
instigator.
shit show are invited.
I don't
you
see
guys
any
are
reality
going.
stars.
well.
I don't see any reality stars.
I don't either.
Kevin was there and somebody, I don't think they took pictures.
Kid Kelly was there.
Who's he?
He's a radio legend.
Kid Kelly? I don't know him. He works here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Who's that?
Girls were
Who's
there.
that?
She's an intern that doesn't work here anymore.
Moved on
Why?
to bigger and better things.
Did she?
Her semester was over.
Oh, okay. Thought she might be.
Now she's in her third trimester. Well, I don't.
All right.
I'm glad we got to the source of it, and
Yeah.
Well, now you got my phone number.
and yeah, this is great. National show. You have to get the host's
gotta
private
call the
phone
host.
number
Right.
to deal with any business or snafus at security.
Cut out the middleman. Cut out the middle company.
I think it's time. It's time you have my number.
Hey, Opie, could you put me in the system?
Fine, whatever.
Oh, that was a direct jab at you, Roland, by Sam.
Why do I have any more guests on Sunday? Why does nobody love me?
Sam, you tell him you don't need guests for your new radio show.
Oh, he does.
I would like guests, but I don't need guests.
You don't?
You're not
Okay.
going to play his game, though, right? Right, Sam?
That's right.
All right, I'll talk to the town. Well, when we have lunch, all of us, I go, hey, Sam doesn't want guests, guys. Because your email begging for guests was pretty sad.
Wow.
Wow.
Is he trying to get guests for his web show?
Who wouldn't?
For his podcast?
What show?
No, for his Sunday show.
Sunday show.
Book for the podcast. Tom Poppy, you want to do?
I think I'm looking at my calendar. I think I'm doing that show. They told me to come in at 5 a.m. on Sunday.
It was supposed to be
If you want.
Letterman. It was
If you
supposed to be
want.
Letterman, but
Yeah.
you've been bumped.
Yeah.
You're right.
By the way, a lot of people are very surprised that we're scared of Roland.
Why
Oh,
don't
you,
Please,
They
people,
don't
have you
understand.
been listening?
Should we play the Master Poe clip?
Oh my God, that was brutal.
Yeah,
Or you can visit him in
What's that?
Florida right now.
Oh no!
Jeez.
What do you know about the Poe?
I heard he's in Florida, probably robbing shit or something.
Well, look,
allegedly.
I don't feel like getting sued.
He said probably.
I don't know what the fuck he's up to.
I don't either.
I haven't seen him since
Neither
he
do I.
left
Just
the company.
Look, America's Most Wanted. You're probably.
I don't know if that's true. I would say it's not true.
Oh my god!
What is it?
Don't take us down. With
It's a guy that used to be security for our show.
Yeah.
And well, he was a colorful character as far as his personality goes, and his he had an interesting work ethic, and a very strange, twisted way of looking at certain things.
Yeah.
It's as far as I'll go. Before I fucking hire a lawyer.
But
Oh, really?
definitely a scary character. He would rip your head off. He knew karate and shit.
Oh, really?
And he was definitely intimidating. And, you know, he got under Roland's skin one day.
Wow.
Do we have that clip?
I'm looking for it.
All right.
Oh,
he got
the
under
E-Rock
Roland's
is-
skin.
Oh, yeah.
And this tells you a lot about
wasn't
Roland.
this the first time we actually saw Roland as mean Roland?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we thought Roland
Right.
just went around like, hey, jolly guy, happy-go-lucky, funny, you.
He took on Eastside Dave, too, right?
And then it was
he
like...
took on Rich Voss.
And took on Rich Voss.
And he went after...
With a lot of
Master
Jew
Poe.
stuff.
Really? Oh, no.
It was... Oh,
this
yeah, just anti-Semitic stuff came out. It was
I
great.
think I found the video here.
Oh, there's the video.
Oh, there's the video.
Look, his denim coat is coming off through bars in a cage. That is such... That's Roland.
I can eat your face if you
Yeah.
want. I can rip your arms off if you want. Is this what you want?
Oh, my God.
We got the Master Poe. E-Rock's still looking for it. Do you got the
E-Rock.
Eastside Dave thing? What do we got? We got to show one
All
of
right.
this to Poe.
This is a 10-minute.
Roland versus Master Poe.
Yeah. 10-minute videos just don't work.
There's a video, I guess one of us made it, called Stupid Ninja Master Poe Goes Nuts on Opie and Anthony.
You gotta label it Stupid Ninja Master Poe. Holy
29,000 views.
Opie and Anthony Roland.
What's that? I remember this was because Master Poe
That's
thought
a
it
long
would be
video.
okay to tickle Roland.
All right.
And Roland thought he was a little too severe with his touch.
Oh,
and so Roland
right.
flipped out on him.
Oh, boy.
It's a long video, though, and its sound quality is not good.
Yeah. I just need the quick clip for Tom. If we don't
Yeah,
that's
The
fine.
panda one's fine. I get it.
Yeah. That'll tell you a lot right there.
We thought one thing, and then when he turned, we were like, wow, this guy's no one to fuck with.
Wow.
Eastside Dave versus... Oh, that's versus Master Poe. Yeah.
Is that long, too?
Yeah.
All right, forget it. It's all good. All right, Roland. All's good.
Yeah.
It's
Would you like
fine.
breakfast, Mr.?
We settled it. Yes.
I get your breakfast.
Oh,
Get him
that'd
what
be
he
wonderful,
wants.
Roland.
What would you like?
If you want.
No.
You want coffee? If you want.
How about some honey?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Eeyore, get him some honey, please.
Oh, Piglet. Do you think we should let him in? Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Should we take a break so Tom Papa could get his breakfast order in?
If you want.
Yeah.
If you want.
Roland, it's all good, man. Relax.
It's all good. Don't worry.
It's all good, Roland.
Don't stress eat because of us.
I'll be drinking in 2 minutes.
Don't blame us for your problems.
When does drinking start today?
No.
Now.
All right, Tom Papa.
Yes, sir.
7:36 a.m.
Let's do this. Tom Papa on Twitter. He's a really good one to follow. We'll start there. This weekend at Hasbrook Heights, Bananas, right?
Bananas.
In Hasbrook Heights, Friday and Saturday, 201-727-1090. And Tom Papa live in New York City, available now on iTunes. Very cool.
Thank
What is
you.
that? Is that the
That's
CD?
the special. Well, if you listen to the shit show, you would know that.
Did Rob Zombie really direct it?
Off my Comedy Central special, now you can download the full-length album on iTunes.
Very, very cool. Okay.
Thank you.
Tom Papa's going to eat, and we'll continue.
When you need radio gold, he's the one that you call. With crappy movie reviews, wears his shirts extra small. The one you can count on the book that gets for a session, but ends every single sentence he says in a question. No pronunciation, soft-spoken and mumbles. Just try and put him behind the mic and he crumbles. Babbling moron, that's for you to decide. Bonadouche, check him out Friday wide. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling. It's rolling, 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 rolling.
That's good. I mean, had action, suspense.
Sirius XM And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Got Tom Papa in studio.
I can only imagine what Rowan's doing to my coffee.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was bold of you.
When he asked you if you want breakfast, I'm like, Tom, just say no.
Yeah, no, say no. Say no.
Tom.
Say
It's
no.
going to be Panda Bites out of it.
Say no.
One of the interns came up to Roland and said, I'll go and do the order. He goes, no, I got it. And then he went in the elevator.
Oh, no. What do you think? He's not crazy enough to do arsenic. I know that. But something's going to happen.
Something that'll kick in about 6 hours from now.
No. Yeah. Well, you got my number. Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know what happens. Now I'm curious. I'm now in.
I can call 911 if you want.
Yeah. We're back with the Mark Wahlberg thing because it's all over the place.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier today, but basically he said if he was on that plane, and he was supposed to be on that plane, he canceled his plans to do a film festival in Boston, I believe.
Yeah.
He said that fucking plane would not have gone down. And it's pissing off a lot of people today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know what it is? It's not even just that he said that. It's what he said, the way he said it. What did he say? He goes, there'd be blood all over the first class section. And then I'd say, and he said that, and then I'd say, don't worry, people, we're landing this plane. And Morgan Freeman's the president. And, oh, God, it's like...
I was with him until he said, and then we'll land this plane.
Then we'll land this plane.
How are we going to do that there, Mark? You're now in the cockpit, everyone's dead, and you're there.
Yeah.
So walk us through how we landed now.
Well, it says in the script that I land the plane.
Yeah. Doesn't it say that in here?
Yeah.
Didn't he used to dance in his underwear? What happened? Right? Am I mistaken?
Marky Mark knows how to land a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, he put the headset on. Hey up here, Mayday. I just took out the terrorists.
You know, they do that in movies a lot. You think it's possible, though? You're the dummy in the cockpit, and you put the headset on. You think you can land a plane?
Well, I was watching a few shows where I survived, and there was a guy that had no flight experience in a Cessna, and he was able to land that. A guy talked him in.
Really?
Yeah, brought him in. They had him circle around while he kind of learned some of the controls and what to do. They gave him a little flight lesson up there, and the pilot died.
Jeez.
Just died on him. And he had his wife and 2 kids in the plane also. So he's just like, he got on the radio and didn't know how to work the radio to get people.
Oh, it was a small Cessna or something?
And so another pilot saw, and he was on the same frequency. So he told the airport, he goes, look, I'm listening to this guy. He's yelling for help.
Oh, my God.
And then another pilot knew how to fly that particular plane, got on the radio with him, and kind of, he said, just follow me down. And the guy has to follow. He's like, all right, get your speed up. Now, do you know pulling back, pushing forward, and throttling?
So why do you have to take hundreds of hours of flight lessons?
Well, he did kind of bounce a little bit on his wheels.
Right, well,
but he put it down on the 3 wheels, so he was fine. And everybody was good.
I'm talking about jet.
Now, a jet airliner, that would be a little more difficult. There's a lot of distractions in there.
Make sure. Oh, boy.
Oh,
Jesus. Tom Papa's
Just spitting this.
Has arrived.
Just seriously, dude.
Just spin this.
And now Roland's trying to find all the stuff he threw.
Yeah.
He's cleaning up.
God.
He feels guilty after his tirade.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Good luck with that sandwich.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of a background you'd think. I think if you
doesn't the computer do it?
No, everybody thinks that. I mean, there is something called the instrument landing system, and that that'll set you up and bring you down to the runway. But you do kind of need a hands-on. When you're actually touching the plane down to flare it out.
Right.
I know some planes do have that, but a majority of the planes don't have a system where it's going to automatically land the fucking plane.
Yeah.
And then you got to know how to, put the brakes on, back the engines up. There's just stuff I think you got to know. And even to be able to get the ILS to work, you got to know how to do that. So a jet, I think you'd have to circle a little longer for your lessons with that.
Of course, the ILS.
And you've
What's
got
the ILS?
Instrument landing system.
Oh, you knew that too, right?
Yeah,
Tom?
sure, of course.
Okay, good.
Marky Mark told me.
Marky Mark, when he was bringing it in coated with blood, he's wiping the sweat and blood off his head. Everyone's dead around him. He's just like, I'm bringing it in.
Ladies and gentlemen, talk for crash position. Here it comes. This is your pilot, Mark Wahlberg speaking. I hope you enjoyed your flight and the show, which is me kicking some terrorist ass. Bringing it in now. I'm keeping my nose up. We're going to keep the shiny side up and the dirty side down. Oof, I'm doing karate moves up here in case you haven't seen. Yeah, I am Mark Wahlberg, and I defeated the terrorists. You owe me, bitches. You owe me. Go see my new movie, Planet of the Apes. See, it's time sensitive. That's what this is. It's a new movie on 9/11, I think. Yeah, and now for your listening pleasure, a little of my music. I'm flying in Calvin Klein underwear, and I'm covered in blood. Bringing it in with a hot, sexy Stu as my co-pilot, and I'm feeling her titties right now. Mark Wahlberg.
Cigars and Scotch writes, that's easy to say when you have the Funky Bunch watching your back.
Yeah, the Funky Bunch versus Al-Qaeda.
Right. Feel it, feel
Yeah,
it.
look at that. That's the guy who was going to kick some fucking ass.
He'll take down some terrorists.
Yeah.
He'll do some ab work.
I just put the flaps down, and I don't know, something irregular. I'm feeling some good vibrations. Yeah, they're good vibrations. Woo. Everybody, put on your oxygen mask. I'm going to pump some nitrous through this bitch. Woo.
He would have been crying underneath the seat.
Yes, like everyone else. Just
my career.
What? But I'm doing so well.
You can't cut my face.
Yeah.
It's a box cutter.
Cut that woman. Cut her.
They'll be cool. They'll land us. It'll be cool. They said they were going to go to New York. It'll be cool.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Everyone just sit down and be cool.
Just do what they say.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
And that's what everyone did because they didn't know.
Of course.
Be cool, man. Everybody just settle down.
You had no idea at that moment what was going to
Yeah,
happen.
you thought you were going to land at JFK and fucking, have to deal with some negotiator.
Right, a little hostage situation.
Maybe get a little hungry.
Just mad because you're not getting food.
Right.
Yeah.
A little dehydration, maybe.
That's cool.
Excuse me, Mr. Terrorist, could we at least get the air conditioning on in here? All right, we are working on it. We are working on it. We want some of our demands met though first because fucking demands.
I mean, does this mean we're not going to get the heated nuts?
Yeah. I paid for first class. I want like fucking champagne and the food.
We usually get an entertainment system. Are we still going to get that?
Ms. Terrorist, is it okay if I watch my latest motion picture? Yeah, Mr. Marky.
That certainly was a game changer, right?
Yeah.
The Italian cruise captain. Have you been following this guy's story?
This one's great.
I know some people die, but this guy
What a coward.
This guy is a class act, man. Holy shit.
We did have a few injuries of some people, like the Jaws mayor.
You get back on the boat and you tell us if there's women in trouble.
Yeah.
The transcripts from yesterday were fucking hilarious. And with the one quote, you get back on that boat for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. It's like, wow, he got his ass reamed out.
Yeah.
And now there's T-shirts with that saying on it.
Really?
In Italian.
Right. It sounds so romantic.
Right.
In Italian.
If I was on that boat, if I was on the bridge, I'd have fucking tilted that wheel over and we'd have spun and missed that rock.
I swear, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on the Lido deck for the chocolate buffet, stay there. If there's no emergency, Mark E. Mark is at the helm, bitches. I got the power.
Yeah.
Marky, what about the tsunami? Would you?
Fuck it, I'd ride that wave in on the cruise ship. Yeah, everyone would still be doing a combo line, feeling hot. Feeling hot. I'm on the bridge, people, don't you fear. I threw the captain overboard. He fell in a lifeboat.
What about the earthquake in Japan?
Fuck that! I'd be at that nuclear power plant going, get back in that water, you nuclear piles! I'd be covered in radioactive shit saying, we're gonna cool down this reactor. And then I'd speak Mandarin or something, because I can do everything. Oh, wait, it's Japan.
I don't know. Anyway, the Italian captain, now it comes out that he tripped.
Yeah, he said because they're all over his shit for abandoning ship and leaving everyone to their own devices.
Can I ask Tom, though?
Yeah.
As a man, you would just fucking abandon ship. It doesn't matter that's your job to be the last guy on the boat, right?
No, it does.
But most guys would abandon ship.
No.
You're the captain of the ship. You would, if we're hanging out.
Oh, you think they're hiring guys that are actually going to do the right thing when it actually comes down to it?
Yes, you're the captain of the ship.
You have to. That's that special kind of person that gets hired for that. It's like Sully, fucking Captain Sully.
That's a question.
He didn't just go, I got no engines.
But that's
he landed that fucking thing on the Hudson.
Well, he had no choice. It was either that,
or freak out.
Right, but
I'm
this
sure
guy had a
Sully
choice to save his own life. If Sully had a chance to save his own
You
life,
think if Sully had a parachute, he'd have fucking jumped?
Yeah,
no way.
Chicken Captain Sully Sullenberger will jump with a fucking parachute.
If he was the only one with a parachute, absolutely, he would have fucking parachuted to safety.
I'd have fucking landed that thing in the river, and then I'd have swum with everybody on my back. Because I got fucking muscles. I'd have stripped down in my underwear and jumped off the wing like fucking a swimmer.
And I wouldn't have landed in the Hudson. We would have landed on the roof of the W, and we would.
It would have been a huge party. Would have been fucking mint.
On the roof of the W. I'm not gonna get my shoes wet.
Look, you're going for a job as the cruise captain, right? And they have that question, will you be the last man if you have to be? Of course you check yes, but when it comes down to it, are you really fucking be the last guy in the boat?
You're making it sound like he's coming from a fucking Walmart cash register job and filling out the I want to be a captain of a cruise ship application. It's a training process where it's like like in the military, they build you up to you're supposed to have that kind of gumption and responsibility.
You're programmed.
Yeah, you're programmed as a ship's captain to
be really
act as you're an
to
authority.
steer the boat. You have to be programmed.
You have a moral obligation to these people.
You check yes to all those things, but when it comes down to it, I think most fucking captains would say, "Fuck this."
No.
Oh wow.
You see those deadliest catch guys?
Right.
They would.
Well, those are real
stand.
men, though.
Other people fall overboard.
They're not Italian.
They jump right in after them. They're fucking,
It's been on cruise ships. These guys don't
all
even
the time.
fucking drive the boat.
I had
They're hanging
dinner.
out eating and fucking hanging out with you.
I had dinner at the captain's table once. It was very amazing.
What would that guy have been the last guy on the boat? And be honest.
I felt really odd because he was goofy. He was trying to make jokes at the table, and I'm like, oh, God, this is the captain of the fucking ship.
Oh, really?
I think there's probably 20 other people that can fucking sail that ship with no problems.
I would guess 9 out of 10 of those dummies are leaving the fucking ship.
Figurehead?
They're leaving.
They're just jumping.
They're saving their own life. They know they got families at home and stuff.
But it's so ingrained. Like even in Italy, there's like a 14-year jail sentence if you leave the ship.
Well, that's better than being dead.
They're pretty fucking strict with their maritime law.
Titanic, anyone? Didn't
well,
do that guy any.
He didn't have anywhere to go, did he?
What a coward, though. Don't you want to believe, though?
Well, you got to deal with the coward.
That there are real men in real positions.
Yeah.
Like on the plane or on the boat or taking care of shit.
Yes, I would like to think that, but I really think it goes the other way. Most guys would say, fuck this. I know what I signed up for.
Most guys are not the captain of a vessel.
You wouldn't get through. You and I,
not through the
would
screening.
have been like, let's be captains. This will be cool. We'd be there.
This will be cool.
This will be cool
if you want.
If you want, and then
we would cover our
first
tracks
day,
well.
They would tell us, all right, you got to run 5 miles, and then we're going to talk about going down with the ship.
Sure.
And the next day, you and I would be like, dude, I can't make it. I'm not going in. Yeah, me neither. I'm not going to do it either.
Oh no,
we would have bailed. We wouldn't have gone through the whole thing.
No, I would just make believe I'm that guy.
You would go,
and then when that ship is tilting, I'm going to cover my ass before I fucking
At least you got the beard for it, Captain Smith. Look at you.
Yeah. Looking like the fucking captain of the Titanic.
You do have a captain beard there. It's pretty good.
It's true. You look like the guy that would stay on that
I like
no matter what.
I would like to believe that most of these guys would do the right thing and try to be the last guy out, but I'm telling you, man, human nature takes over. You got kids at home, maybe a loved one, and you're like, fuck this. I gotta save my own life.
You know what? You actually look. I didn't even notice this. No, you look like a Nazi U-boat commander.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
one.
you like Das Boot.
No, I don't.
That was cool.
Dude, it's a cruise ship too, man. You're not talking about some army guy.
Yeah, that's
the army
true.
guys, I believe, absolutely they sign up for something and they're all in.
That's a good
not
point.
a guy driving,
like a Navy commander of a vessel,
steering a fucking cruise ship. Come on,
you're Italian. You're going to be on the cruise ship. You know it's just to get laid.
and you sign up going, well, what are the odds that I have to be the last guy off this thing? Sure, I'll check yes. But
like
if
Captain
you're
Queeg, strawberries,
right,
strawberries.
But if you're going into
We're
the
thinking.
military, they're making fucking sure you're going to do your job
Right.
properly. I think it's different.
Yeah,
I really do.
How many portions of a cannolis did you have?
You look so beautiful. Welcome to my boat.
Welcome, man. Hey, hey, everybody's having a good time on the boat. Why? Oh, my shoes are getting wet. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Have a fango.
Well, this Italian captain, though, what a piece of shit. No matter
guy.
what. No matter what, he is a piece of shit.
He abandoned ship. He left everybody their own devices.
It would have been
but now
better.
his excuses are
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it would have been better if he finally said, look, I abandoned ship. Yeah, I got
Right.
scared, and I didn't do the right
Wah.
thing. But now he's trying to cover his ass.
Now he's saying that
and
he
he's
fell,
not good at
he
it.
fell off the boat into a
tripped.
into a lifeboat.
Into a lifeboat.
But he tripped into the lifeboat that had his senior staff.
Oh, yeah, all his senior staff was
So
in there.
all the main guys
No.
were all in this one lifeboat, and he just happened to trip into
So
that
wait,
same boat.
he's walking down the outside of the ship by the rail.
Right.
And I guess an ottoman was there. And what happened?
A banana peel.
Oh, gee, here comes the captain. Oh, no. What? Oh, shit. Ah, mamma mia. Who put that ottoman in there? Right over the rail. Oh, boom, bada boom.
And I got the 2 bottles of wine. How did that happen?
Hey! Quick, make it for the island. What an asshole.
Oh, man.
You think Captain Stubing would have gone down with the ship?
Oh, yeah.
No!
Stubing was one. Oh, he was a good one.
I'm getting... look.
Him and all the bad stars from the 70s. Fucking the guy that played Grizzly Adams. The entire cast of 8 is enough.
Can you not take Grizzly Adams?
Oh, yeah. Well,
The Dukes of Hazzard guy.
Tom Wopat
Right.
is in love with fucking the chick from Three's Company.
Ron's not listening closely, so I want to give him a second on the air.
What
Ron,
happened?
go ahead, sir.
All right. Hello.
Yeah,
Hi,
go,
sir.
go.
You're on the air.
I didn't know if you guys have picked up yet. Yeah, going by Opie's logic, though, then firemen would never run into a building. Cops would never stop a crime because they'd be running the other direction.
Like I said, you're not listening. I said I said military guys, and sure, I would put policemen and firemen in that same category. They're trained in such a way that you absolutely know they would do the right thing under some stressful
But I
circumstances.
think the captains
But,
are supposed to be trained like that, too.
I don't think they are. I don't think the captain of a cruise ship is that same mindset.
I think
That's
for
all
the
I'm
most
saying.
part they are, but you're going to get the exceptions, and this guy was
Right.
an exception.
Well,
he
you
was an
sh-
exception
you
to the
think-
rule. I think the rule is they will stay there.
But
You're sailing a city. You've got thousands of people.
Right.
It's like if you were the captain of Manhattan. You should have some courage.
Exactly, a little bit of
Look, my theory might have some
stick-to-itiveness.
holes in it, but I will
Like
say
the
this. Firemen and policemen, I have no doubt in my mind, in general, overwhelming majority would do the right thing in a stressful situation.
So
Yes.
why aren't you putting a cruise ship captain, why aren't you giving them the same kind of respect that they would do the same thing too?
Because their job's easy.
Is it?
Yes.
There's
what
a
do
lot
you
of
do?
responsibility.
What's
As
the
Tom said,
responsibility?
they're responsible for 4,000 lives on those ships.
No. The only reason this
It
happened.
all comes down to them.
The only reason this happened was because he was showing off. If you just do your if you just do your I'm steering the fucking cruise ship job, you're never going to get in a situation like this.
Well, that's
How
true.
was he showing
Ever.
off? How was he
He
showing
wanted
off?
to try to get too close. I guess over the years they kind of like to scrape the coast.
They go
and
close
show
to
off
this
a
one
little bit.
island and show off.
And I guess what the captain wanted to wave to his own family.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
that was it.
No, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, he was waving to somebody.
I guess his
Really?
family was on shore and he was like, "Hey, I'll be home soon."
Oh, man.
And,
Yeah.
ooh, there's a rock. Yeah.
But they're saying
It's a horrible sound.
What is it that?
Oh, God. Maron.
Let's run for your lives.
Quick. Someone pushed me over the rail. I
tripped into a lifeboat.
Whoopsie-daisy.
Oh, what a jackass.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lame-ass excuse.
Now you got to just fess up and go, look, I was fucking scared. Because now you're looking even stupider.
It's amazing how
More
huge
stupid?
it is, though.
It's so...
You see the satellite image?
It looks weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The pictures from space? You're
Yeah.
like, fuck, that's a big
Huge.
boat.
It's big.
It's
Is it one of the biggest boats in?
No, that actually isn't even one of the biggest boats.
Wow.
It's fucked up. That one, though, a lot of these cruise ships, they're as big as the World Trade Center was.
Yeah.
Standing up. You know, if you stand that cruise ship up,
That's insane.
you got like it's literally a skyscraper,
Right.
but laying down and floating on the water.
You like cruises?
Yeah, I have
Yeah?
fun on those goddamn things. There's casinos on board, a lot of bars and restaurants and stuff, and then
Right.
you go on the little excursions during the day, so you're in a different place. Do some ATV ride in the jungle, and then you're on a beach the next day and shit.
Right.
It's just a lot of fucking cool stuff. Yeah.
Now I
like
got to
those.
deal.
I like it also because I seem to do pretty good for myself, and I get the nice suites on the ship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have. If my room was on that ship that tipped over, I literally could have stepped from the balcony rail as it tipped over
Into a hotel
right
room.
onto the island. Into a hotel room. I'd just been like, "Thank you, my bags.
Right.
They're right there." Just,
You would have been Marky Mark on that.
Yeah. I'd have fucking jumped off my balcony. I'd have been on the island, and I'd have been rocking that place. Good vibration. That's what I'm talking. Yeah. No one would have died. I'd have went back in. I'd have put a piece of bamboo in my mouth to breathe.
You would have walked
Gotten
right
out
into a
everybody.
hotel suite.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear about
Party.
cruises, it's from other comedians who it's a horrible experience.
Oh, I got to say, for the crew and for the entertainment,
Yeah.
especially comics.
Yeah.
I've seen some cruise comics, and they're just and it's such a stereotype. Oh,
Yeah.
cruise comic. They stink.
Right.
They really aren't that good.
Yeah.
And I usually go just to laugh and not at. I mean, at
Right.
them. You sit there and you just go, oh, they can't be dirty. They can't be edgy. It's a lot of cruise-related jokes.
Yeah.
How much could you joke about the old buffet? And how many times do we have to use that hand sanitizer, people? Am I right? Am I right? Oh, God,
There
I
was a
hope we hit a
guy-
rock.
There was a comedian who got on a boat and an incident had happened with the entertainment before where up at the bar. Yeah. So
Oh, boy.
So they they weren't allowed up on deck.
Oh, shit.
So they, part of the crew, had to stay in their rooms or below.
Steerage.
And he literally had a room, in the back of the stage.
Oh, shit.
And he sat down there for days.
Man.
And then
Phantom of the Opera?
And then they opened the door to his room on show night. They opened his door to his room and the door to the stage. He walks out on stage, does his show like a gerbil, and then goes back into his room. It was this whole
Man,
cruise.
the other guy must have really fucked up.
Yeah.
They're just letting him out of their box to entertain him. Back in the fucking
Well,
box.
I would assume if you're on a cruise ship and you don't know the name of the comedian, he's going to be horrendous, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible. And there was another thing and this is even worse. The last ship I was on, there was an improv place.
Ooh.
Go down and you just see people sitting there.
Just like Second City.
And I would walk by, yeah.
Second City on the Sea.
Oh, yeah. I would walk by and just hear these little glimmers of what's going on in the room and be like, there's no way I will ever be in there. If this ship sunk and that was the only air pocket, I still would not go in there. You're like, I need an occupation. All right. All right.
People from the
Crappy
audience.
improv comic. Go.
Put on this captain's hat.
God. Yeah, they're all dressed like the captain and crew. And, some old bag laughing.
Can I talk to John? I'm getting killed because of my theory that I think most captains would just say, fuck it. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Owen,
Hey, Jen.
Hey,
Jen.
I would hate to have Opie on that emergency row on an airplane.
why, man? I'd be out of everyone's way.
No, you
What are you
throw the
talking
door
about?
on
I would fucking rip that door
That's
and
true.
be the first one out.
Hey, dude, Opie's right. What I want that guy to do is open the fucking window and
get the fuck out of the way.
Clear the way, motherfucker, because I'm coming next.
You know, most people die in a plane because fucking fatties get in the way. And they can't move properly.
I think it's because you're pulverized on impact, but that's probably the second reason, Opie.
Good point. But if you have to get off a plane quickly, I'm your man.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Your theory sucks.
No, you'd pull the door off and throw it right on me, and I get.
You think I'd throw it behind me?
Yeah, you're supposed to throw it out of the plane. Oh, but you throw it behind him. It's hitting some mom in the head.
Hold this.
Yeah, hold this.
Look, I
It's a
know.
child.
I know my theory makes me look like an asshole, but I mean the George Costanza thing.
Yeah,
the
where
famous
he,
George
where
Costanza
he
thing.
runs out of the party and because there's a fire and he's knocking over a grandmother with a walker. It's fucking great.
We all have our fucking limit where we would all do that. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. And, and it's not like it's without example.
Right.
This guy
You're
jumped
right.
off the ship.
Right.
Right?
And it was just tilted.
Right, exactly.
It was just tilted.
Didn't
in
even
his path.
sink. Didn't even sink.
And you know that ship better than anybody. You could have gone in there and really helped some people out.
Right.
Yeah. He said before he tripped that he gave his own life jacket away to somebody
Because it didn't look as good.
Yeah, I don't want to cover up my captain. Why am I talking like that? My captain.
My captain.
He's just happy to be there.
He really panicked. He knew that fucking thing wasn't going to go completely under.
He had to know the depth over there and know like it
was on a
would
rock.
hit bottom.
Right.
You just didn't want the hassle.
Yeah, you know what? There's the pictures of it right there. That just looks fucked up when you see something that huge in a position it's not supposed to be in.
Well, I mean,
Like
half
a
of
fat
it is
chick.
underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on that part.
I would love to go inside that ship now, though.
Mystery woman on board. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Is right.
Spotted with the
ship's captain.
That's what I was.
No!
That's why he ran.
A new twist to the story.
He didn't want to get busted by his wife because he had his girlfriend on the boat with him.
Oh no!
You think he was showing off to her? Like, look what I could do.
Hey, where's my guma? I need my guma.
I know you've watched me for 8 hours and I haven't done anything as the captain of the ship, but watch what I do now.
The real question is, what was she doing to him
Yeah,
at
no
the
kidding.
time
Yes.
when he was supposed to be steering?
You have to get us off of this boat. You come with me. I get us off right now. Oh,
Getting
man.
off is exactly what he was doing.
Yes.
Wait, a mystery girl are saying? Oh, boy.
Oh, brother. The Italians.
Yep, right?
The
Look at this
Italian.
guy. It's all about amore.
Look how big it is. Look how that boat with those human beings on
I
it.
know.
Look like
yeah,
ants
that's the
next to it.
satellite
Yeah,
picture.
look at the satellite
That's
photo.
fucked up
Most
right
people
there.
have seen this by
oh,
now.
man.
That's taken from outer space. That's unbelievable. That's fucked up right there, man.
What a coward.
Yeah, look how close it is to the island, though. It's like, it's a little jaunt.
So he's cheating on his wife. He's got his girlfriend on the boat.
Well, we don't know.
He's cheating on his
Allegedly.
wife. I'm saying it.
Okay, fair
He
enough.
can't sue.
Fair enough.
He's in Italy, in jail.
We're the least of his
I
problems.
think some fucking DJs from, the United States ragging him. I doubt this even gets back to him. Mamma mia, now we really have trouble, Capitan. Opie and Anthony, they are saying you were cheating on your wife. Cheating on my wife. Now I'm mad.
Those are two in New York City.
Get me a plane ticket. Fly it over New York and put an atom in there so I can trip out of the plane and land in the studio. I'm pissed off. Abafagul, Opie and Anthony.
I am going to kill this Opie and
Opie
Anthony.
and Anthony. Biting my hand like my mom used to do when she was mad. Really? Busting apart those stereotypes, aren't you?
Why you?
All right.
Mamma mia.
So he has his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and he's showing off for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He says, watch, I'm going to scrape this fucking island, man.
Who hasn't had a chick in the car and done some fucking 360s in the snow with a parking lot and you hit a curb or a pole in the parking lot?
You know what?
I know it's on a little bit of a bigger scale, but
Don't do it. You're scaring me.
look, I'm real closer to this rocket.
No, don't.
Mamma mia, we're gonna hit it if you don't suck on my dick.
All right.
I'm going to blame the whole thing on his wife.
On his wife.
His wife's calling him, going, look, I know you're on that ship with your girl. You prove to me you're not.
No.
And they goes, well, I'm gonna do a float by. And I'm gonna wave to you.
I come real
I'll wave
close.
to
I'm gonna come real
I'll
close, and you can
wave.
see for yourself. There's no girl here. The story's gonna
I
get better.
assure you.
This story's gonna get a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We're all in on this
I
one.
can't wait to the snapshot from someone's cell phone from the night before. He's on the dance floor with this girl.
Yeah. Captain hat on backwards.
Yeah, buttoned down, his chest hair sticking out.
She has his hat on. She's got the hat on.
She's wearing his
Tilted.
She's
Her
got it
blouse
on.
undone.
Woo, just drinks in both hands. He's double fisting.
He's going under the limbo stick.
Hey, what's that a noise? Oh my God!
This guy's in trouble.
He is truly fucked.
You know, it's a story we've told a bunch of times, but I don't know if Tom has ever heard it. We understand, me and Ant, that some of these boat captains can be very irresponsible. There was a little trip me and Ant took back in the day with our girls to Turks and Caicos.
Ooh, I was
Club
there.
Med.
Yeah, that's nice,
The
right?
little Club Med. And then we went on one of those booze cruise extravaganzas where
booze cruises.
all of a sudden we're on a deserted beach with kegs and keg stands, and everyone had to get really fucked up.
Oh no!
And it was all a lot of fun. And then on the way back, we noticed the captain is driving really slow. And there was a thunderstorm that was basically chasing the boat. So we're all like, holy fuck, why is he
on it?
fucking driving so slow? Turns out a girl that we saw get on the plane to Turks and Caicos by making out with her boyfriend, like, I'm going to miss you so much. It's going to be a long week.
Oh, really?
Is now with the fucking captain.
No.
And might have been blowing him.
Oh, on the boat?
On the boat, as we're all just wasted, like,
Could have been.
Oh, no.
and you see the thunder clouds. Fucking, the sky's getting darker and darker, and the boat is slowing down because he's having a good old time.
Oh, man.
Yeah, speed it up, motherfucker.
And then that same girl, we land in JFK, right, and she runs
Back to her boyfriend.
right into the arms of her boyfriend.
Baby. And we're just like,
man, you blew the booze cruise guy.
You blew the booze cruise captain.
Remember that, though, Ed?
Oh, hell yeah.
Guys looking around the boat like, look what's going on. He wasn't even hiding it.
No.
No, he was so into it.
The booze cruise is crazy, man. There's something about boats where girls lose their minds when they get near a boat.
Yeah, it's the boat and the alcohol that goes along with boating. Boating is boring if you're not drinking.
It's really
because
true.
for the most part, every boat I've been out on with friends and family and things like that, you're really not boating.
No,
you're tied up somewhere, just kind of bobbing around a little bit.
Right, you're like a cork.
And you're drinking. If you don't drink, what are you going to do?
Right,
There's nothing else to do.
No, you're going to realize this sucks.
This
You're going to get
sucks.
And we got another theory coming in. Matt has a theory.
Yeah, I think he might have been looking at the moon and it hit him in the eye.
Like a great big pizza pie.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. Look, sorry, I'm not up on my 50-year-old fucking.
I thought the
Dino
sinking
love song.
ship was a tragedy.
Disaster.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Let's
crash the boat.
Yeah. That's amore. I gotta get out of here. Whoopsie days. Take me to the island. And the step on it. Whoopsie day. Oh, here comes my first mate. Oh, he fall too. Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness gracious. The purser, the cruise director, there's the captain, there's the co-pilot, there's the pilot boat driver. And everybody, this is my Gumar. Hey, take us into the island. I think that's everybody.
I searched Twitter for a long time until I finally found someone that agreed with me. Ed Paramedic. Ope, you're exactly right. Cruise ship captains are nothing more than glorified tour bus drivers.
Wow.
9 out of 10 would bail.
Well, I've heard airline pilots are nothing but glorified bus drivers, so that's kind of, I don't take his word.
Yeah, but you can't fucking bail from a plane, really.
Well,
you're all in there.
Was this a good cruise line?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the parent company is Carnival. But it's run strictly out of Italy by itself, so I don't know how much Carnival has to do with it. But Carnival is even, as far as a cruise line that people in the States go on, not so.
It's no Norwegian.
No, Norwegian's really good.
Right.
That's good. I like that. I like, what's the other one that you go on there, E-Rock?
Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's, Yeah, and then you got these other ones, like, and all of them, and here's, I was listening last night to some news, and they said, that these people don't even have a claim. Like, the people can't, they get $150 for whatever shit is lost on the ship.
No.
That's it. And they can't sue. They can't sue.
So
Your ticket is your contract. And you sign your fucking life away when you go on these cruises. And you don't even have any recourse as an American in America to take it to an American court because it's a foreign flagged ship. And there's nothing you can do about it. And when you go on Carnival or any of these other cruise lines, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, they're all foreign flagged ships also. So you really don't have any recourse with them either.
Oh, boy.
There isn't an American flagged cruise company anymore. They don't exist.
Who's going to get all their shit?
Probably a salvage company. Wow. I would gather.
Wow. Imagine you're a diver and you get to go in and out of all these fucking rooms.
Gold.
But then that head pops up like in Jaws.
Oh, man. Yeah. Ben Gardner pokes his face out with a fucking, with a lei around his neck or some fucking Hawaiian shirt on.
You drop all the jewels you just found. I hate boats. I really hate boats.
That would be cool as hell.
I don't like boats. I like a good ship. I don't mind the cruise lines. They're
I've
just
never done it. I've never been on one.
Especially around the Caribbean. Like this Mediterranean shit, I don't know about that. I don't know. Some Somali come up and grab you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't fucking know. But the cruise ships around the Caribbean and stuff, they just seem very fun.
Does it feel like you're on a boat? Does it wobble like you're on a boat?
Only in pretty extreme waves.
Yeah.
In normal weather, you really don't feel it.
Right.
A couple of times you'll kind of be sitting there and go like, whoa, I think something moved. But I've gotten seasick my entire life, and I haven't gotten sick on a cruise ship.
Really?
So, yeah.
Ugh.
For what it's worth.
Makes me nauseous.
Jerry Springer's here, so we should break.
Jerry.
Tom Papa in studio this Friday and Saturday at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights. Go see Tom Papa.
Bananas.
And then Tom Papa Live in New York City, available now on iTunes.
Bananas.
Exactly.
I hear there's a lot of bananas on the stage or something.
Yeah, they blow
I've never
up.
been there.
They actually blow up bananas, and there's some actual real bananas.
Beautiful.
It's it's one of those places where everybody's played there. It's a great club, like they do great shows. It's like, why do you need the bananas on the stage?
You don't have to do that anymore.
You don't really need that anymore.
And
You've established yourself.
I grew up in New Jersey, so there's a lot of people I know that come to that show, and it's just like, we thought you had a TV show. Why are you up there with a plastic banana? But it is a great club.
That's it. But let me
reiterate how great it is.
It's their thing.
It's bananas.
They got a banana theme.
Bananas. Telling my kids, where are you going? Dad, we want you to stay home tonight. Where are you going? I'm sorry. I've got to go. Where? To Bananas.
Oh, boy.
You really don't love us.
Emasculating, too, as a dad. It just seems like, go to the office.
I got to go to work.
Yeah.
To Bananas.
Bananas. There's a problem there only I can solve at Bananas.
There's some inflatable fruit that needs someone to tell jokes in front of it.
And that's me.
That is me.
Cruise ship is valued at $500 million. Wow.
$500 million.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, Zooks.
Jerry Springer next.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
We got to get Jerry Springer in here.
Jerry.
He's a big star.
Jerry.
Jerry.
There he is. All right.
Hey,
looking
Jerry
very
Springer.
dapper. Always looks good. How are you, Jerry?
Hey, Jerry.
Pleasure.
How are you?
There he is. That's Sam Roberts.
How are you, Jerry?
Shit show.
Well, thank you.
Jerry always looks like a gentleman.
We saw you pacing out there. We're like, oh, boy, we got to get Jerry Springer in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
He's going to crack some
I was
skulls.
just going over my bank account.
So, those headphones got to kind of go down like there.
There you go.
You're in.
What's wrong with the bank account?
Probably nothing.
Oh, no, nothing.
It's good,
kidding.
right? Yeah, it's nice.
Great.
It's very good.
I would like Jerry Springer.
I never know where to put the decimal.
Yeah, it's so difficult.
You know
Me?
Tom Papa?
No, we haven't met.
He's a comedian.
Was
Very
here
funny
last
comedian.
time.
And friends with Jerry Seinfeld. He likes to downplay it, but he's good
Jerry.
friends with Jerry Seinfeld.
It's the other
Well,
Jerry.
that's the best in the
The other
business.
Jerry.
And Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint's a good friend.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know, that's pretty good.
Now Jerry's impressed.
Yeah.
Some good friends.
Yeah. So how things going?
He's blowing us off.
Yeah, well, I hosted that marriage riff show for a while, and
Yeah.
but I can't get that show to go as long as your
Yes,
stuff.
absolutely. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
How long has your show been?
21 years.
You should have stopped at
years.
20.
No excuse for it.
Man.
No.
Why didn't you stop at
I
20?
apologize.
You should have stopped at 20. 20 is a nice number. Oh,
why stop? I'm going to stop at 40.
40?
Call me just before we hit 40.
Yeah,
so that I remember. 'Cause I don't want to then have to go 6
No, but do you think that you could create another show that would have that kind of staying power?
No, the times are different.
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He established
It's
himself.
Yeah, you got to be locked
lightning
in.
strikes once, and then there you are.
But now you got to make it to 25. That's the problem. That's what I'm getting at.
That's the problem.
Well, I did
You'd
it.
either stop at 20 or go, all right, I'm going to 25.
Oh, yeah, that
you
doesn't
can't
mean
stop
anything.
at 21 or
yeah.
22.
Yeah, you don't even get a gold watch if you don't. Yeah. But I'm trying to because I did a knee bend yesterday, so I'm really getting in shape.
Oh, you did? Okay.
yeah.
Well, it's nice to hear you're working on yourself
Yeah.
like that. That's good, Jerry.
My age, that's all that happens. Yeah.
So what are you doing these days besides the show? Anything? You got any side deals going? I know you're always working.
Yeah, I'm a vendor now.
A vendor?
Yeah.
You're out on the sidewalks.
Yeah, I'm doing.
That would be interesting. Jerry, hot dog?
Yeah.
Have a hot dog, Jerry?
He's a
Well,
quesadilla
relish.
guy, I think.
Yeah.
Quesadilla.
Well, actually, I did that. What was that show called? I Get That All the Time. The T-Bear show where,
right.
where they have,
Right.
you know, apparently well-known people or whatever being in different situations, and then they say, "Hey, wait a second, aren't you Jerry Springer?"
I get that all the time. Yeah. You kind of fake them out.
So I was working in the delicatessen.
Oh,
yeah, it was just a lot of fun to do.
That's funny.
That's a
because I
stretch
would
for
put all
Jerry.
these sandwiches together. Yeah, stretch for me. Yeah. Why would they think me in a delicatessen? Hey, Selma, how you doing? Great.
You know, it's great. You said, and it was a lot of fun. There's someone working in a deli right now, looking at their radio, going, "No, it's not a lot of fun.
Right.
It's fun for Jerry one day."
Well, once I put the sandwiches together, then I would, before handing it to them, I would take a bite to see if it was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, they probably didn't like that.
No, and they'll look, and they're just saying, "What the."
But I'm Jerry.
Yeah. I smell like olive oil.
Now you got obviously the show. The
So
big
I do that
show.
once in a while. I do, and then I'm also been out in Vegas doing The Price Is Right at Bally's. That's the Vegas show of that, and then I do America's Got Talent, the
Road Show.
The Road Show.
I like America's Got Talent.
Yeah, I love that. So, I'm staying busy, and I'm doing a lot of political stuff now.
Right,
What are you
right.
doing?
Yep.
Oh, don't.
He's so
here we go.
hardcore right.
Here we go.
He is
Are
so
you enjoying-
hardcore right conservative. It really makes me sick.
Are you enjoying that South Carolina? Watching some of the stuff coming out of there?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Of course, I'm not for any of them, but I enjoy that. And
You got to respect Newt for what he's doing. He's just fucking it all up. He refuses to get out of the way.
Honestly, I mean,
We got to respect that at least.
yeah, if you're Obama, you do not have to write any commercials. It's all done.
Just
all you
play-
got to
replay
do
notes.
is buy the rights to his commercials and run them.
Yeah.
Because I assume it's going to be Romney, and then all he has to do is.
But don't you think that the conservatives not being happy with Romney because he's so far from the extreme right
from what they want? Yes.
Don't you think that's going to hurt Obama because he's going to capture the middle in the regular election?
You know, here's what I think will happen. If Romney is elected president, which I don't think will happen, but anyway, if by some chance he's elected president, that the right wing or the conservatives in America will be out of power for about 12 to 16 years. They'll have no place to go. Because if Romney wins, then the Tea Party and the right wing, they're out. They obviously won't go to the Democratic Party.
Right.
They're out in the Republican Party. Romney will run for re-election 4 years later, so he'll be in charge of the party. And then after 8 years of Republican rule, then the country goes back Democrat. So really, this is panic time for the conservatives. They have to make sure Romney's not the candidate, because if he's the candidate, they're out of business. They have no place to go. They're not going to go with Ron Paul because they don't agree with him on foreign policy.
Right.
So they are really out of business for 12, 16
But
years.
don't you
So
think-
it's serious time for them. That's why Gingrich and these guys are going crazy after Romney. They realize this is their last stand.
But screw what's best for the right or the left, the conservatives or liberals. What's best for the country?
Obama.
Doesn't it seem like a more liberal Republican would be better? Obama's too far to the left.
Well, I would say, good Lord, he's not. That's why the left is unhappy with him. There is nothing very left about. I mean, he is so middle of the road, Obama. I would argue.
I would.
That
But
why? What parts are for you are too left?
Well, I think his social programs, a lot of them are just concentrate on the extreme downtrodden and the poor. Not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad ethically speaking.
But he's the most middle-class president there is. I mean, look what he's doing. He was saying we have to have the payroll tax cuts. We have to make them, because that's most Americans, by the way, pay more in their payroll tax than they do in their income tax.
So you got to he was extending
so that's
those.
a middle-class tax. He's for it, and the Republicans come back and say, no, we're not going to give the tax cut on the payroll tax cut unless the top 3%, you give the top 3% in America a tax cut as well. Really? You're going to hold the whole country hostage just because you want to take care of the top 3%? That doesn't make any sense.
I understand. Just like Obama's pretty much holding the country hostage as far as energy goes with the Keystone Project because he doesn't want to make a decision before the election.
Well, here.
Oh.
Well, no.
Well, they also tagged on a lot of other
what he
terms.
what he has
Obama's
said,
a pro at that too.
What he has said is we probably will do the Keystone Project, but they have to find there's one part of the project as it now stands that goes over an aquifer, over a water source that's where people get their drinking water.
Faucet.
Okay, right. So they don't want to make sure that they don't have leaks. They don't want to run the pipes over where people get their drinking water. So they have to shift it a little bit. That is going to take more time. That's going to probably take 6 months, a year more to get the rights to that. Right, exactly after the election. But he says we're going to do it, but we're not going to run the pipe over where the water is. The Republicans said you have to make a decision by the 21st of this month, knowing full well that would force him to lose votes either way, whichever decision he made. So he made the decision we're going to save the water supply. We're still going to get the pipeline. We're still going to get it. Nice. The Canadians came back and said we're still going to do it. We're not going to take our oil elsewhere. We're going to do it, but it'll be about a year or two later. But we're still going to do it.
You don't think this is a guise to appease environmentalists and you don't see Obama doing the same thing?
If he was purely playing politics, he would not have made this decision. Because right now, with the economy where it is, believe me, the easier political decision would be this gets jobs instantly. We're going to do the pipe. The hell with the environmentalists.
Do you think
that
this
would have been his
guy
votes.
really wants right now a lot of the unemployment rate and the fact that he's doling out extensions on unemployment and really, helping the unemployed, that's fine. But
doling out? That's such a negative term.
Exactly. You don't think.
Believe me, if you were out of a job and trying to support a family and you were laid off through no fault of your own, but you've been laid off, you're trying to support your family, get your kids through school, whatever it is, pay their medical bills and all that. And while you're looking for a job or hoping that jobs become available, you're getting your employment insurance, which you put money into every month, every week with your paycheck. You would not consider that a dole.
Well, the extensions are pretty extreme.
Yes, we're in a recession.
I understand, but you know what also? He knows those people are voting for him. It's almost in his best interest to keep them on the dole.
Well, God forbid we should have a politician that does things that the people want.
Not all the people, that's for sure. Not a majority of the people.
I have no problem being as lucky as I am in life if that some of my tax dollars go to help people when they're in time of need.
Jerry, you're not paying enough taxes. You're not. We all aren't. We got to pay more and do our part, or else we're not patriotic.
Those of us who are wealthier probably do, because we get the best benefits out of society.
I do.
Yeah, we should pay more.
What? No, I don't think so.
Does it drive you nuts to write those big checks?
No.
Those taxes?
I'm thinking,
wow,
this is God's truth. I'm saying, oh my God, what a life I have. I am being paid to do something that is pure fun. And I'm living in the greatest country in the world, greatest opportunities, all that kind of stuff. And I'm saying, if I got to pay a little bit more, why
Jerry,
not?
it's easy for you to say you got a lot of money and you're at the end of your life. For the love of God, I'm still sitting here with piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
I want to spend.
I feel like I'm at the end of my life.
Jerry's going to outlive all of us. Who are you kidding?
Please, we all know that.
Look at this guy.
We all know that. No, it's...
I think he's like 80-something. He looks like he's 60.
Oh, this is true. God's truth. Last week, we're taping a show.
Yeah.
And we had a dominatrix on.
Okay, good. Now we can talk about stuff.
He is the luckiest man on earth.
Yeah. Hey, over dominatrix, I'll pay more, David. Okay. And,
now he makes a good point.
So this guy is on stage, and he's on his hands and knees, and she's whipping him. And she says, "I'm going to give you a quiz, and every time you're wrong, I'm going to whip you," etc. So the first question, silly stuff. How long has Jerry Springer Show been on the air? He says 15 years. You're wrong. Whip, 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 whip. Okay, next question. This is God's truth. We had no idea what she was going to ask. She says, how old is Jerry Springer? And you go, I don't know. And she whips him. Ow, 89. 89! I swear to God. 89? What?
You start whipping her.
I mean, okay. 70, 75, 89.
Are we allowed to ask your age, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm 68.
No.
There you go.
Nice.
Wow. God, what do you do
You didn't
right?
think I'd make it?
What do you do right, though?
Well, I don't do anything right.
Do you work out, anything?
No.
Smoothies? What do you got?
Salads? No.
Nothing.
I'm very unhealthy. I mean, I don't.
I'm very unhealthy. I'm proud to say I'm very unhealthy.
No, but I mean, I don't eat any of the right things. I really, I don't exercise.
You know what?
I mean,
Stick
I
with
play
it.
golf. You know, I mean,
You got
no,
good
I don't
genes then.
exercise.
Yeah,
You got
stick with
good
it then.
genes.
Yeah, skinny.
Yeah, I've been lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. What else are you doing as far as you say you're getting involved more politically? What are you actually doing besides just coming on radio shows and blurting out things for the left?
Well, there are only 4 of us left in the country. Give us a little.
Yeah, they're all, when's your gig on MSNBC then?
Yeah.
That's the day the ones be eating the pie.
Yeah.
Reverend
Yeah.
Al
Sharpton.
And
Jerry was
certainly Fox is objective.
You were on with Sean Hannity last night.
Yeah, that's difficult because they. And no, what I mean by that is because, and it's, you go on and, which is fair, that's their show.
That was brave
But-
of you.
Yeah, but it's not you just talking with Sean. It's you got people on both sides of you, obviously very right wing, which is fine. It's a show. And they're just screaming and yelling at you the whole time. You don't get a sentence out. So that
Sounds
was
like the
stupid.
Jerry Springer Show.
Yeah.
Now you know how it feels.
Yeah, why would anyone go on my show?
Exactly. Now you understand.
Good Lord.
This would be a fine time for me to say I'll be on Fox Red Eye tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I can't wait to see
Yeah,
it.
Red Eye this
Was
evening.
Sean Hannity hitting you with that whip when you were getting all the questions wrong?
Yeah, but that was the good part.
Oh my God!
I try to be wrong. Yes.
You know,
Are you bored with the Jerry Springer Show?
No.
We're bored with radio.
Well, here's the
Haven't
thing.
you done everything, though?
Here's the thing.
How do you make it interesting after all these years?
Well,
Good
first
question.
of all, it is total fun because first of all, it's just 2 days a week. I do 3 shows on Monday, 2 on Tuesday.
See it? That's what I was telling you.
I know,
That's
we
what I was
gotta
telling
cut-
you.
we gotta
so it's
cut
a
it
lot
down.
different.
We're cutting down our shows.
Yeah.
Next contract.
And,
Fuck
and
this.
secondly, the people. Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. And secondly, well, there they go. They go, don't leave. Well, welcome to the Jerry Springer Show. I'm here alone now. And so, no, they, and the people are fascinating. I mean, they really are. You're just meeting these people with incredible stories, and it's funny, and it's whatever. And so, that's not difficult.
It's just
That's play.
amazing that you can still get people with stories that want to be on the show and have a new angle or something. It's just because it's been
keep
so
coming.
many years. Yeah.
But I think, and this is a straight answer. I think the real reason is we've been around so long. We're starting literally to get the next generation of kids.
Oh my God.
Because we are. I mean, the college kids that have come to the show. This is they've heard it their whole lives. Their parents have been talking about it. They were and now all of a sudden they're old enough to come to see the show or to start watching the show. The giggle factor, all that. If you have a show, I think we may have talked about this before, but if you have a show that aims at young people, you can be on forever because there are always new young people. You have
Tell
a
me
show
about
that that aims at 35, 40-year-olds. After a while, they will get tired because your interests don't change between 30 and 50.
Right.
But with young kids, you always have new ones, so you always have a new audience.
But don't you always have new 30-year-olds too?
Yeah, but well, you do. But once you hit 25, your interests are pretty much the same for the next 15, 20 years. That's what I'm saying. But going from the age of 10 to 20 to 20, that's all of a sudden.
dating range.
All of a sudden, yeah.
No,
all of a sudden, you're old enough to start watching. Mom's not in the room. That kind of stuff.
I get what Jerry's saying because me and Anna have been at this 17 years now. Yeah. And our listeners are still the same fucking age than when we started.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really creepy. Like, where are the guys that were with us 17 years ago? They're long gone.
Yeah, well, sure. Because
But they were replaced by new young people
in
general.
I mean, once you hit, adulthood, your tastes don't change that much.
Right.
So the only new audience is young people that are suddenly old enough to be watching, giggling, laughing, that kind of stuff.
That's why young girlfriends work, Ant.
Exactly.
They're always fascinated.
I like when they're
know.
always the young and giggling, like Jerry said, and they're fascinated with things, and they're not on to me yet.
Right. They hear stories that their mom told all those years ago.
Jerry, when was the last time you were surprised by your show? Because you've seen and heard it all, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like us. When was the last time you were like, "Oh, wow, that's new"?
No,
or really just knocked you off your feet a
maybe
little
the
bit?
first year.
No, I mean,
I'm
nothing
serious.
recently.
No, well, I'll tell you why. And if you think about it, you'd give the same answer. You can't be a grown-up in today's world and be shocked by anything you hear.
True.
You may be surprised that it happened to someone you know.
True.
But how?
We've talked about this, yeah. With the
Yeah, I mean,
advent
really,
of the
what
internet,
is-
you really can't shock anyone with anything.
Right. Whatever you hear, you say, yeah, I know there are people that do that. I may not know someone, or someone I know hasn't done that particular thing, but there's nothing. So I can't really say, oh, my God, you did that?
I usually
Really?
say story useless without video.
Right.
That story you're telling me, useless. Where's the video? I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see it.
Now I want to see it.
We were joking earlier because we still get labeled shock jocks. I'm like, really?
It's like, there's
At
no
this
such
point?
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
What are we going to
kidding
say
me?
into this microphone that's
nothing
going to
we
make
could
people
say.
go, oh, they just watched a horse kill a man by having sex with
Yeah.
him on a video, and we're going to shock you? Get out of
Yeah,
here.
that's a good point. There is nothing. There is nothing.
Maybe
shocking.
10 years ago, sure,
Yeah.
but not anymore.
But to compliment you guys, what you
Thank
guys
you.
can
Thank
do
you,
that
Tom.
other people don't is that you
Bump Tom Papa
you
last minute?
But you get honesty out of your guests and stuff that a lot of other shows don't. You know what I mean? It's more revealing and honest, which I think is like the shocking thing now.
Yeah, that probably is the most shocking thing you can do on radio now is get honesty out of people.
Yeah.
Because
they're not just and
and have a
something
show
or-
that isn't just your run-of-the-mill morning kind of.
We've heard that a lot
of
lately.
the day.
Yeah,
like
it's true.
Like Sugar Ray Leonard was in here recently. He's like, "Oh my God, I wasn't going to talk about that today."
Right.
Something about
Started tearing up.
He started tearing
That
up
was-
because
that was weird.
He might have
Really?
been. He might have been touch funny when he was growing up.
Wow.
And he-
might have been.
And he admits it to us though.
Right.
And
I
then
know
he-
that's
and
the
he's
thing.
welling up, and he goes, "Wow, I wasn't going to talk about that today."
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, we'll keep that under your hat.
Keep it on the QT.
I get that on the show. Someone will be on the show, and they'll say
Right.
something. Says, "God, but don't tell my mom."
See that big camera right there?
Yes. And I walk them over to the camera. I say, "Touch this." And I did that. I say, "You look, seeing this lens on the other side of this lens."
Everyone you
Your
know
whole
is
family.
out there. Yeah.
Do you think the economy's going to tick around just enough this year that it's going to help Obama?
Well, I do think he's going to. Oh, look, anything could happen. So,
Right.
as we're talking, something major could happen in the world. But I do think
Jinx.
Obama will be reelected.
You do?
I think so at this
And
point,
I think
too.
the economy is starting to improve. Not fast enough, but it is starting to improve. And you know what? Here's the best sign, the best evidence, I think, that he'll be reelected. Every standard by which we normally predict elections, like they take these polls, are you happy with the direction the country's going in? Like 70% say no.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is overwhelming. And usually that's the indicator of whether or not the incumbent will be reelected.
Right.
But that same poll then asked the head-to-head runoffs between Romney and Obama, between Gingrich and Obama. And the very same poll that says 70% of the people are unhappy with the direction the country's going in will say in a head-on race they'll vote for Obama over Romney. Maybe only 3 or 4 points
Right.
separate, but still, which tells you that people have grown up and they kind of understand that the President of the United States is not in charge of everything.
What?
Right.
Jerry?
But Jerry,
He couldn't have stopped that ocean liner?
Oh, he did. And then the Republicans came and tipped it.
That's what happened.
that story,
Damn,
is
Gingrich.
like- that's
To
a,
the right.
That is unbelievable. I was on the Queen Mary this past summer coming back from England. I'd come over to America originally on the original Queen Mary. And this is Queen Mary
Wow.
2.
Wow.
And so this was like a present for my sister's birthday. And so we decided, we came over in 1949. Let's go on Queen Mary 2. We'll fly to England and then come back on it. And it really was a great time. But
how long does that take?
well, that's a great question. Because
I know it is.
Well,
my name's on the wall.
I host the show.
I've been here for a half hour. There should be one good question. Nice going. This time it was only 23 minutes. Still a great question.
I do believe the record will state I've had 2 great questions so far.
Oh, shit.
Wow. I got 2 check marks in front of me.
There you go.
I have to go to the stenographer after the show.
Right. On your exit interview, be sure to point that out.
Yeah.
I am excellent.
And you want to be nice to me because politically I might lean more toward you than Ant. So let's
you are now.
Let's
my
keep it
best
together,
friend.
all right?
Hitler joined the club. That
Himmler,
8 of us.
Goebbels, they lean more toward me.
Yeah. But
not probably somewhere in the middle.
The Queen Mary 2.
Queen Mary 2, Ocean Liner. That's an ocean liner. That's not.
Now, when I came over this time, the trip took 7 days. And when we came over in 1949,
Can we
I
guess?
was 5 years old. What do I?
No, I want to guess how long it took to originally.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'd say probably 2 weeks.
No, I'd say 10 days.
8.
5 days.
Oh.
What? 5 days?
How anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Man, when they do this on other shows, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Oh, do you have a buzzer?
Wait a minute,
Jerry, have this dominatrix whip us for the wrong answer.
It only took 5 days.
5 days coming from England to America on the Queen Mary. Now it takes 7 days. But the reason it takes 7 days...
Continental drift.
No.
Oh, I thought it was further.
They go longer. Oh. No, for financial reasons.
Oh.
They go longer, so you're on for 7 days. They can charge more, serve more meals, sell more
They
drinks,
zigzag.
and all that. So literally, and then one night we sat at the captain's table and he invited us up on the deck where, where they...
the bridge.
On the bridge, sorry. On the bridge where they run the thing. And showed us the whole thing. Well, that is the greatest ship in the world.
Amazing, yeah, right.
And so...
Wow.
That kind of stuff wouldn't happen.
Who would think it only takes 5 days now? You'd think they would want to really hit the throttle in the North Atlantic.
Well, because I did ask the question. When I was up there, I did ask him, what do you do? Are you worried ever about pirates and this kind of stuff? And they said, actually, no, they're prepared, and he wouldn't tell me all the things they have ready, but there's no way you're going to get on that ship.
Yeah.
But anyway, he says we can outrun any ship in the world.
Wow.
It is also the fastest ocean liner
Wow.
by a lot.
Wow.
So he says if we have to step on it, we step on it.
Yeah. If there were pirates, I could just see Jerry pulling out an index card going, how long have you been pirates now? Can you believe they're pirates? Boo! To the pirates! But the pirates are like, fuck you! They're flipping the bird.
Dominatrix comes out.
And those guys,
pirate. They're like, oh, Jerry.
the guys
Jerry.
on that ship are really trained. I mean, it takes years and years and years before you. I mean, to work yourself up to the Commodore of the whole fleet, which this guy was, and he was piloting the Queen Mary 2. It's a whole lifetime there. I mean, the training there is unbelievable.
You think most of those guys go down with the ship?
If it's sunk.
I'm obsessed with this. I think as a human being, you would save your own life eventually.
Well, but although in my lifetime there have been cases where someone did go down. I remember. I wish I remembered the name
Merrimack?
of the ship.
Monitor.
You're so hurtful.
I'm
tell you
teasing
what.
Jerry.
No, I'm going to bring.
No,
I'm bringing the dominatrix.
Oh,
will you come in here?
Finally.
So yeah,
Finally, it's a beg.
but so yeah, that is the culture. That is the culture. These people. Now you don't look. You don't know until the ship goes down. So you'd have to literally,
right?
Yeah. Know. But they're usually nowadays. Usually, they get to be the last person off the ship. Nowadays, usually, but the ship doesn't go all the way down before someone gets out there.
Right.
So it's not that many.
Yeah, you don't really have to go down with the ship, but that just shows you he shouldn't have left. Knowing that it probably was okay. You could step off the ship onto the island.
Right,
Maybe he should have hung out a little longer.
Yeah, it wasn't likely that the whole ship was going to go under.
It was going to go down.
Yeah.
It did,
well, sure.
I think he probably knew what the depth was around the island, knowing that it wouldn't sink. He was supposed to.
Yeah.
But now, have you seen some allegations that he might have been with a woman. There's this mystery woman
that was on the
they're
ship.
showing on the ship that was seen with the captain. Now stories are starting to come out.
That seems so unlikely.
Could you imagine, Jerry, if his whole job was thrown away because of some, I don't know, tryst with a woman? Oh, shit.
That may not have been the only time it ever happened in anybody's career.
Well,
Tom, don't look at the one sheet.
That happens.
Stay on the.
Hey, Jerry, you've had a much better career than I think you would have if you would have stayed in politics, to tell you the truth. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, you're a little too.
He was the mayor of Cincinnati, Tom.
I know.
1977, I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
Because the Cincinnati Reds were doing well back then.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And I got in trouble there when I rooted. See, I'm a Yankee fan. I grew up in New York.
Yeah.
And in '76, the Yankees played the Reds in the World Series. And it got out that I was a Yankee fan. So the Cincinnati Enquirer had run this headline, Springer, Yankee fan. And so when one of the games threw out the first ball, I was booed by 58,000 people.
In your hometown at the time.
Oh, it was horrible.
Maybe I should go into television.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Yankees got swept 4 straight. This was in '76.
Wow, yeah. Oh,
You guys don't
came
remember.
back.
I'm sorry.
Well, they came back in '77.
Yeah. Now I remember. It was right after Lincoln had been shot. And they canceled classes.
Yes.
That was just. Oh, was that
Terrible
horrible.
time.
Jerry,
How about Gingrich's X coming out on
Nightline,
ABC?
right?
Yeah, Nightline
Tonight. That interview's going to be
This
great.
night- Oh boy.
Yeah.
Ex-wives never
Perfect
really
timing.
have nice things to say.
They never go away either.
Especially if they've been dumped and scorned from another woman. Yeah.
Well, Newt did it, dude. He did things properly.
What
were you telling me, Tom?
He divorced this woman.
Yeah.
Over the phone.
Yeah.
While she was in Ohio for her mother's 84th birthday.
Yeah.
He calls and divorces her.
All right, so
says
far
he's
so good.
having an affair with a girl that worked for him who's 23 years younger than him.
All right.
All
Yeah.
while he's going after Clinton for the Monica Lewinsky thing in the public.
All right.
See, I
So
like
a
this
great
though.
guy.
It's a guy that can multitask, and a guy that doesn't have to be there. He can pick up that phone. That hotline rings for some kind of problem. He can talk over the phone about it. He doesn't have to be face to face.
I don't have to go to
That's presidential timber.
If he were a Democrat, he would be elected.
Exactly. Exactly.
But since his base is the Christian right, this could be a tough one for him. But
Well-
it may not, because there's an immediate sentiment oftentimes against the person who's, against the ex.
Right.
That
And I'm
is
not saying
true,
that's
yeah.
proper. I'm
Right.
just saying, as a political fact of life, sometimes that's the case. So there could be, whether it's deserved or not, some sympathy going his way.
Oh,
he said
I'd like
he
to
has-
see his numbers of divorced men that are for him after
Yeah.
this interview.
But
Yeah, that's right.
23 years younger.
All of a sudden, there's a tick up in the
Yes, divorced men. He's running away with it.
But this timing sucks. So what? Romney's people gets the X to go on TV?
Yeah, the day before the.
It's unbelievable.
See,
South Carolina.
but I think it could. The only
Has to be. Romney's got to be involved with
but
this somehow.
the way this gets to really hurt Gingrich in the short term, because the issue has been, is Gingrich electable? Not
Right.
because the conservatives don't agree with him or think he's a good debater and all that, but because they wonder, in the real world, is he going to be electable against Obama?
Right.
This kind of stuff just confirms those people that are saying, you know what, if this is going to be the beginning, just like with Kane, we don't need to
Right.
be going through this. What's next?
Yeah.
That's what could affect the South Carolina primary.
Yeah. Just to run on family values. He's like.
That's
He
the
says he
dumbest
has-
thing,
It's-
man. That is
That's what happens when you do
stupid.
I know.
when you do that, and you
Right.
should just that's between you, your family, and God, and keep it out of politics.
Yeah.
And when you put it in politics, eventually it's going to bite you.
Right.
Both sides have those things they're pigeonholed with and have to live with, though. The right, it is this conservative, moral thing that I
Right.
love when these guys trip over their own dicks because, they find out that years ago they did this, that, and they're just preaching the morality to everybody.
The worst.
Yeah.
But they get stuck to it because the base wants
The
to hear
base
it.
wants it, and they're not brave enough, really, to say, hey, maybe you could relax on that a little bit, because then the base goes, what the hell are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
driving
still
them crazy.
stuck on the visual of, gosh, if that could only physically happen to me. to be able to trip on.
Yes, trip on your own dick.
Happens every morning, right,
Yeah,
Jerry?
You got a tiny one, Jerry?
Yeah.
I tripped over my own dick.
You do all right in that department? You got to...
I don't think Jerry does fine.
Have you ever seen me in shorts?
Oh.
Thank you.
You know what? Is it?
I
Can't
just
wear
can't
shorts.
wear shorts.
It's just
Yeah.
it's actually a public violation.
It's just not right. It's not right.
You know
I have
what's
to wear
interesting
one.
though.
Fucking love Sprayer.
We
Love him.
haven't yet seen because it's not time yet, but we haven't seen the Republican candidate, whoever it may be, and I think it's going to be Romney also.
Right.
Go after Obama. We've heard in the debates.
They're too busy beating the shit out of each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
More
So
than
I
in
don't know-
past elections, I think.
But I don't know how it's going to affect Obama when they finally are able to just focus on him, all the political ads, the commercials, using his own words against him, which they love, doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in fairness, first of all, for the last 6 months, at least the last 6 months, every single day has been an assault on Obama because every one of those debates, they're always blasting Obama. All of talk radio, all of cable television except MSNBC, but everyone else
CNN.
is just so beating up on Obama.
CBS.
And yet he still stays ahead of them in the polls. This is their best shot. And if they haven't destroyed him yet,
Right.
Because remember, once he's the candidate, let's say it's Romney, and I think it will be, but if it's Romney, all Obama's going to do is run all the Gingrich ads, all the Perry ads, and all they'll say is, if this is what Republicans are saying about him, and in the end, the middle's going to decide, and Obama comes across as just a calmer, more rational, and on election day, people go into the
Barack?
polls. Yeah.
That Obama?
He is a no drama Obama. I mean, it's just, there's a comfort level. It's like, we don't need this.
And he's letting his hair go gray, too, finally.
And he killed Bin Laden.
And we killed Bin Laden. Yeah. Can you imagine? I mean, really, if you really want to know the quality of this guy, I mean, here it is, was the biggest thing in America. This was the thing we were all obsessing about. He quietly does it. No aircraft carrier, mission accomplished. Quietly.
Oh, that was a stab at Bush, Ant, just in case you weren't paying attention.
He did it. Was he? I didn't see. Was he on the helicopter?
It was. He called the
literally
shot.
do it?
Yes.
Oh, he called the shots,
He
not the
did.
military
Yes,
guy.
actually,
Okay.
actually, in the end, he did.
What he said? Okay.
There where it worked. If it
Who wouldn't have said okay?
Well, no. See, that's it. There were, as you know, reading about, there were like 4 different plans to go.
Right.
He picked the riskiest one, and he gave the very last. Okay, this is the time. Go now. I mean,
was balls.
this was hands on. Now, if it had failed, he would have been destroyed. But he took the gamble. He took the responsibility, and it worked. And yet, he has not been. He didn't for a month, 2 months, 3 months go around the country. Look what I did. I mean, really, this is a class act. You may not like him, but he's a class act.
Class act.
Yeah.
What a great noble guy.
He makes a pretty good point.
That's
there.
humble.
Yeah.
I like
That's
that point,
nice.
Jerry.
Yeah. Do you really think Cheney would have done this? The Bush and Cheney, I mean, good Lord, they were bragging about it the whole time. And in 7 years, they didn't get him. And they, this, what do you call it, this torture stuff or whatever, which happened, which they gave the okay for in what, 02,
Like
03?
waterboarding and whatever.
So
Grab.
why, and they said they
Good
got all
stuff.
this information because of that? Well, then how come they didn't get him?
Because our Pakistani allies that we pay huge amounts of money to are a bunch of scumbags.
Well, did they stop being scumbags then when Obama was
Wasn't bashing
Give
Obama
him
there, I was
credit.
bashing
He
Pakistan.
did it. You would have nailed him if it didn't work.
Well, everybody would have, but
Yeah.
that we also would have nailed him if we found out he could have and didn't do it because he didn't want to risk failing. But that's
the fact
job
is
of a
he
pre-
did.
But that's the
Thank
job
you,
of
Mr. President.
We
are so
he's
ready to
finally
condemn him for things he has no control
when
over.
he's finally given the information that Bin Laden is at a place and you could take him out, what president isn't going to?
Well,
go
the president Bush didn't do it in the beginning when
Yeah.
when he
was running into the hills.
When he was running into the hills, exactly, he didn't do it. Yeah.
They had him.
So they did have him, and they let him
Tora
through.
Bora?
Yeah,
And that was
Tora Bora.
and that was a
Exactly.
problem with the Afghanis.
It's always somebody else. But the point is, we could have gone over just like now. He's using the Predator drones again. Look, this time we didn't even tell the Pakistan. That's why they were ticked off at us.
Exactly.
So Obama
Good.
did it
But it's
without telling them.
Whatever the ins and outs, in the election, all he has to do is, that's a huge bomb he can drop in the middle of debates. You know, you're weak on foreign policy. We killed Bin Laden. I mean, that's such a huge.
It's gonna be tough to get around that one.
It's a big one.
I think he just happened to catch the chair when the music stopped. That's what I say.
Jerry, is that your real hair?
Yeah.
Jerry's got a great head of
What I-
fucking hair, man.
How does that happen?
That was
Well,
good.
you let
No
your
stress?
eyebrows you let your eyebrows grow long, just comb straight back. That's
from Jerry's.
You can get me a job.
I'll be performing on the QE2
Just before we go down.
on the Lido deck.
Yeah.
We do have to take a break.
Yes, we do.
Are we saying goodbye to Jerry? What do you got going on, Jerry? If you want to hang out, you're more than welcome.
Jerry.
I think I'm okay. I mean, I have to. If I can, I will. But it's up to you.
If you want to. If you want to.
It's one of these invitations. You know,
If you want.
hey, seriously,
No, that's what we did, Tom.
If
It's a
you
call
want.
back there.
Yeah.
Okay, say what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Well, of course I got.
Yeah, let's get together sometime. Okay, how about next Tuesday?
Well, if you want.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back. Yeah.
If you want to
I
stop
better be
by.
going. Thanks for
No, you can stay. We're just fucking around. That was a call back to Tom Papa. We don't want you to feel unwelcome.
You can open for me at Bananas.
Yeah, Tom Papa's going to be at Bananas Friday and Saturday. All I'm saying is we got to take a break, and we're getting one of the Jersey Shore kids in here.
Oh, that's what's.
You know anything about the Jersey Shore?
Vinny's
Yeah.
coming in.
Oh, who's coming in?
Vinny.
Oh, yeah,
from
because
Jersey Shore.
He's
yesterday
a friend of ours.
Yeah, yesterday I was doing, touring around doing television, right? And we always wound up in the same with Ronnie from.
Oh, you were Ronnie?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, and I
Making the
admitted that I
rounds.
was his father.
Wow,
Which
that's
concerned
breaking
him
news.
because he just found out he's Jewish, and that's not going to work on Jersey.
No, not on Jersey Shore.
Northern Jersey, it could work, but otherwise,
Jerry was here 45 minutes. I don't even know what he's promoted.
Jerry Springer Show.
You're just promoting Jerry Springer?
I don't know, nothing. I just like
He's a
talking to him.
He's coming in. I know. I like when Jerry just comes in.
I
It's
kind
nice.
of like that, too.
I don't have any friends. I want to talk to someone. Can I just hang out?
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
Neither do we.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's here.
I personally hope Jerry stays after the break. If he doesn't, we understand, and
I
we'll
like
see you
Jerry.
next time.
If you want to.
Jerry.
Let's see who else is offering.
Right.
Well, we are breaking, and not Jerry, Vinny from the Jersey Shore next. Stay there.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Right here, right now, right?
Yeah.
Is that song?
Why, Rock?
No.
Why?
Oh, it sounded like Right Here, Right
Oh,
Now
no.
by Fat Boy. What is this?
Oh yeah, you're right. It is right here, right
Stupid E-Rock.
Dummy.
What a dope.
What a dope, E-Rock.
You're dumb. Did you pick the song?
It's the new Bruce
I don't pick that
Springsteen.
shit.
It's new Springsteen single.
You gotta pick that.
You picked the songs. How did you not know what it was?
I'm sorry, you knew a song past 94.
Oh! He's been waiting to say that
You're
for a
the
while.
idiot.
Oh,
You're
shit.
the dummy.
Shit, that's gonna hurt.
Wow. Damn.
E-Rock's been working on his comebacks.
He really has.
That didn't come from his brain just now.
No, that
that's
came
written
from
down
your gut.
somewhere.
That was right from the big gut.
That's been in his computer for months.
I finally get a chance to use it.
Damn it! Tom Papa, Bananas, Hasbrook Heights, Friday and Saturday night.
If you want to.
If you want to go.
If you want to go.
And he's got a Tom Papa live thing from New York City on iTunes.
If you
We
want
were
to.
supposed to promote that on our show, but there was a misunderstanding.
What's that about?
If you want to. That was my Comedy Central special. It's the
Ah,
album.
Remember
The
we
album.
talked about that 2 hours ago?
On the iTunes.
If you
but,
want
but
to.
on the iTunes.
On the iTunes. You can download it on the
See,
iTunes.
that's nice.
I know what Ant did there.
I was trying to plug my own
Yeah, it's
show
a
on iTunes.
If you
segue
want
to
to.
talk about his podcast.
Because iTunes, because Life from the
doesn't know you're on
Compound is now
iTunes
on
too?
iTunes.
Yeah, he doesn't care that you have
Yes.
something on iTunes. He knew that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
lead to his.
Yes, I
His
am
promotion.
finally making up for 17 years of never plugging anything. I've never plugged a thing on this program.
It's a desperate feeling, isn't
Except
it?
my brother.
When are they going to mention Bananas? When are they going to mention it? How can I get it in without sounding like a douche?
Fucking funny. We all feel that way, too.
Really
of course.
is,
Me and Ed should be able to fucking promote whatever the fuck we want.
But you
I
want to
am
be cool.
feeling quite douchey about it. You're right.
That's funny.
I know on Twitter I'm always like, okay, I got one more joke and then I can plug my dates.
Right.
One more really funny joke.
Got to earn my keep.
Yeah.
I got to jump through the hoop, and then I get the fish.
Right.
Yeah, so make sure you get that. Is Vinny here?
Oh, Vinny from Jersey
'Cause
Shore.
we're not staying late today.
Maybe his name's not in the system.
I bet he can't. I bet he doesn't know Travis Teft like I do.
Kenny,
Here
what
comes
happened?
Club Soda Kenny.
What happened?
He won't be here for another 10 years.
Oh, no. Was that the text you got?
Is that a joke?
Date 1/19/22. Why did he write that?
So he's going to be here in 10 years?
Yeah.
You don't get it.
This is his release, and it seems Vinny signed it and then wrote the date as 1/19.
No, Roland pre-fills it out for the artist to sign.
Oh, so Roland put 1/19/22.
Shit, you did.
Roland did that
again.
Oh, no.
Roland's drunk. Roland's drunk.
I'm not afraid of him.
Finally.
You're like Marky Mark on a plane full of terrorists.
Oh, my God. But wait, that just got real
Finally,
serious.
Kenny.
That wasn't even Kenny making a joke.
No.
He
You have
Kenny
your
doesn't make
problems with
jokes,
Roland?
by the way.
He's got a big mouth. He's all bark and no bite. So.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
The panda does have a natural
The
enemy.
problem is, though, he knows,
know.
like, I can't put my hands on him because, I'll get fired, so.
Wait, you and Roland have had problems?
In the past, there was an incident.
There was?
What was
happened?
it?
Well, new and noteworthy.
He didn't let you in the building?
No.
That's Tom's problem.
No, Tom, that's a special problem. Only you have had that problem.
I would love for Roland to call me at 6 and tell me not to show up.
Yeah, why is that a bad thing, Tom? I don't understand why that's a bad thing, that you can go back to bed. Look at us spinning our...
If my kids hadn't
shit.
woken up, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Oh.
Where's Roland? Does he want to comment on the Club Soda Kenny allegations?
I want to hear
What
what
was
the
the
Kenny
problem,
thing
Kenny?
was.
Yeah, you can't be vague.
What happened?
Maybe he is scared.
Oh, nice one. That'll peer pressure.
Ooh, you're scared.
You're scared of the
That kind of
panda.
pressure only works on the weak-minded.
The panda's going to get you.
During the traveling virus tenure.
All right. Hold a grudge, guy.
Really? That's years ago. God, I thought I held a grudge. Holy fuck.
Hold a grudge like the JDL.
He was upset with my road managing prowess.
How could he be upset with that when you have been road managing for years prior to that?
I don't know.
And I don't think
because
he road manages.
He just showed up backstage at Jones Beach, and I had to drop everything I was in the middle of doing to run to the gate to meet him with a laminate.
And you got mad at that?
Well, I don't know. And then,
This is the one thing that you've held on to?
Wow.
That venom that you've held for so long? It's
Well, no,
a
it's-
laminate that
Wait,
you had
so
to
you're
run
mad at
to
him?
Well,
Or is
no,
he mad
it's
at
then
you?
when,
I'm confused.
he
confused who's
spoke
mad at him.
poorly about me after that.
Oh, to certain people, maybe?
I had to bite my tongue, so.
What did he say after that? It's just between me and
Roland
you.
talks like he's biting his tongue. That's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Can't understand that guy. Jesus.
Yeah.
What happened?
So we talked to some people
Yeah,
behind your back.
Yeah, well, no, he badmouthed me to my face also.
He did.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Right?
Damn it.
He's ballsy, though. He doesn't
Oh, he's
back
that panda.
down.
We saw the
No,
panda
there's a
video.
difference between stupidity and ballsy.
Oh, man.
Shit.
That's, wow. And that's coming from Kenny. Wow. Holy mackerel. That's wow. Is that
New information coming today?
Where is Roland? Is he for Vinny. Oh, he's waiting for Vinny downstairs?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait, Vinny's not here yet?
He's parking.
He's a big star.
He's a big
Why is he
star.
parking the car?
I did see them all pull up to the house. I guess that was the first episode. Yeah. And they all got like some fucking amazing vehicles now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is that about? Is that
What
real?
do you mean, what's that
Come
about?
on.
That's Jersey Shore
Come
money.
on.
They're rich.
fucking nice SUVs, Range Rovers, fucking Beamers.
Yeah, who you don't think they're saving their money, do you?
Oh. I'm an idiot. You're right.
Yeah.
Save it? What? This is gonna work. This is gonna go on forever.
Retirement?
Exactly.
Well, while Vinny parks his own car, even though he's a big star, breaking news: Rick Perry is dropping out of the race.
Yeah, out of the race.
If this isn't calculated. Little meeting with Mitt Romney. Mitt goes, look, it's time for you to do this for me. Maybe I do something for you.
The Republican
Gingrich
mafia
came out the other day and said, he's the only conservative, and if and Santorum and Perry should drop out. And now he's doing it.
I like when these people drop out because then you see where the percentage numbers go to the other candidates. You see who picks up the numbers. Who do you think picks up Perry's?
I think Romney.
No, You think so? He's more.
He's
evangelical, and
yes.
I think it goes more to Gingrich
so you think he's helping out
Gingrich or Santorum.
He's trying to help out somebody. So you think he's trying to help out Newt?
I think he's trying to help out Newt
in his time of need when the ex-wife gets up there. This is good though. He spills this that he's backing out on the same night that Newt's ex is going to be talking.
Boy.
So this kind of gets a little of the story.
Yeah.
After tonight, Newt's going to lose the female vote.
You think? I don't think there are many females digging Newt right now.
I know, but the few
truth.
that are okay, I can't support this anymore.
Some fucking girls in their 20s with daddy issues might go
And this
after
is
him.
only one of them, right? The other one was sick when he divorced her. Right? This
they're
one
all
was at a
fucking
birthday
sick.
party. The other one had cancer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but how bad was the cancer?
She was in the hospital.
John Edwards cancer bed, or
that's bad. John Edwards cancer bed is bad. Yeah, he really fucking.
He's a dirtbag.
Oh, so bad.
I think he was dropping her off at chemo and getting head.
Yeah,
it's like fucking.
Just
he
scummy.
really it
So
didn't come off good.
scummy. Oh God.
Dropping out.
But the Mormon thing just bugs those guys.
The Mormon thing really does bother the right.
Yeah.
It's that Christian right. They don't see it as. They see it as kind of a cultish thing.
Magic underpants.
Scientology, almost kind of cultish, kind of put the Nikes on and cut off your balls and wait for a UFO kind of religion.
The problem is the religion is too new.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just it hasn't been around long enough.
It's got to be around a while.
Yeah, religions are dumb unless they're old. It really is.
Think about it.
No matter how silly old religion is with their beliefs and magic, it's not as silly as new magic religion, like Scientology with the aliens. And
You
like,
can't
come on.
just come up with it now.
No, it's got to be oldie times.
Like Chris Angel magic.
Yeah. Come on. Is there going to be a Chris Angel religion because of that? It sounds silly, and it is silly. But
give it time.
Yeah, give it a few years. Just add some years to any goofiness, and it becomes religion.
He has
See
to
that
die
Book of
first.
Mormon?
Yeah, he's got to die first.
No, I haven't heard it was great.
I asked Roland for tickets about a year ago.
You haven't gone yet?
I haven't seen it.
They wanted like $400 a seat when I was looking for it.
Yeah. When I asked Roland if I could go, he said, if you want to. I don't know. I went to get a ticket at the box office, and it wasn't there.
There's going to be some room in the back if you want to.
money. Oh. Yeah. I had to get tickets that were marked for Travis Teft. It was a catastrophe.
We got old Marine checking in. The old story was that Gingrich left his wife on her deathbed, except that was 20-plus years ago, and she's still alive.
Oh, still alive. Wow, see? Okay, that's bullshit then.
So it wasn't so bad.
No. Wasn't so bad that he wasn't there.
I love his excuse was, well, I was working really hard for my country.
Yeah, for his country, for country and cock.
Let me show you my country.
Yes.
Here's the Great Peninsula. Here's the woods up above.
Wow, they've broken out Tom Brokaw for this South Carolina GOP.
No, he's been making a lot of appearances on MSNBC.
Rick Perry's got a
Secretary had a very robust state of the state speech the other day. She's working very hard in getting more jobs into South Carolina. This is so typical of South Carolina, as you know.
South Carolina.
Rick Perry's going to come out of
The best thing, and I've said it before, that I've ever heard Tom Brokaw have to say is,
Leon Klinghoffer and the Achille Lauro. It was, he can't say that, can he?
There's a bag of rocks.
Oh, Jesus. That is a bad lisp to have if you're going to be an anchor.
Leon
Klinghoffer was pushed from the deck of the Achille Lauro. Tom Brokaw, NBC News. The Achille Lauro was taken over by terrorists off the coast of Africa.
Very typical of North Carolina.
And now South Carolina, Newt Gingrich.
They're very happy while these latest developments are quiet.
Perry dropping out as Mitt Romney tries to hold on to his lead. He swallows those L's.
He really
swallows them.
What I see, the jobs and the economy are the major issues right now.
Oh, geez, this guy hates
I
black
think that
people.
pretty well sums it up, Chuck, for what Mitt Romney has to do tonight. He has to demonstrate that he's best equipped.
What, is there a debate tonight?
You got to understand that. You know,
We debating tonight, Ant?
No,
No, not tonight.
He's just got to run around and
do
Yeah,
his
they
thing?
got to do the, shaking
last
hands.
minute campaigning.
Kissing babies.
Rick Perry looks
Rick
like
Perry.
Rick Perry looks like a retired superhero, though.
Does he? Let me see.
Rick Perry, he does.
He kind of does.
He's
You
like
can picture
Superman.
him in a...
Look at him.
Yeah.
Superman coming back to the Legion. Like, you know, at one time that guy kicked serious ass.
Oh, yeah. He looks like another, like we were talking about before. He's got that Bush swagger, that Texas Bush, I drink hard, and fucking, yeah, let me tell you. Back in my college days, let's talk about my college days. You put him down like two-fisted.
And I like those New Yorkers.
He's got that same fucking thing going on.
He does. The same movements.
Yeah, the same swagger, the laugh.
I'm in
Texas.
I'm only wearing a suit because I have to.
I usually like, wearing some shirt sleeves, getting out there cutting some wood.
You got to end every sentence with that. There's different versions of it.
Of course.
Rick Perry retired from superhero-dom.
Thank
Now
God.
he's probably going to retire to the Fortress of Solitude.
You know what? I said that line, and I got nothing, and I started fucking sweating and heating up, and I realized, they're turning to the TV to see if that was accurate.
And he is. Yeah. With his wife, Lois Lane.
There's suspicion of kryptonite found in South Carolina.
Obviously, bowing out due to pressure from Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor.
Who's going to benefit more, Rick Santorum or Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor could be benefiting as he tries once again to take over the globe.
Both part of the greatest generation.
The greatest generation. One of my many specials that they keep pulling me out of this closet for.
I keep worshiping old people because I'm soon to be one.
My next special, These Kids Don't Know Shit, on NBC next week.
Tweet this.
Stay tuned for the next special. Older people kick ass on the young.
We don't smell that bad.
I say we bail on Vinny soon. What are we going to give him? 2 more minutes?
It's 9:41.
That is
What do you think,
fun.
Sam?
We're being treated like fucking assholes.
What do you think the problem is today?
Well, he's parking.
Who says he's parking?
Is he having an anxiety attack?
I mean, Roland.
I
Roland
can't
said he was
believe
parking.
What
Kenny?
happened?
I had to.
Back. This can't be good.
Does he have other shows on the platform?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but the situation
He does?
doesn't make sense because it was
No,
first
it's not the
reported.
situation.
It's Vinny.
It's not. No, it's Vinny.
The situation
It's
is
Vinny.
not
What are you talking
Vinny.
about?
It's not.
It's
The
Vinny
situation
from
is
the
it's
Jersey Shore,
Vinny.
not
Yeah,
the
come on,
It's
I
not.
know
what you're
It's not
talking
the
about.
same.
Vinny, not
the guy with
Vinny.
the
The situation's
guy.
not
What's
here.
wrong with you?
That's not the same guy.
It's really wrong.
It was first reported that he was signing in,
Oh, boy.
and then it was
True.
Was
then
it true?
It was reported that he's parking the car.
Oh, boy.
Doesn't happen that way.
Now what's being reported?
So why would someone say he's signing in if he's not signing in? I'm confused by that.
There's a mole in Opie and Anthony, and Roland is trying to take down the show from the inside out. First canceling Tom Papa, not allowing passes to Vinny or the situation. Roland, an angry panda bear, trying to sabotage, apparently sick of fat jokes.
And join me for my next special, What We Pulled Off in World War II You Couldn't Do in Vietnam. More about how old people rule.
We'll be right back with Get Off My Lawn.
We'll teach you how to properly shake your fists at young people when they trespass on your property.
Can we call Roland?
Pull your pants up higher than your ass.
I'm getting a report.
You piece of shit.
How to buy high pants that look much like Fred Mertz. Belt size when you're wearing it around your chest on the next Tom Brokaw special.
How to eat out without breaking a tooth.
The best early bird specials coming up. Tom Brokaw. Travis Tefton studio.
Oh, boy, this can't be good. Travis?
What's going on, Trav Dog?
Vinny's
They
on.
call him Dr. Gay!
Dr.
Dr. Gay.
Yeah. Dr.
Good,
Gay.
We need lasers.
Yes. Dr. Gay, do you have any
What's
news
the
for us?
diagnosis, Dr. Gay?
Yeah. Write us a prescription for going home, Dr. Gay.
I can only do that so many times.
Yeah.
Vinny's on his way up.
What?
We're going
He's on
home.
his way up in the elevator.
Does he know he's getting 13 minutes of airtime, if that?
Well, I mean,
He's got 17.
Is he only coming in for this show?
yes.
Dr. Gay!
Wow. That's your official diagnosis?
Yeah, diagnosis, Anthony. I'm so happy you made this character.
Vinny.
I love it.
You like the character, though.
Vinny.
I thought you would like it.
No.
Yeah, he likes it.
Vinny's going to find himself on the shit show.
Here he is on the shit show.
Here he is now.
On the shit show.
Quick, Vinny, run! Vinny, run! Be on the show! Be on the show!
Hurry.
My
You're
God.
running out of time.
Well, you're parking that fucking nice car of yours, right?
Yes.
We saw you guys all driving up to the
house,
to
all
the
your
house.
nice vehicles now.
Like, damn, life's good.
Nothing's changed, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we
It's
saw
an
that.
E55 later.
I was like, shit, man. They all got fucking really nice cars.
Damn. Well,
Jersey Shore money.
Yep.
at least it's not like my parents' money, you know.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
True.
Everyone in Staten Island usually like drive Mercedes because their father's a big construction worker or something. You know?
We're busting those stereotypes apart on Staten Island, huh? The guinea fucking construction worker. Yeah, I'm in cement. What? You want to be?
Hey, I know that guy.
Hey,
what up?
What's happening?
Wow.
Vinny, how's the anxiety? I saw the episode last night.
Good. Right now, it's not bad.
Under
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, it's under control. It happens to me like under really stressful circumstances, such as filming the show. Yeah.
How about hangovers?
Did you?
Hangovers make it worse.
You come back to the show, right?
I can't say.
Come on, give us an exclusive.
My story's
We
not.
kinda know each other
My
now.
story's not done being told. I could say that. But
my story's not done being told by Tom Brokaw.
All right, answer. maybe answer this question.
It's very compelling.
Because we talked about it earlier. When Sam left, and they made a big deal about it, like she was gone a month, and then you kind of piece it together in your own mind, you realize she was gone one night.
She was gone. She was.
You realize she left on a Friday, and I think she came back in time for dinner on Sunday.
Hey, I didn't realize she was gone. Yeah, she was gone for like 3 days.
Hey, what's that picture we just saw?
What?
Well,
What
I mean,
happened?
this is just TMZ.
Oh, yeah.
On July 2nd, 2011, Vinny leaves the Jersey Shore house for good.
Yeah.
Right.
July 10th, 2011, Vinny is back in the Jersey
Oh,
Shore
come
house.
on now.
That's TMZ, though.
What are you doing?
Sam.
Sam, no one reads TMZ. Why would you do that
And
to
this ain't
Vinny?
the shit show. This ain't your show, motherfucker.
I can't believe that. This
We're
guy-
friends with this
I know.
guy. We're going to help him
It
out and
sounded
make
so much
believe.
cooler when I said I can't say if I come back.
Yeah.
I would
Exactly.
guess. I would guess a week. is
Yeah,
what you
something like
needed.
that.
I would guess you were gone a week.
Well, we only filmed for like 6 weeks, so
That's
a
only
week-
6 weeks.
Isn't that amazing?
Well, we did it back to back from Italy.
No,
so
I know. Good
altogether,
gig.
it was like
But-
4 months.
But the first season was longer than 6 weeks, right?
No, it was like 6, 7 weeks.
So you guys don't really know each other.
Well, bro, living with somebody 24 hours a day for 6 weeks? Are you kidding me? I know more about them than I want to know.
You pretty much know them at that point.
Yeah.
We remember reality shows. This is how old me and Ann are, where it took 6 months.
What, like the first Real World?
The first Real Worlds were 6 months, and no one will film for 6 months anymore.
The first Real World is known as the greatest generation of reality stars.
Just because it's old, Tom, we know. God. And by that I mean Tom Brokaw, not Tom Papa.
Yeah, you walked into a lot of things.
Papa, NBC Nightly News.
The greatest generation.
The greatest. All right, we get it, Brokaw. Old rules. So you're not shit until you're shitting in a depend.
Just because you can't wipe yourself doesn't mean you didn't have a long, luxurious life.
He used to be an old news anchor, Vinny.
Oh, really?
Oh, Tom Brokaw?
No, I don't think he knows Tom Brokaw.
I thought this guy was.
I know Tom Brokaw.
So, is there any chance you live with Roland?
Fucking Roland the Destroyer.
So the anxiety got to you, huh?
Yeah.
Between Italy and going right to Jersey, you were like, I need a break from this.
Now,
shit.
I used to suffer with this, so let me ask how bad it was.
What do you mean
was
used to? How do you get over it?
You kind of
medicate.
No, you do kind of just get over it after a while. You reach a point where you're fed up with it enough to say, I don't care what happens, because you always think you're going crazy, or you're going to drop dead, or you freak out, you think you're going to lose your mind, but then when you finally just go, fuck this, go ahead.
Right.
Do whatever you're going to do, and I just have to deal with it because I can't deal with this anymore. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, cool, I'm over it.
It was the resistance that was making it happen.
That's what does it. It was more anxiety of getting an anxiety attack than the actual anxiety attack that would happen. And then the second you get a tinge of a feeling of anxiety,
hits you harder,
you'd build it up into like this, where you become ultra aware of sight, sound, smells, touch, everything. And you find yourself just like,
you know why
freaking
that happens?
out.
That happens because it's actually a survival mechanism. Anxiety.
Dr. Vinny's going to tell us
I'm going to tell you. I'm a professional because every time you learn more about it.
Yes.
Right? So anxiety is like your pupils dilate because in the wild, if you really had something attacking you, your eyes would open up wider.
That's above 125 he's talking about.
And things seem like your body temperature rises, and it's all a survival mechanism.
Yeah, it's
really.
this primal.
But anxiety is when nothing's going wrong. Like if you're sitting here with you, there's no fucking bear attacking me or anything.
Right.
I'll still suffer. I'll still have the same symptoms. Like I gotta get out of here. As you know.
Yeah. That's
so
fight or flight.
When I'm on the show, it gets because everybody gets it once in a while. You get it for 5 minutes. You go on a plane, this and that, whatever.
Yep.
But on the show, when it happens chronically every day for about weeks in a row.
That's crazy.
Going to bed with it, waking up with it. At that point, then I'm like, all right, now I have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like, oh, I'm having anxiety. It's like like chronically 24 hours a day. This feeling of disconnection. Like,
did you talk to someone?
I mean, I talked to like a therapist and everything, but sometimes
I got to ask though. I got to jump in. Even all that pussy doesn't take care of it.
It's good, but that's great. That's the best medicine.
Is that like taking a pill when you knock back some pussy?
You're on camera. You're on camera. You don't have a cell phone. You're mic'd up. You have there's bright lights in your face. You know what it's like.
Ultra aware.
Can you imagine though? Yeah. He said something there. Imagine not having your fucking cell phone anymore. We're all so used to it now. And they just take it away from these guys when they enter the house.
To not get Kenny's call in the morning to wake me up.
And
I don't know what I'd do.
And you guys ever sneak a phone in or anything? Because now you're almost at the end of this run. Let's start talking about stuff.
We're on camera 24 hours. We can't sneak anything.
No one had a phone like, all right, I'm going to just hide it behind a pile or something?
No, not that I know of.
Because that would be crazy.
I never did. I mean, I just sailed through. And then.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, you have a cell phone. I know we're, like, a slave to it. But say someone's pissing you off. You just look at it. It's kind of like an escape for your mind for a minute.
Right.
Over there, you have no escape. You're just stuck with each other.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. Like, during the little downtime or something, you just pick your phone up and ding, 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 start going around.
It makes you, like, feel a little better.
Yeah.
Over there, I look next to me and there's Snooki. I look next to me, there's the situation and my anxiety.
Jesus, a breakdown.
So,
wow, man.
I watched the show. I got to ask you, situation. What the fuck? He's crazy now, huh?
Yeah,
What
he's
happened?
always been crazy. He's always been fucking
Yeah, but now it's
crazy.
coming out. Like, he's
Right.
obsessed with this Snooki thing. Is
True
he just trying to get, more exposure or more airtime? Because it's fucking weird now.
I mean, it's True Colors always end up showing, and he's always been like that. But in the beginning, everyone was like, oh, he's cool, he's a guy's guy, and you just see his true colors.
For the people that don't know, situation, it's pretty obvious had sex with Snooki. Snooki's denying it.
Well,
and now
blowjob.
he's
They're saying blowjob. I'm not confirming this.
Not confirming or denying.
I'm not confirming. Come on, Tom.
Allegedly.
And now he won't drop it. But he also won't go all in and really, blow up her spot.
Right.
It's just making for, pretty good TV, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
There's nothing to really. There's nothing. I don't know. There's nothing really else to fight about. So they keep fighting, and every time it causes a war, and it's interesting, and they capitalize on it.
And this new season, which I'm watching, I'm going to keep saying that. Ronnie and Sammy, we don't have to deal with that shit anymore, right?
Nah, they've been
Thank
so
fucking God.
good. But do you miss it a little bit? Like now, that's good. Yeah,
No.
that's good. No, because people were wondering,
Done.
like, oh, is that drama over? And now people aren't interested.
No, we got
you know?
your drama.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna-
My fucking anxiety attacks. Thanks.
You're gonna do a long weekend in Staten Island. You'll be back. A long weekend. Jesus
Some pasta, some Uncle Nino's vino.
A little of the wine, man.
He's causing your anxiety.
That's better than
Oh, my
Xanax.
God.
I've hung out with you guys.
Nino's wine.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
I've hung out with you guys a little bit to know that Nino is causing your anxiety.
Oh yeah. He adds to it.
Hey, forget about it, right? What am I talking about? Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Anxiety. What the fuck?
Yeah, you can see Vinny start sweating when he just hears the impression. What the fuck?
Exactly. Is it here?
Yeah. Anxiety. I'll give you anxiety. What the fuck? Suck it up. I'm walking off. Anxiety. What the fuck? Maron.
You're really related to that guy, right?
Yeah.
Because you couldn't be more different than him.
I don't know. We're the odd
That's so
couple.
fucked
It's
up.
my mother's
I'm selling
brother.
a ship. It hits a rock. I jump off. What the fuck? I get a life. I'm not a fucking life or not. Anyone else on the ship? Fuck them. I say that. What the fuck?
Hey, is Jersey Shore done?
I don't know. There's rumors yesterday about them scouting locations, so they let us know literally
Jesus.
like right before we go, like
But
a month.
they've hinted that maybe you guys are done. Maybe they go new cast too. No, this is shit.
They
That's
always hint.
it's all rumors. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Negotiating ploy, I bet.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
let us know right before. It's such a weird reality TV is so weird.
But they would have
Yeah.
called you by now, don't you think, for a
I
new
don't
season?
know. Maybe I'm thinking
Maybe last minute.
Yeah.
They probably do that shit last minute.
They do
yeah,
it
you're
last
on.
minute.
Let's
Yeah.
do this again. Fuck it.
Yeah.
There's no
All our other pilots
security.
failed.
Yeah, there's no security in this business that we call show.
No.
It's and that also gets you so anxious.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Yeah, doing great. In the shitter.
Right.
What happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, this is fantastic. There's no fucking job security or anything.
Right.
We've talked to just about all of you.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones we haven't had is Ronnie and Snooki. Snooki refuses to do the show, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
you're like more.
She could suck my. Oh wait.
But you're more serious, and Vinny sees past this. Like you want to be doing other things.
Yeah.
When like Dean is like, I don't know, film me drunk again. I don't care. But Vinny is like, this is all good. It's been nice for me. It's given me some things and some money and this and that. But
Yeah.
I just know you want to jump past this.
I'm not. I'll be the first to admit. That's why there was some rumors that when I left the house, people were saying Vinny's a pain in the ass and shit. I'm not to the producers. I'm not the best reality star. You know what I mean? I don't fit the bill at all. I think
Right.
that's why they kind of picked me.
Yeah.
That's why I have a lot of fans. Because,
But I think you also want more for yourself.
Oh yeah, this is of course
In this business.
Of course, I wanna go back to school eventually. I wanna get a law degree, get a PhD or something. I'm glad I've made this foundation financially and for
Yeah.
myself. But I would love to go back to school and to have a life, a real academic life.
Our academic life. Academia.
Dina would, she'd rather bend over, touch her toes, and let someone rub their cocks on her ass.
Yeah, man, that is.
Hey, and I like her. I'm just saying though,
It is hilarious.
You feel like you know these people after a while.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think everyone from the Jersey Shore will be doing? It's a hack question. I understand. In 5 years from now, go
in
down the
5
list.
years from now. Okay, Paulie, I think will still be a very successful DJ, like what he's done. Still, he has a big following. Situation, I'm not sure. I don't think that much.
Pornography.
I'm thinking
male.
I'm not like saying like not doing anything. Everyone's gonna be doing something, but like you mean like someone's who's gonna be famous or this and that.
Just in general,
he has like a lot of endorsements. Maybe he'll be cashing his checks off of that. Maybe you'll see him once in a while.
You haven't heard from him that like when you guys are just bullshitting about things he wants to do or any.
He has like
party.
He has like 50 different endorsement deals and products and shit. Like I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Every week he has a new thing. Like I swear to God. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
But he's gonna burn out quickly. You think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how well these products do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting a nod from somebody. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, I'm not. So
yeah.
What about Snooki and JWoww?
Well, I think they're filming a spin-off show, so I think their fame can last a little longer.
This could be those two?
I think, yeah. But I don't know, like, what can they? I don't know, like, what they want, what they're for 5 years. You know, what I'm saying?
Sam will be just married with a bunch of kids. That's obvious. She's got nothing going on. She's nice though.
Nothing going on.
She really has nice legs and all.
Sam is really nice, sweetheart.
Yeah, but I don't think she's going to be in entertainment.
Ronnie will open up a gym or something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of like the talents. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that manifested in 5 years.
Dina, what do you think for Dina?
Rubbing cocks on her ass. You said
she's going to just be
but she's like
a cougar somewhere in Jersey.
She don't care though. She's a sweetheart.
I used to be on the Jersey Shore.
That's content for her.
Did we miss someone in there?
Paulie. No, we got everybody.
I think we got everyone. Yeah. And hopefully some acting for you, sir.
Acting, yeah.
Hey,
the book thing is big too.
What's the book thing?
The book thing. You guys don't know? I have a book coming out.
Well, no, I'm just saying it like it's natural conversation. You want me to do everything?
Maybe you should be.
I didn't want to drop it. I don't want to drop it. I thought that's how it works. Like, you have a book coming out.
Book coming out. What's that all about?
If you listen to book radio, maybe we'd know.
Right. But you mentioned it first, so then my natural thing is the book. What's the book?
Oh,
it's called Control the Crazy. My plan to stop stressing, avoid drama, and maintain your inner cool.
Oh, see?
That's coming out in the spring.
Different than just, hey, here's some pictures of the house.
You had the anxiety your whole life?
Yeah, my whole life. Off and on, yeah.
Oh, that's a bitch, man.
But in high school, really, I had my first panic attack.
Oh, how'd that go for you?
It was great. I was sitting in class. I loved it. I was learning about Huckleberry Finn, and all of a sudden, I felt like impending doom was rising from the apocalypse.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I went out with a girl in Buffalo that got panic attacks. Fuck that.
It sucks.
Holy shit! I'm not even joking, man. We'd be in a restaurant. I was making no money, so I would collect my money so I could, take her out on a nice little date at a nice restaurant.
Red Lobster?
No, man. I was really trying, and the appetizers come out, and all of a sudden she has a panic attack. We've already ordered our food, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean we gotta go?"
Oh, yeah.
And they're not understanding at the restaurant. They're like, "Well, you owe whatever it would have been back then, a couple $100 or whatever."
No, you would never know that. I can be having an anxiety attack right now. Me personally.
Yeah.
I left so many situations. I'm just a kid from Long Island trying to get something done here.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with a girl with panic attacks.
Oh, jeez.
It sucks.
It's brutal.
It happens to so many people.
Yeah,
it's a good way to get
But it's
out
an
of it.
anxiety. It's I'm going to talk about it. It's a self-help book on not even anxiety, but just general fucked up shittiness in general.
Yeah.
Because what happened was when I started getting it, I never took medicine. I never did drugs for it, unlike Uncle Nino. And I read probably like 30 to 40 self-help books. I was banging out like 2 a week. So, I kind of made my own in my voice, like for this generation.
Right.
And it talks about the same things. Like,
I'm sure that.
Well, I believe the older books were probably better because there wasn't any anxiety. It was the greatest generation. It was called life.
But Ed, you said something really brave there. You just said one day, fuck this.
Yeah, but I
don't know if a lot of people could get to that point.
It was.
I'm thinking.
That's at the point where you're just so fucking fed up with living with it for so long.
Acceptance.
Yeah. It's really.
Right.
It's not any bravery. It's not. It's just. it's actually giving up.
Yeah,
you're just saying, look, fuck it, take me, whatever you're going to do.
Right.
And then when nothing happens because, it really is just a
chemical thing.
Or whatever. Yeah.
When you fight it, it's making it work. It's a fighting
it's worse,
mechanism.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's protecting you from a fight. So when you fight, it's just making it worse.
Yeah,
you know?
Just go with the flow.
And you probably, because a lot of people I've spoken to, you think a lot.
Oh, man.
See, that's people that are just content to sit and look at a pinwheel. I envy them a lot because I will sit there and if you're alone with your own thoughts too much, you could work yourself up into a tizzy.
And we film with nothing. It's a dead space. We can't read. We can't write. We can't do anything.
So you're just there with your own devices, and that's fucking dangerous sometimes.
For 4 months at a time, And for my mind, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You tell Snooki to live in fucking Macy's window for 2 years, and to be like doing cartwheels and backflips. And shit.
Exactly. That's it. You can't fucking sit there. You start thinking about deep thoughts.
My mind is too fucking active.
Yeah, you get, like there's a bunch of shit going on. That's exactly it.
There was one time I felt so bad for you.
What happened?
We were in L.A. and you were going through a major anxiety attack.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that is fucking hell on earth.
Oh, it's terrible.
Without getting into details, you were just in a place. I'm like,
oh, I know. And then I would self-medicate with like beer. Yeah. And it was great.
Yeah.
After a couple of beers, you're like, what the fuck was that? It was nothing. And then you're just waiting because when you stop drinking and get hungover, it's 10 times worse.
Oh my God, the hangovers.
Now you have a hangover and anxiety.
Which is all we have to do on the Jersey Shore is drink.
Drink, great. Boy, you really are in a fucked situation.
Fucked.
You don't drink that. You don't drink like that normally, do you?
No, I don't drink like that. No. Why would I do that to myself?
Taking a funnel and putting it down. Drink for the show, you motherfucker.
No wonder you want to go to law school.
Yeah. Listen, sleeping not sleeping right usually for anybody can cause like depression or anxiety and shit.
Yep.
I'm prone to that already, and that's what we do every day over there. It's fucking crazy.
Hey,
lack of sleep, drink, fucking nerves.
Never see the sunlight.
No distractions.
Yeah.
You are fucked.
I got a Jersey Shore question. You think Gianni is aware of what Snooki's all about?
Yeah, well, she did it to him on camera.
I know, but he seems to always be looking the other way.
I mean,
looking the other way, yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, look. Why do you think that is? Jet tickets.
Oh, really? Was that the kid we saw at the Jets game?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's before I knew who Gianni was.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a puppy dog. That's okay. I get it now. We were at the Jets game, like, who is this sap with Snooki? Sorry, I was really thinking that it's Gianni. Because he says he wants like this proper girl that doesn't get drunk and show off her fucking hooch.
Well, is there a man out there that like would accept if a girl cheats on you and calls you up you've been breaking up with her, you've been broken up with her for 24 hours. She calls you up and says, "Listen, I just fucked some guy." Is there any man on earth that'll be okay with that?
Done.
No.
Done. He was.
And you were that guy, by the way.
I was that guy.
See, he didn't want to say it. He needed me to say it. He didn't want to brag too much. It's like some guy knowing that someone would take the bait.
Some random guy.
Now I'm getting the hang of this whole radio thing.
Some adorable.
And the weird part is he was all right with you. Because I guess technically they were broke up, but he obviously is not all right.
Bros before hoes, Opie.
Yeah.
Bros before hoes.
Bros before
You got to be a bro first.
That was the battle cry on the beaches of Normandy.
Jet games.
I do want to bring up one other thing, Vinny.
Yeah.
I was very impressed. I know how this shit is filmed, but I was very impressed by your basketball skills.
Oh,
I saw the
thanks.
video.
Yeah, I'm playing in a game tonight. Like I'm trying to make this NBA team, this All-Star game.
Who filmed the video for you?
Just a friend of mine.
Yeah, he fucking didn't use landscape.
Tell him 90 degrees with the fucking phone. 90 degrees.
That portrait shit drives us
Listen,
nuts.
I'm fucking lucky I hit the shot. So I don't care about
That
it.
3/4
Yeah, it was so great.
How many of those you take?
3 times
No.
for that one. 3. Because and I can prove it to you. The reason why
if you say it, I believe you.
No, the reason why you know is because I came up and I spoke to the camera and I said, "Hi, I'm Vinny. This is why you should pick me." I said, "I'm only going to do that the first 3 times. I'm not going to keep on fucking saying that every time I take a shot.
Right.
I'll be dead, you know." So
it'll take forever.
Yeah, 3rd time I hit it. The other ones,
I like the body English you put on it too. You
lean. Well, just to explain, he made a video because he wants to be part of the NBA.
I want to be part of the NBA All-Star game.
All-Star game where it's a celebrity game.
Right, I don't really have that many connections in there, so I'm using my social media presence and my fans to help me out. and I'm making people put Vinny in the game
Right.
to the NBA, and hopefully I put out this video to show that I can play.
Right.
I've been playing ball my whole life. I'm from fucking Staten Island.
What about the other shots? How long did it take for the other shots?
A long time. Because I was tired at that point. I had some little kid just giving me rebounds, and I was
Just
like
over and over again.
over and over again.
I think you hit 5 though monster shots, right?
Yeah.
1 from 3/4, and then 2 from half
The
court.
three-quarter
from
one
both-
was like you
both
was shot
sides.
put. You shot put that thing.
That was a sick shot, right?
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Thanks.
Yeah, where they can find the video where?
On my YouTube, on my Twitter, Vinny Guadagnino. Everything is my full name, Vinny Guadagnino. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So
Yeah.
Tumblr.
Makes it
yeah,
easier.
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Google
Hey,
Plus.
Yeah, and Twitter and which
Stumble upon.
Shorty Awards.
Oh, Ant's gonna plug again.
Yes.
ShortyAwards.com/Anthony Cumia.
Wait.
Keep
Vote
voting
now.
for me. Keep voting for me for my web show.
Oh, can I do that? Because people
Oh, yeah.
nominate me.
Yeah.
Is it a? Should I approach that? Should I-
God, I
Yeah.
hope he has a web
As
show.
long as it's not web show.
I
Wait a
hope
minute,
it's
that's
a web
right.
show. I hope he has a web It's not. My last one was Life-Saving Hero.
Life-saving hero.
What are you laughing at?
That's pretty good.
I was up there with
that chick?
It's a different one.
Is it Ksenia?
No, you got a different chick now?
It's a different girl.
Oh my god!
Every time Vinny comes in, we have this one
I
girl.
know, right? Remember that girl?
She's pretty hot too.
Yeah, she is. She wants to
Who
be
is
Vinny.
she?
Bring her
She
in.
works here.
Bring her in,
Bring
man.
her in.
Bring
Here
her
we go.
in.
You're leaving, Tom? Why?
Yeah, I got to roll. I have something at 10:20.
How you doing?
Whoa.
Hi. Oh, she's pretty.
Ah, she's got it.
Damn.
That's what I was the other one.
What's
Hi.
wrong? Hey, how you doing?
I gotta
Good,
go.
how are you?
Nice of you to drop by again.
Hold on, Tom.
Oh, that's right. You've
Tom's
never been
leaving?
in our studio.
Tom's leaving. Hold on,
I
hold
got to
on.
roll.
Oh,
Thanks,
Tom.
guys.
Proper plugs. Tom Papa on Twitter. Friday and Saturday at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights.
Bananas.
And Tom Papa live in New York City, available now on iTunes. You got to see Tom Papa do his comedy. He's great.
Thanks, guys.
We
It
love
was
that.
good. And next time I'll call you direct. I'll bypass Roland.
Yeah, you got my number.
Yeah.
I'll skip the angry
Enough for
panda.
Roland.
All right, guys.
Jesus.
Good
Bye,
seeing
Tom.
you.
Tom,
Brokaw.
thanks, man. Tom Brokaw Papa.
Oh, we're also running you on our channel this weekend. Your interview with Jim Norton will be Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 6 p.m. Cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a new
the
thing we're
first
doing
time
on-
you, the time you did that with Super Dave Osborne,
It
that
worked?
interview, it was great.
Oh,
I got
good.
great response.
Oh,
Thanks
good.
a lot for that.
Yeah, we started a new thing on the weekends called Friends of the Show, and this week we feature you.
Awesome. It's slightly better than the shit show.
Slightly. That's pretty easy to do, though.
Do you work here? You.
Me? Yes, I work
I know
here.
everyone else works here.
Like,
Look at you. Take it easy, man.
Yes, I work here.
And you're a fan of Vinny?
And I'm a fan.
Oh,
What
thank
do you do here?
What I do, I'm a music programmer
Oh,
What is that?
For what channel?
for whatever channel needs help.
Book radio?
I have a book.
Book radio? Yeah, see? You got to book.
What is a
book
music
yourself on
programmer?
Book
They put
Radio.
the background, the music into the show.
You seg up music, you load in DJs or whatever.
Oh, that's impressive. I like girls that like do something.
Really? It's
Yeah?
Like
That's me.
If you're wearing a uniform right now, it'd even be better. Like I
like a uniformed
yeah,
girl?
like a girl that does
Really?
something. I love waitresses.
Really?
I'm
Wow,
a bartender.
really?
You're a bartender.
Yeah.
Like I like
pretty
the
hot,
do you
yeah.
like the cocktail
I used to
dress?
love waitresses, too.
I have a
Vinny.
thing
I know
for
what you're talking
waitresses.
about.
You know what? There is something when they're wearing like a black and white fucking dress looking thing and
Yeah.
stocking. They look all hot walking around with that little tray.
And then like,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, oh my god, I love that girl, whatever. And then like, I'll be like, meet me out, and then she'll come in regular clothes, and I won't be into it anymore.
Meet me out
who
and
are
wear
you?
your uniform.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Her job's so important she could be here right now, so
That's
she
true.
doesn't have to work.
So you ever make your way by the side of the building?
I do. I've never been in here.
I don't think we've ever seen you walk past.
Always bringing girls in here that never been.
That
in here.
never been here. Could give a shit about this show is what it is, Vinny.
Until Vinny comes
And then
in.
Vinny comes
Those are
in.
legends.
And
How do you not know? How do you
it's
not
like,
know?
oh, yeah,
All the
I'm
time.
coming. Oh, it's the Odie and Andy show. What? The
Odie.
Odie and Andy show have
We did
Vinny
get
on.
Odie. What do you like about Vinny and the Jersey Shore?
What I like about Vinny and the Jersey Shore, first of all,
Embarrassing.
super hot.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Second of all,
He's got a big penis, too, you know. Big
so I
penis.
hear.
Big penis. I know you want that out there, Vinny. I know you can't say that yourself.
She knows.
'cause that would be bragging.
She knows because I watch.
Are you bummed out that he left with the anxiety thing?
Yeah. I
He
mean,
comes
I'm not.
back in a couple days. It's no big deal. It's really no big deal. It's really. They might stretch it out a couple episodes,
know.
but you know.
He'll be gone like 3 episodes,
Nope.
maybe max.
What are you gonna do? Jeez,
I know.
have to look at another guy.
Wait,
on
are
the
you
show.
are you like Native American or something?
I am not.
Oh,
You'll
what
never
are
guess
you?
where I am. Nobody ever guesses where
I
I'm from.
say Guatemala.
No, but close.
Peru.
No.
Trinidad.
No.
Honduras.
Close.
Give me a map.
I'm right in the wheelhouse.
Any other places
It's
down
one
there?
of the
Colombia.
No.
Oh shit! It's one of those countries that a lot of starving kids are from.
Yes.
And you got to send money for kids with cleft palates.
Oh, she's perfect for you, Vinny.
That's fun too.
You know, I love my
You're from
ethnic girls.
Paraguay?
No.
Is it something we've ever heard of?
Barbados?
Is Haiti down that way?
Are you Mayan? Ghana?
Belize.
Guessing you'll never guess.
Belize.
Camden?
No.
Newark?
God, I need a damn map. I don't care this much.
Central
Tell us.
America.
Nicaragua?
Wait, Central. Oh,
No.
Panama. All right, I'm going to my Central American map.
Chile?
No.
is it what Rihanna is?
No.
You're Bolivian?
No.
All right, hold on. I got the map coming. Google
Well,
Maps, baby.
for you listeners, she looks
Suriname.
Native American.
I look Native American.
A little
I
bit.
think so. Yeah.
Everybody tells me I look Sicilian.
Really?
I could see that too.
Yeah.
All right,
You know the Moors?
all right, you're
I'm
from
Sicilian, 100%.
Bulgaria?
You're from San Salvador.
El Salvador. Yes.
El Salvador.
Oh, we coulda
El
got that.
Salvadorian. How did we not go? That's like Contras.
Shit.
Are you a Contra?
That's crazy.
El Salvador.
That's a crazy place to be
Someone's
from, I
saying El
think.
Salvadorians are hot.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
MS-13.
I meant that in a good way.
Yeah.
What happened?
You know anyone from the
She's pretty.
MS-13?
I don't know anyone from MS-13,
Oh my God,
but
let's not
I've heard
talk about
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, were you born there or no?
No,
It's
I was
not-
born here.
Okay.
Oh, parents born there?
Parents, both.
Both born there.
Yes.
Ooh, and then they snuck over
And
the
then they
line.
snuck over here
Yeah.
to have us. Yeah.
Bad.
Because the last girl, she was cute, but like I'm not impressed by like Dominicans.
Now it comes out.
No, like that. No, like that kind of, like that kind of Spanish. Like when they say they're from like El Salvador or something, it's more impressive.
It's more exotic.
Yeah, it's more
Then
exotic.
I'm from Dominica. That's like, you're Puerto Rican.
Meanwhile, it's still another island with like poor kids, but like
Poor kids.
it's just not as impressive for some reason.
Yeah. Do you send money back to your country?
I do not.
Oh, come on.
I know.
That's
Gotta give
messed
back.
up.
That is messed up.
Well, you know,
Oh,
to
you
my
work at Sirius
family and
XM. I'm
stuff.
sorry.
There you go.
They should be sending you money.
Yeah, they send me.
Poor kids sending you mud and fucking garbage from a dump.
They send you money from El Salvador. That's how
Yeah.
sad this place is.
That is pretty pathetic.
Yeah. You want to go out on a date with Vinny? Because we're running out of the show here.
Sure, let's go, Vinny.
What are you going to do?
Okay.
You do stuff?
Do I do stuff?
Yeah.
What do you mean, do
I don't know.
stuff?
Bowl.
I'll do anything. I'm down for anything.
Do you know how to talk down somebody that's having anxiety attacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
What,
have a
what if
I can
what,
calm you down.
what if I start freaking out? Would you be
Yeah.
all right?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Do you have a script
That's
for
a good
Xanax?
girl. I don't do drugs. Anthony.
That's terrible.
Down for
right, cool.
anything or DT?
No DTF, okay?
Which listen, when a girl says she's not DTF, that's the universal statement for I'm
a
DTF.
good girl.
That is not
Yes,
true.
it is.
Words
That
of
is
wisdom.
not
Yes,
true.
it is.
Just
Just so
doesn't
you guys know.
She just doesn't want to announce it to a fucking
Right.
I am from Jersey, but I'm not a Jersey little
Whore.
radio.
Gucci mama.
No.
What town in Jersey?
I live in Clifton,
Okay.
Is that
Home
good?
of Rupert Pupkin.
which is like 45 minutes
All
from
DTF girls in Clifton.
I'm from Patterson, okay? I'm from
again,
Patterson.
even worse.
I live in Clifton.
Patterson's bad.
I'm kidding.
Patterson's bad, right? Yeah.
Listen,
Patterson's bad.
if a girl say, I never do this kind of thing before, whatever, I think it's more mature, for a girl not to say that and just to not do it,
Cigars and Scotch is fucking hilarious.
What'd
He's
he
so
say?
wrong. He goes, DTS. She's down to syndrome. DTS.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Here come
I
the
just found it
letters.
funny.
Here come the letters.
What? Letters? Who writes letters?
I can't believe Vinny said that.
I didn't say that.
Oh my
even say it,
God.
joke
no.
around.
Don't joke. No jokes. It's a radio show. So do you don't have a boyfriend?
I do not have a boyfriend.
Oh, how long have you not had a boyfriend?
This is embarrassing.
No, it's not. It's just life.
Like 4 years.
Why
How do
so
you think
long?
my life feels?
Oh, man.
Why so long? I don't know. I don't find the right one, I guess. I don't
What are you looking
Are
for?
you very involved in your career here?
Career woman.
know.
Yeah, you should have a boyfriend.
I work a lot.
Okay, that's a turn on.
And you got all your body parts. You should have a boyfriend.
All 10 fingers and toes.
You got everything, man.
Do you date?
I date.
A lot?
Not a lot, but I date.
What kind of guys like pop up on the dates?
Apparently
Like
some
weirdos.
wackos.
Yeah, I feel like so
man.
many guys are weird.
Yeah, that is true, man.
It was so interesting that he closed his laptop.
I could always close my laptop. It doesn't take a lot of
You know,
thought.
Getting kicked out.
Slam down the.
We're turning the lights off.
That's a universal.
The music's
yeah.
coming on.
You kids exchange numbers.
I wish I
right
wasn't
now.
late.
Damn, man. No, but all right. Well, you two can exchange
Okay.
whatever you need to exchange.
But, who are you voting for?
Uh-oh.
See? No, I need a political girl.
Wait, who is Vinny voting for? Don't say it. I'm trying to think.
Who am I voting for?
Yeah, the little I know about you.
Okay.
Come on.
I don't even know who I'm voting for.
I don't think he's
Exactly.
He's not an Obama guy.
ABO.
You're
ABO.
You're a Republican.
Anyone but.
You're a Republican, right?
Not really, no. I'm Independence Party.
There you go.
Oh, Ron Paul?
I'm independent.
A Ron Paul type guy?
He
Even though
scares the shit out of me.
He's not independent.
He scares the shit out of me. I'll probably vote for Obama again.
What?
Just because, I
An
mean...
Italian from Staten Island. I gotta vote for
Wow.
fucking,
Anxiety, bro.
president.
Anxiety. It's opened me up.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
It's opened you
It's
up?
enlightened me.
Open you up?
I would imagine you're the only one in your family doing that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You should see us Sunday dinner at the table.
They yell
Uncle
at you.
Nino talk about it.
Hey, fuck it.
Oh, forget about it.
Come on, man.
What the fuck?
Not because I like Obama.
Fucking Mully. Fuck, what the fuck? Mully.
Not because I like him, but I'm just scared of the other guys. Like those
Yeah.
crazy white boys from Texas and shit.
I don't mind them. They're
I
kind
like
of fun.
Newt. Newt is cool. I like Newt.
Yeah, yeah. I think Newt's good. And then what's
I like
Romney?
Newt's
Romney's like
attitude.
so. Romney's so moderate. And
I like
he's,
experience.
yeah.
You know, so I feel comfortable when someone's been doing it a long time.
You like experience, and you voted for Obama last time. The guy was like he had a clubhouse.
But he was
friggin'
but he was smart. He went. You know what I mean? He taught economics.
Harvard.
He taught law.
Harvard guy.
Oh, I'd like to see what he wrote. Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
this
They won't
president should be
release
like
it.
Yeah.
the fucking
Where was he?
smartest
Yeah.
guy ever. Yeah.
Yeah, the smartest guy ever. I don't know if that makes a good president.
Really?
Yeah, I think you ought to be all right, but the smart people are kind of weird. Like real smart people.
Yeah.
It's like when I
like
was
real-
talking before about us.
like a
You know,
smart military guy.
We're really smart, and then we have anxiety.
Yeah.
See what happens?
It's
You want a
true.
president laying there freaking out?
Abraham Lincoln,
He got anxiety?
depression, the worst.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I read his book.
Well, I guess his mind got taken care of. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You need a few cc's of lead delivered by
Why was he depressed?
Dr. John Wilkes Booth.
Why
How
is
was
it?
he depressed, you think?
Why is anybody? Why am I depressed?
I think because his wife was always fucking ragging around the house because their kid died. It was terrible.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
He called it the black dog. Every once in a while, he would say like, "Listen, guys, there might be a time, even if we're in the middle of a war, you know, where like
Wow.
for 4 days, I'm just gonna be in my
Just
room
gotta
by
leave,
myself." Yeah.
puffing some cigars.
The smartest minds, and not to brag or anything.
Well,
but
it's true because it's
Plato,
what I said.
Aristotle, they all have had anxiety and depression.
It's because you're left alone with your thoughts like that, just thinking and freaking out. Well, don't freak out.
No, I'm good right now. I don't have it that bad. It's just
No.
like when in that
I
situation
know.
I described to you, it comes up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all tense.
All right. What are we
Hate it.
promoting? The book comes out in April.
Promoting sex with this lovely girl.
No,
Oh, sorry.
she's not DTF. Remember?
Don't want to cock
Yeah,
block.
Control the Crazy. It comes out in April. So
Well,
like,
you'll come back for that.
yeah, on my Twitter,
Yeah.
I just announced that it's happening, and just
Well,
keep up.
We'll have you back before that.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like
hope you guys
having
read
Vinny
it.
on. It's definitely-
We used Uncle Nino at our live broadcast.
I
that was
know. I heard
fire.
people were like, I'm like, how was it? He's like, it's disgusting.
It was.
It was
It
disgusting.
really was.
What the fuck?
People eating their own puke and stuff.
It was fucking
Other people's
disgusting.
puke.
Yeah, it was heinous.
Oh, that was Pat Duffy. It was amazing.
Fucking
fuck.
people. I don't get it.
People don't want to watch the video. It was so gross.
And they shouldn't. It's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah, and tweet put Vinny in the game. Remember for the NBA All Star game,
Right?
Yeah.
and that's all. That's all I got right now.
In the game.
I'm amazed you have so many followers on Twitter with a last name like that.
Right?
Holy fuck, how do you
I
spell it? I'm
always thought
looking
that-
at it. I'm looking at your last name and I don't know how to spell it.
Guadagnino.
Yeah, Guadagnino.
Yeah, crazy Italian
Not
pronunciation.
that you need more followers.
Yeah.
You're doing real well. So,
Yeah.
all right. Are you guys going to do something or what?
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, let him.
Do you follow me on Twitter?
I do follow you.
All right, cool. She'll tweet me after this.
All right. There you go.
I see them. I make believe I'm too cool. I see them.
I see that shit.
Yeah, I'll look for you. What's your name?
Angie.
What's your name on Twitter? Oh shit! You want followers? What's your name on Twitter?
DJ Ange 3.
Oh, she's a DJ. Nah, I don't like that.
Oh, shit.
I
She did it for the
was
wrong
in
reasons.
college.
Oh, okay.
I'm not so much anymore.
Can't get fame off of me.
Why aren't you?
Please.
Hilarious, man.
I'm kidding.
I love it.
All right.
All right.
I guess that's it for us today.
Been real.
Vinny,
Thanks, Vinny.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Always a
brother.
pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Love you
Thank
guys.
you for dropping
Thank
in.
you.
Hey,
Thanks,
come by,
Angie.
Come by anytime.
I'll come by every
Yeah,
morning.
sure
Angie,
you will.
come back when I'm out here. Prove it to them that you like that.
We've never seen her before. Well, we won't see her again.
Never.
Until the next time I'm here.
No, that other
look,
girl,
Vinny's
we've never
here.
seen her.
I know.
No. They forget
You've seen her
about this
twice.
corner
Two
of the
times
building.
when you were here.
That's
You're like
so funny.
you're one of the biggest shows in this building. In the world, she had no idea what you guys look like until today. She didn't even know what she'd never seen a picture of you.
But I asked him, I was like, well, show me them. I don't know who
She
they are.
works here. It's
She
crazy.
works here.
Go out the hall.
Well, maybe if our picture was in the lobby instead of the book lady from Book Radio.
Don't get upset about that again.
I am so pleased.
I'll put a
yourself
huge
up.
picture of you on my desk.
Oh, great. We're right behind the one of Vinny.
Two anxious Italians.
I know, right? Well, very good. Have a great day. And I'm on Red Eye this evening on
Yes,
Fox.
you are.
Shilling for the right.
I got to
is
tweet
what
a
they
picture
say
of
when I'm
Vinny.
on Fox.
I got to tweet something so people know you were here. Yeah, and on Red Eye tonight. Hold on 1 second here. 1, 2.
I tweeted you guys. People know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I got you.
We're good.
You're
We're
a
good.
good egg, Noonan.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
All
Thank
right,
you.
man.
Oh,
All
the
right,
great Ronnie
bye.
B doing the show with us tomorrow.
yeah.
Looking forward to that. All right.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony. On Sirius XM. Sirius XM. And now, the Opie and Anthony Show continues. This is After O&A Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
I don't know what it is. There's Who Kid walking out with Opie. He's coming back in here. Is he? Yeah. Who Kid? You can't stay off the show. No. What do you got going on?
There's a am I on?
Yeah.
They're giving out free condoms over there, so I thought
You don't use condoms. What are you going to use them for?
I thought I'd start the year. That's my resolution this year.
Oh, okay. So they're going to make it easy for you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. You've interviewed all the Jersey Shore people, right? Most of them.
I just saw him leave here.
Have you interviewed Vinny before?
Yeah.
He doesn't do all the shows around here. Like, he does our show.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do a lot of other shows.
He didn't freestyle. I thought y'all were doing like bars, like back and forth.
We don't do weird shit. Like, you're thinking of your show. But every time Vinny comes in here, somebody who works here ends up drooling outside the window. One of the females.
I was not drooling.
Yeah, she do got like some I don't know,
Some
kind
saliva.
Of, some
Maybe
dry
some of
thing
that
going
phlegm
on.
like
I
you were
don't know.
talking about.
Yeah, it might be like,
That's DJ Ange. DJ Ange 3 on Twitter, right?
Yes.
You're going to get a lot of
That
followers
was like
today.
my first Twitter name.
You
So
can
now
get-
I feel like I can't change it.
You're going to get, well, now you can't, because how many followers do you have?
Not many.
You should check again, because DJ Ange 3 on Twitter. Are there pictures of you on your Twitter?
There's one picture.
Yeah, that's enough. That's all the people, that's all the listeners are looking
Vinny,
for right
Vinny
now.
turned you on?
He's super hot.
For real?
Yeah.
You got hard
You don't
on
think
for him?
so?
All right, he gets girls to get hard ons.
Did you have a hard on?
Not so much.
So you met him though, like you've seen him on the show a bunch of times. You finally met him today. He did it. His game. He was a little bit cocky.
Yeah.
You know,
Vicious guy.
He was being a little bit vicious, definitely. How did you feel now that you kind of know him off camera a little bit?
He's cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like a cocky guy though. You like when
No, it's
guys
not-
are a little bit of a jerk.
Obviously, that's
he
why I
goes-
don't have a boyfriend.
You just get dumped constantly.
Just get dumped by jerks all the time.
She goes, my Twitter name's DJ Ange 3. And he goes, oh, no, I can't date any DJs. You can't get famous off me. And she's still just looking at him like, you're so hot.
You like torture?
Apparently.
How come Vinny is the guy for you?
Vinny isn't the guy for me.
Well, I mean, the Jersey Shore guys then.
Because he doesn't wear all that
You don't like the hair gel?
hair gel.
You don't like-
He's not all stocky and tan. And
You don't like that? You like...
You would let
normal looking guys.
You would bang him raw?
He's a normal looking guy.
Okay, she skipped that question.
Well, she said, on our show, she said she's not DTF, down to fuck. Vinny said that when girls say that, the only girls that say that are the girls who are down to fuck, who are DTF.
Oh, for real?
So, would you, though?
I'm a good
All right,
girl.
let me ask you this question. If Vinny, who you met today,
met
He
you.
were like, let's exchange numbers. And you guys did, right? And then he texted you later, and he was like, yo, why don't you come hang out with me for a little bit? And then you hung out. It might happen.
We might have to go like on 3 dates.
With Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
With Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
It might happen.
Anybody else.
It might happen in the first date.
No, it will not happen.
Would you give him like just head in the first date? And
No.
you give him some...
The head is head. It's not.
No,
It's,
that's still no.
you've never given it up on the first date.
Never.
You never even give up your mouth on the first date?
Never.
Jesus.
What kind of hoochie mamas are you guys?
Gosh, can I get a wet hand? oily hand? What do you call it? The oily hands?
I don't know what you call it. Don't ask me what I
oily
call
hands,
it.
yo?
I don't know anything about that.
That's like, what's your nationality?
I'm from El Salvador.
Wow, you don't give it up. I went out there. I got it like once I landed. Like once I got off the airport, I got it.
Did you pay for it?
There
you go.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Vinny said you're very attractive. Was that a compliment to you? Were you like, that make your heart go pitter patter a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you have like, do you just think he's attractive, or do you have a little crush on him?
No, I think he's cute, and his whole family-oriented way he is.
You
on
like
the
the
show,
whole?
that's cute.
Okay, so you like him as a person. You have a little crush on him.
I
It's
wouldn't
fine.
say a little crush.
Why not?
I don't know, because I wouldn't say it was a little crush.
If his album came out, would you buy it?
No, does he?
Why? Vinny got a new album coming out.
He has a new album because he's got a. Now, what about the anxiety disorder thing? Because his book is coming out, and he's talking about his anxiety and how he was suffering from panic attacks.
Serious?
Yeah, and he was going crazy. That's why he left the Jersey Shore house, because he was going nuts. And
I think anybody would go crazy there.
but is this something that you could deal with? A guy who has panic attacks?
Depending how serious they
He
are.
also has a chin sweating disorder too. Like his chin sweats like crazy.
Is that something?
That I won't be able to do.
No, that's crazy.
Did he discuss, or you just noticed that?
No, I gave him like napkins when he came on my show, but he was kept wiping his chin. I was
Wiping
like, what
his
happened?
chin.
Yo, chin problem, you know, sweat.
Do the girls, when he's on your show, do girls stop by like, oh shit, Vinny's in there?
I see they get boners. That's why I want to ask her if she got a boner.
Because this is the second girl. What about? Okay, you know.
She
But
got
I
a boner,
wasn't
yo.
drooling outside.
Well,
I wasn't like stalking him.
I'm just saying what
I didn't
the
even know he was
perception
there
was.
until you got.
Yeah, but then once I was like, she was at work, working. And it's like, hey, Vinny's back there. Do you want to meet him? Yes, of course I do. Yes, I do. Just throwing all her stuff aside. You know the other girl,
Oh, that's
though.
why I saw you and her running from. I saw y'all running in the hall.
And you saw me trying to catch up with her, right?
Yeah, I was like, what's going on here?
Can't run that fast.
The reason I said boner is because they say that part of the vagina that it looks
Clitoris
like,
is what it's called?
yeah, but it looks like a little baby, whatever penis. They get
Well,
boners
who are
from
you?
that.
Who are you hooking up with that they have little penis clitorises?
You don't have that?
Are these girls you met in El Salvador or?
El Salvador had
I
a
know
really
you
good time, but I'm talking about her.
I know you travel a lot. You'll be in Istanbul this
you
weekend.
examine your part, right? You examine
part?
it, like you look at it, right?
Every girl looks at it, right?
Do you go
have
to
to
the
be
mirror
aware.
and you look at it, like you spread and look, like you're like your own gynecologist?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have insurance.
You don't have a
so
degree
I
in-
have to
Oh,
make
so-
sure everything's okay.
Yeah, you gotta make sure because
All right.
because as El Salvadorians they check their joints.
El Salvadorians
They-
don't
they-
check their joints.
They check it. They touch
Well,
it.
everyone should check, right?
I don't.
It's a matter of
scared.
health. You don't want to see what's down there.
Help.
Pookie leaves his vagina alone.
No, but back to the boner. Like, all right, you got a boner when he left here, but it's that little thing that it just pops up.
Is that what happened?
No.
No. Well, you haven't had a chance to examine yourself yet either,
No,
to be
yeah.
fair.
Can we examine her stuff?
I mean, look, she's an employee. You're way past an HR issue at this point. We're going towards lawsuit territory.
It's a little sexual harassment up here.
But and who could like he's got his own little deal going with the company, so he doesn't have to
so
worry
he
about it.
doesn't
He's
care.
trying to pawn it off on me. The girl who came in here the last 2 times that Vinny was here,
Yes.
the same girl coincidentally was Kenya. Was just walking around and she goes, "Oh look, it's Vinny from the Jersey Shore. I've never been here."
What?
And she came in. She's your friend,
Yes, she is my friend.
but you didn't care today. You were like, "Let me go in and let me strut
She's
my
not
stuff."
here anymore.
She doesn't work here anymore.
No.
When did she stop working here?
Like, I want to say like a month ago almost.
Nobody told me.
No, she's not here anymore.
Did she get shit canned or did she quit?
She was on a temporary position.
Oh, okay, so it just expired.
Yeah.
But still, she's got a radio. She still has love for Vinny, and now her friend is like, "Don't worry, that
I'm
chick
not
doesn't."
like on his junk.
Well, you were a little. You were like, "You are so hot." Right?
What I want to know, does she have a photo of any? All this stuff going on, boners and sweaty chins. And
I
all
don't
that?
think she's actually said anything about boners. Those are both things that you brought up.
All right, did you get a photo of Vinny?
With him, yes.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Is that okay?
I thought she didn't have a photo. I thought all this.
Oh, and she never took a picture. Yeah, Sex Man, the Sex Bagel, took a picture with her and Vinny.
But you're like a bad fan. Like you wouldn't give it up the first. I don't understand. Like
I'm not like a groupie.
Like who are you a fan of? Like what female reality star are you a fan of?
Female reality fan. Like Snooki, of course.
Would you give it up to Snooki on the first night? Yeah.
She could take my penis and put it in her pocket. And leave with it. Really? I love her.
Vinny was on the show today saying that he thinks like when the Jersey Shore people go on to the next part of their careers, Dina Nicole, whatever her name is, she'll basically just be getting cocks brushed on her ass for the rest. That's her whole future.
Oh shit, that's great.
You think that's a good future for a woman?
Yeah, I mean, it was Jersey Shore, for Christ's sakes.
But seriously, isn't Kenya gonna be like upset by this?
Why would she be upset by it?
Because
I wouldn't be upset by it.
That was her thing.
And she's here by herself,
She
right?
has his phone number. I don't have his phone number. I have his Twitter.
Oh, did you get it? Oh, so he gave her his phone number?
Yep.
Were you like, whoa?
No.
Were you upset by that?
No.
Did she give
not
Vinny head?
No.
Oh. Well, she got the number
maybe
for
she
her.
hasn't had a chance.
Huh?
Has she used the number?
I don't know.
Oh my God, I wish she was here.
When was the last time you used that beautiful mouth of yours?
What type of question is that to ask?
We're on air. There's a million people hearing, right?
Right.
I want to know. Inquiring minds.
Did you have an answer to that, or?
I'm going to pass on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang out for
Next
a sec.
question.
I'll tell you when the last time my mouth was on something.
Who kid? I know you're always looking for the next big thing, and DJ Ange 3. I know you're looking for the next big thing too. Luckily, we've got him on the phone right now.
What?
Brian Fenkart. First of all, Brian, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, and I have to give you credit because a lot of people, I think your boss is looking for you, who kid. A lot of people would like try to Hollywood up their name a little bit because on first pronunciation, Fenkart is a hard name to say. Like I'm saying it right?
Yeah, that's the polite way to put it. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Frank Hart.
It's not the prettiest name. Yeah.
But you, at no point did you say, did you make a conscious effort to say, I will not change this name? This is the name that my father gave me.
Oddly enough, yeah, because it is a terrible name, and I feel like if I change it now, like I'd have to go through this whole process. At this point, I'm just lazy.
Plus, it's Brian with a Y. So has anybody ever, is it Brian spelled with a Y and then Fenkart.com?
Is he black?
Has
He's
anyone?
black, right?
No, he's a white guy. Has anybody ever found your website?
That's a good question. But I think probably at least 7 people.
Yeah. Well, BrianFenkart.com is the website. You just released on Tuesday the new album. You've actually been on the show before. You came up with Greg Charles one time with
Can
your
I see
band.
the album? That's hot.
Yeah,
right there.
check
Extra
it out.
hot.
Who kid? That's the new album, Simple and Gray. We have a copy of it here.
Okay.
It just came out on iTunes. What's your sound, as they say in the biz, Brian? How would you describe it to the people?
It's very singer-songwriter, the Fray, Sarah Bareilles, kind of that piano-based pop sound that's going on right now. I was raised on Billy Joel and Mike Springsteen.
Ooh, that's my man right there.
I got
Billy Joel, man, he's a genius. I'm so
the
sad
legend
he
right
stopped
there.
writing in like the '90s, but
Yeah. Well, maybe are you saying you're here to pick up the torch? Like, all right, Billy Joel stopped writing. Brian Fenkart is in the house.
Yeah, but Brian would have to fuck his video chicks.
See, I would have to do that. That's,
Married him
I'm not saying I'm complaining. I'm just saying I'd have to.
Oh, okay.
That's DJ.
I'll take one for the team.
That's DJ Who Kid from Shade 45 that you're hearing. He's also 50 Cent's DJ. He's a big name in hip hop. The description, like I've heard your music and the way you describe it, it does seem a very like sort of a white audience type of thing.
That's hot.
What can you do to sell yourself to somebody like Who Kid? Because you want.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I have to play it on Shade 45 because you got to want all the exposure you can get at this point. Am I right?
I got white fans.
This is true. We might have to do some remixing. I don't know.
Maybe we do
gotta know who I can hire for that.
Get Diddy on there or my man Reef in here.
Brian, you're in Reef. You're also like you're an accomplished singer. Like this is not some guy who decided, all right, I'm going to make an album now. Because you were an understudy on the Broadway show Memphis, right?
Yeah. Now I'm doing the tour of the show. Yeah.
Now you're doing the tour. First of all, but this is not like a show tunesy album.
No. Yeah. No, there's not a whole lot of high kicking and tap dancing or anything like that. No, it's just a straight up pop album, really. Pop rock kind of thing. Even the show itself is a lot more rock than most Broadway musicals. It's got a lot more because David Bryan, the guy from Bon Jovi, wrote it.
When you're on Broadway and you're an understudy, are you just looking for opportunities to like push people down the stairs and stuff and like put a little flu virus in their soup or whatever tricks you need to do to get on that stage?
No.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't need a jacket out there. Go ahead. Shake the fan's hand. Don't wash it afterwards.
That's what Paulie D did to Who Kid. That's why.
That's how he got 50 Cent's job.
Yeah, sweaty chin, baby.
Exactly.
I was perplexed by that. I'm glad I have somebody who's actually a music guy here to talk to, Brian. Somebody who's like a professional. He's putting out albums. The name of the album, again, is Simple and Gray. It's on iTunes. I'd recommend it. The Grammy Awards are coming up, and they introduced that LL Cool J is going to be the host.
Yeah, that's going to be ill right there.
What are you clapping for?
Wow.
What do you think? I mean,
he's accepted by white people.
What do you think of LL Cool J? Did you hear about this?
I didn't hear about this. You're the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah, LL Cool J
that's awesome.
is going to be the host of the Grammys this year.
NCIS, baby.
NCIS. Obviously, the Shade 45 contingent is happy about it. But what do you think?
White power.
About LL being the host?
Wow, I have no idea what to think of that. I've never seen him try to host anything. That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not a host.
He's hosted things before.
What's he hosted?
It's not that he's like.
He's
it's not that he's got no.
That's LL. Come on.
Yeah, what's he going to do? Like,
Sam, why are you hating?
Is he just going to sit there like licking his lips while he's presenting awards?
L is simple and gray. You know what I'm saying? He's going in right now.
Simple and gray.
White power.
That's the name of the album. Who Kid? Always a professional. And where are you at, Brian? I like picking your brain on this stuff. You don't know. I'm glad I was able to inform you of the LL thing because you need to be aware of what's going on with the Grammys because between you and I see this album of yours as album of the year. That's my list. I don't know if it's a Grammy, but that's my list.
Well, hey, that's mine too. I'll be. Yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't even know about that. Like, I feel like he's fun. He's charismatic and everything. I've just never seen him try to host anything. That's
well, I know him, so if you want me to have him like put you in a category and make you the winner,
just slide it in,
and you go out there and just be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
LL just slaps the envelopes out of the presenter's hand.
Yeah, then he'd have to pronounce it, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. You're going to have to get, like, a phonetic spelling.
I'm going to have to... Well, it is, though. That's the problem. It can't be more phonetic than it's spelled.
But
Fenkart.
No one knows how to spell it.
Fenkart. Again, the name is Brian Fenkart, and that's Brian with a Y, F-E-N-K-A-R-T. It's just K-A-R-T. You can't even spell it. F-E-N-K-A-R-T. It looks like a misspelled word.
He looks like he gets all the bitches, though.
It's like a sneeze.
Who Kid wants to know, how are you're touring? You're touring with Memphis. Are you touring with your music too?
Kind of. Like I'm doing gigs on the road when I can, and I'm doing promotional stuff like singing on morning shows and doing stuff like that for the album. But I haven't had a whole lot of time aside from the show to do much else.
How do the girls respond?
The bitches.
The bitches is Who Kid calls them.
The bitches.
Yes.
Well, they love it. I mean, depending on the age group, there are, of course, girls that I can't talk to for the most part because they're like 14. But
is that who
damn, man. You don't respect R. Kelly, man?
I know one thing. As my wife toured in Broadway productions and especially in the musicals and stuff, the straight guys get all the ass.
Is that what's going on, Brian?
Well, because we're the minority here, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a straight man's world, the Broadway musical, so we do okay out here.
That's good. So right now, in terms of
Brian's eating.
In terms of
he's being
humble.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it literally or the hip hop eating?
In terms of
I think potentially both.
Oh, okay.
In terms of the girls, Broadway is better right now than because I guess the music attracts the underage crowd, whereas Broadway might have some more of age people. Although Anthony from the show has never had a major problem with. Maybe not 14, but 15 is all right.
Yeah, if you're in Europe.
Well, yeah, 14 and 15, there's a big gap in there.
Yeah. I mean, they say it's only a year, but it really seems like more.
But Broadway bitches are more educated, right? Like, they're not like, oh, I suck that dick.
Is it? What is a Broadway groupie like?
They don't sound like that. I hope.
Yeah. What is a Broadway groupie? Are they a little tougher to
I would
crack
love
the
to
seal?
taste your penis.
Oh, a nice proper.
Yeah,
Excuse me?
By
the way,
not me, though.
Somebody make sure somebody isolates that Who Kid drop because every time he comes on this show.
I know you had to record that. I hate you. I'm out of here.
Where are you at with?
By the way, I just want to I came in here to tell you that you're fired.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's Who Kids Boss Reef. Where are you at with the internet piracy deal now? SOPA, I guess, is trying to shut down piracy on the internet. Obviously, yeah, but you as a musical performer, it's a lot harder to sell records now because of the internet.
It is harder to sell records, but I mean, honestly, without piracy, a lot of people wouldn't have even been heard yet. I mean, like it's not even that I'm promoting it. You know, like I personally try not to ever download anything illegally, but also to each their own. Like, you know, a lot of people get heard because they're getting music shared with friends. I mean, it's
sure.
You know, with the record companies dying out, it's one of the only ways to even get heard now.
Well, listen, if you want to hear Brian Fenkart, it's BryanFenkart. Go to his website, BryanFenkart.com, and the album is Simple and Gray. It's on iTunes now. Where are you right now?
We're in Philly right now. That's where we're on the tour.
Well, next time you're in New York, you're welcome to stop by after Opie and Anthony Live.
And hang out with Primetime?
You know it.
Bring some bitches.
Man, I'm a big wrestling fan myself, so we'd have to chat.
Oh, well, you have to come at the top of the hour then. That's all we'll talk about.
That sounds good to me.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
Take it easy, man. Thanks.
All right.
Can I take this album? Because I gotta leave. Simple and Gray.
Good. Simple and Gray. It's on iTunes now.
I want to check it out, man.
I wish my Tom Papa interview had gone that well last week. He's a comedian. He was on the show today.
Yeah.
You saw him.
That's my boy.
Yeah, he left right when you came in. Yeah, Tom Papa is but it was horribly awkward last week. Because he thought he was calling Opie and Anthony.
Oh,
and he calls in the after show, and I pick up, and he knows me as the idiot who sits in the corner. You know, and so it just got weird.
Should have called me in, man. I got some bitches last time. You know, the marriage ref, right?
Reef, doesn't Who Kid work here?
By the way, the views of DJ Who Kid do not reflect SiriusXM
at all.
Sam, myself.
Thank you, Reef.
We have to say this over and over.
Some bitches, man. Me and the marriage ref, man.
You understand? He's like, I'm a co-host on this show now. Like, this is his home now.
I love it, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is crazy. I got a new album. Simple and Gray.
Simple and Gray.
By the way, Brian Fenkart.
Yeah.
I think he could use like a stage name for his last name.
Something, right?
You know, like Brian Gray or something.
Simple and Gray.
Brian McKnight? Like, that's a big name, right? Brian McKnight.
It's already being used.
I think somebody used that.
Somebody got that?
Yeah. You like DJ Ange 3? What kind of music are you into? You like the poppy stuff, hip hop stuff,
reggaeton, R&B.
Reggaeton.
Because in Spanish, I have to like reggaeton.
Yeah.
She said that with an accent. She rolls that R. You should have rolled the R in front of Vinny.
I just got very excited.
You like that?
Yes.
You like the roll of the R. She was in here, Reef. I don't know if you know this. This is DJ Ange 3 on Twitter.
Yeah, she got a boner from Vinny.
By the way, I mean, I know O&A were talking. Opie said you were all right.
Yeah. that was the best compliment ever.
That's hot.
That's Opie. That's how Opie compliments women. He goes, you know, you're all right. And she's sitting there like, all right.
You should have got a boner from Dad. I got a boner.
Aunt said she was hot. Vinny said she was very attractive.
Yeah.
The audience wants to know. She's DJ Ange 3 on Twitter. And that.
Does she have a picture?
On Twitter, right?
Twitter.
You got
You're
bikini,
not following
photos?
me. What's up with
What's
that?
your,
Let me
what's,
follow you now.
Let's go, Reef. What's your Twitter name?
At NYC Reef.
NYC Reef. That's Who Kid's boss.
And
He's the one who
my
Kid.
nuts.
Who Kid doesn't even
Follow
need.
that.
You would have 200,000 followers at this point.
Yeah,
Who doesn't even need.
I'm not going to follow you then.
At my nuts? What?
At my nuts.
I don't know.
No one wants to follow those.
But you don't have no bikini photos of you on Twitter, do you?
No.
Damn.
You're such a nice girl.
Well, not yet.
I know a
I
little
told
known
you.
fact about
DJ Ange 3.
What do you know?
I know that you are a cheerleading coach.
You're a
am
cheerleading coach.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you tell? Oh, hotline.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Who Kid? Did I win any headphones?
That's you know who that is?
Don't transvestite.
That's Roland. Roland likes to prank calls sometimes.
I think he's calling in the wrong day because we have a hermaphrodite special on Saturday. So
I thought Saturday was your George Lucas special.
but in the morning we have a hermaphrodite special. All the hermaphrodites call up and they win a pair of free headphones.
Oh, wow.
So he's calling in the wrong show.
DJ Ange 3, are you going to be calling in?
She's not a hermaphrodite.
You don't know for sure.
She said she had a boner for Vinny.
I thought we were friends, Sam.
There's that's nothing wrong with being a
I mean,
hermaphrodite. Who
it
Kid's
would
doing a whole
probably be
show about it?
inappropriate to say prove it, but
No,
Do you
yeah.
have a problem with hermaphrodites?
I have a problem with the way
we're out of here.
Okay, you guys go.
On that note.
Yeah, who kids embarrassed J45 for long enough? Plus, if I'm telling you.
Simple and gay, I tell you.
Sam, I'm very sorry.
Thank you.
I'm
Anthony,
sorry he's been loitering.
Anthony's going to be pissed that there was black people in the studio for as long as he's been in here. He doesn't like that.
Now I'm really out of here.
And to top it off, she has dimples, so ask her about that.
You have dimples. Tell me about this. What do you mean ask her about that?
Experience in the mouth.
Oh, is that what that...
Oh, boy. Come on.
That's from sucking cheeks in and stuff? Who Kid leaves. It was great. It was great to be joined by you again, Who Kid. I'm sorry about his behavior. You understand that's not
I understand.
coming from me.
I know, Sam.
Well, listen, I'm glad that you got to meet Vinny today. Jerry Springer was also on. Do you have any sort of sexual fantasies about Jerry Springer?
Not so much.
Jerry Springer might be the perfect guest for the Opie and Anthony show because in 1 minute he's talking about the dominatrixes on his show, and the next minute he's arguing with Ant about politics, and that is this show. Like that is completely every aspect of this show. E-Rock, is Jerry Springer the perfect guest?
Yeah.
Yeah. No follow-up, just yeah.
No, you already said it. It's great. Every time he comes on, we talk about the trash that's on his show, and then it just dives into how he's ultra-liberal and he hates him.
It's amazing the way the elements that make up this show are the elements that make up Jerry Springer's personality. The other thing I wanted to talk about, DJ Ange3 on Twitter. Today, you saw Opie's beard for the first time.
I did.
You noticed? Was that the first thing you noticed about Opie?
No.
What was the first thing? Was it did you notice that
I
his...
have to be honest, I was just
staring at
focusing
Vinny.
on Vinny.
Did you notice on Opie, like he has very cut abdominals and they come down in like a very defined V? He's in very good shape. Yes, yes. We all notice it here on the show.
I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow morning.
You should come back and look. And if you ever see Opie in person, check out the abs because his V is out of this world. But you notice he had a giant beard.
Yes.
He started growing it to kind of be obnoxious. And he said off the air today, I'm going to expose him. He said during commercial that his beard, he said, this beard is starting to get too much, but I'm in too deep now. I can't shave it. Sex Bagel, who was the one who said they wanted Opie to grow the beard long enough till it became a large enough investment that he couldn't shave it? That was said right here, was it not? Sex Bagel, back me up.
Sorry, one of the management came in.
Who was it?
With him.
Who was it?
Rob Cross.
Hey, come on. Throw him on the air when he comes in. He loves it.
I'm sorry, Sam. I heard that important beard question while I was talking to Eric. I don't know why he couldn't do two things at once.
We both know why Eric. I mean, Eric can barely do one thing at once. But who said it, Eric? Was it me?
Yeah, you said it.
I said it. I told you it would happen. That's what happened to me. DJ Ange3, you see how long my hair is, right?
Yes.
Like it's past the point of no return. I don't see a point in my life where I would cut it. Because it's like it's just been too long. That's my identity. Opie's sticking with the beard, and he's going to get to a point where he cannot cut it. You know?
And it's going to be like a problem.
He can't shave it. There he is. Wow.
Sam, I have a meeting.
Okay, well, you have fun at your meeting.
Thanks.
That's DJ Ange3.
Get out, DJ. Get out.
She has a crush on Vinny from the Jersey Shore.
Well, who can blame her, huh? He's a
hunk.
He
I think
is.
is what the girls say these days.
He's a hunk and he's a looker. He's a real stud.
I wish you had been in here. I just interviewed Brian Fenkart. It went so much better than the Tom Papa thing.
Well, what happened with Fenkart? What's he promoting?
Fenkart.
Yeah.
He's got an album. It's on iTunes called Simple and Gray. But
why wouldn't he just call it Fenkart?
I don't know. He always makes things more difficult. Bigger news.
Yeah.
Opie announced it on the show today.
Right.
That this conversation we're having right now is a prelude because tomorrow Ron Bennington makes his return to the Opie and Anthony show.
I am. I'm coming in to hang out with the boys.
And you're doing that to meet Mick Foley, right? Because I heard Mick Foley was going to be on the show and you were a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that must be what it is.
It is all about Mick Foley. What time's he coming in?
I think he'll probably be in during the 8 o'clock hour.
Mick is kind of a regular.
Yeah, he's one of the few wrestlers that they'll allow to keep coming in.
Well, he's not a normal guy.
No, he's very
in terms
strange.
Of wrestling. He's
Oh, I thought you just meant in general.
No.
He's a strange dude, too.
Well, the best people are.
He's also trying to be a comedian now. He's an aspiring comedian, so He's got that going for him.
Unmasked.
You want to unmask Mick Foley?
Yeah, but no, I want to unmask Dude Love.
Oh.
Or Mankind and see if Mick Foley's under that.
That's where you get... It'd have to be a three-parter because you'd have to get through all the layers.
You know, Dude Love was my all-time favorite.
He was your favorite Mick Foley alter ego?
I think he might be just my favorite American.
He's just your favorite person.
Yeah.
Mick Foley wrote in his book that he never understood why the Dude Love character was a hippie in tie-dye that came out to 70s Bee Gees music.
I have no problem with it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
You liked the angle. But even more importantly than Mick Foley, again, Ron, do you have anything big planned for tomorrow? You just going to be hanging?
Yeah, I'm just going to be hanging. I'm just going to hang out.
I don't know, because I know you, and you like to plan something huge. You're a showman. You like to plan. There'll probably be some kind of big entrance.
Right.
Some kind of prop. I don't know what it's going to be, but I can't wait to see.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is something people do in what I like to call show business to fuck up somebody's entrance. This is because when I had my club and I used to bring up Brian Regan, I would always do this to him. I go, ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian is the funniest man in the world. I guarantee you. Think of the funniest person you know. This guy is even funnier. I go, his first 5 minutes, you'll be gasping for breath. Trust me on this. Be ready to lose it. Some people, though, don't do that. And if that happens, he'll probably never get you back. So pay really attention to whether you think this is tremendously funny or not funny at all. And I tried to give him an intro that he just couldn't possibly follow. And that's what you're doing with me.
Ron, I don't think any intro that I give you is one that you couldn't follow. We're talking about me versus you. It's not exactly a battle of equals here.
Well, first of all, let me just say this. You're lucky that even when an XL channel, I don't use gay slurs or African-American slurs.
You refuse.
Because I'd be dropping them right now.
I'm glad that you have a moral compass, and can't wait to see you on the O&A show tomorrow. Stay tuned.
You coming in?
Huh?
I'm going to be here straight up beginning 10:30. Let's go.
We started at 6.
That's a little early.
We'll find out what time Ron shows up tomorrow when the Opie and Anthony
Stop
show.
trying to do a segue every second.
Continue. No, it's not every second. It's just this second, but you keep interrupting, so I got to restart
annoying,
it.
Though. It just seems like, why does he got to put a bow around it?
Because I want everything to be wrapped up nice, and then we can start your show nice. It's like, this ends nice, you start nice.
Real quick, did they get their pictures up in the lobby yet?
No.
Because I want to be here on a good mood day.
Yeah. Although, I think the funner days are the bad mood days, just because chaos ensues. Stay tuned. Ron and Fez comes up next. We'll be back with more of this tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey!